Let's start it off with that.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, we can.
We're just going there.
All right.
So yeah, I guess a little bit of a shout out, if you will, to George Silva. It's my good friend Alex's father.
Oh.
He passed away last
damn.
week, unfortunately.
Oh, shit.
And
Rest in
it was
peace.
a bit of a surprise. Like nobody saw that one coming. So yesterday was the funeral and the day before was the wake. Considering how sad the situation was, it was like a ton of fun because of like a bunch of us all got together. People from like out of town all came in.
Did Tom come in?
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, it was a blast just because like George was a great dude. Like he was like a total like Forrest Parker, and like everybody knew him.
Yeah.
And like I've never seen a wake like that insanely busy. It was a line out the door the entire time.
Damn.
Of like
Oh,
people just
shit.
coming and going. Yeah,
Local-
it was crazy.
Did
Local
anybody
hero.
show up in a Hawaiian shirt?
A lot of dudes showed up in like their like greasy work clothes because they were all like he was a mechanic.
Yeah.
And so
Oh.
like a lot of his friends like showed up like that. It was awesome. And
That's cool.
Nice homage.
Oh yeah, definitely, and it was great. A lot of good stories were told, and it's a real bummer. And like, it was funny. One of the stories I told because I talked to him like relatively recently. I talked to him in December because like Alex is going through like a ton of shit, and she stopped over at her dad's shop to like talk to him, and like he's like that kind of guy where it's like you can talk to him about like the horrible things that are going on, but he's not going to be able to be like, well, this is what you should do. Like he just doesn't know, And he's just like, he'll listen for sure, So like after that, she leaves. He calls me. He never calls me. He always like he'll text me and stuff. Calls me. I pick up the phone. I was like, hey, what's up, George? He's like, hey there, rock star. It's George. I'm like, yeah, I know. It's you, George. What's up, man? He's like, yeah,
Your number doesn't change.
It also says
right.
on
It's like
my
it
phone.
says right out of there. It's like I've known you for like over 10 years, man. Yeah. And he was just like, yeah, I don't know if you talked to Alex at all. And mind you, she's been in town for like almost a week. So yeah, I've seen her, And he's like, yeah, she's going through a bit of a rough patch. So, she could really use a friend like you right now. So if you could, call her up and see how she's doing, I appreciate it. I was like, yeah, absolutely, George. And I was like, that's weird. So I just texted her. I was like, dude, are you all right? Because your dad fucking called me. Like, never does that. I'm
Tell him
like,
that you had already been hanging out with her at this point?
no, I didn't want to like ruin it for him, And Alex texted me back right now. She's like, yeah, I'm fine. She's like, I just stopped and saw my dad, and he didn't know how to help me through this. And so like his thing is to just, he's got a whole network. Like he knows all her friends, so he'll like call them all up and be like, hey, Alex needs you. Get on it, guys. So,
I am
like,
dumping
it's
this
the
on
best.
you guys. Yeah.
Like you're better equipped.
Right? Yeah. It's awesome. He's like, yeah, if her car's not fucked up, he's like, I don't know what to do.
That's fair.
So yeah, it's a real bummer for sure.
This was how long ago in relation?
That was back in December.
Oh shit.
Not that long ago, and then he passed away last week.
So we're gonna dedicate this episode.
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
George.
to George for
To
sure.
George.
Yeah,
Yes.
and you would have loved him, man. Huge Rush fan. It was like his favorite band.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah. So.
Dude, he's having a conversation with Neil Peart right now. And I'm here.
And I'm here
With these fucks. Yeah.
on
Man,
the
come on.
normal planet. Oh, speaking of these fucks, hi, I'm Jack.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
all
you
right.
guys want to introduce yourselves?
Let's
We have
do
a new
that.
guest actually. Hasn't been on the show yet.
Yeah.
But it has been talked about.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yep.
I've been here before. I'm Jack. I'm back. It's been a while. Hi.
I'm Jessie. I'm Jack's wife and Eddie's sister.
You thought about that for a second.
I was gonna say Eddie of Bear and Air, so I paused. But
That's good that you did, because
Yeah.
some people know Baron Air. Like, I don't know.
and then I was like, they might know him as Ed, so I was like,
It depends on what
I know
circle you're in,
Edward.
because like I always call him Eddie, and then like I get yelled at the guys and like something is waiting because they're like, "Are you talking about Gobo?" And I'm like, "No, I'm talking about Eddie." And they're like, No, that's Little Ed. And I'm like, all right, fine.
I know they call him Little Ed. I'm like, he's like 6
Gobo
feet
and
tall.
Gabe.
Yeah, Little Ed.
I think that's the joke.
Yeah.
Also,
he's the baby in the band,
well, yeah, but also Gobo is Gobo. Like, it's
same.
not like Eddie.
See,
like which one?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But
Like,
that's
to me,
what's
it's-
weird. Yeah, I call him Gobo because
Same.
that's what I grew up with. Whereas
Yeah.
like Gabe's known him forever, so Gabe knows him as Eddie. It's horrible. So
I mean,
that's part of the
you
reason
know.
why we got Little Eddie out of the fucking band.
You're also
Yeah,
talking
there's
to
a
the
one
most
Eddie limit.
popular name of 1987, so I understand.
I wish Gobo
Fun
referred
fact.
to himself as Gobo.
He should.
Missed opportunity.
Third person
Yeah.
and just
All
always
the
go with
time.
it. It'd be
Yeah.
amazing.
Would have been
Yeah.
strong branding. Shit.
Missed
true.
opportunity.
Next time.
Artan, you haven't been on in a while, right?
Yeah, it's been a
Been a
minute.
minute, yeah.
When was the last time? When we were at my old house?
No.
No, he was here.
He was with me.
when you were on tour.
I was on tour.
Yeah. I
Okay,
did one more
gotcha.
episode.
Oh, okay,
So
I
it was my
remember.
third one or fourth? No, third.
Well, welcome back, dude.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you, man.
Honestly, because last time we were on here, when I was just like with these two guys, we were talking about your album and like the cool success you got.
Oh,
out of it.
sick. Fuck yeah.
dude. I was
That's
just saying
cool.
like how much I'm like really not into that kind of music, but
Yeah.
like I listened to that album and I fell in love with it. Like it was awesome.
Thank you, dude.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
So
of
you're
you to
like
say.
reaching people that are not like normally in
That's
that kind
awesome.
of genre, but I thought it was a beautiful album.
Thank you,
Great
dude.
job.
Yeah, thanks, man. I
You can tell
appreciate
you guys
that
put
shit.
a lot of fucking work into that.
Yeah, it took a long ass time.
So, super dope.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that shit. It's really
yeah.
cool that
Hell
you
yeah.
checked it out. I
Hell
appreciate
yeah.
that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Well,
I think it sucks, but whatever.
dude, Gobo texted me today. He was like, "Sorry, I couldn't make it to your show. I was at fucking Machine Head.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah,
They played
yeah.
Metro last night.
Way cooler. Yep.
Yeah.
At Metro, damn.
Yeah, I told him I was like, that's
That's a pretty
cooler
sick
anyway.
show,
yeah.
yeah.
I was just like,
Shit.
Like 2 hours of Machine Head.
and then he was
Fuck
like,
yeah.
I thought of a really good joke, and he was like,
Oh, no.
Repultura, and I was like, what? Like Sepultura? I was like, what's the joke? And he's like, get it? You played with Replicire last night, Repultura, and he sent me a bunch of emojis, and I was like, that's pretty funny. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Nobody bats 1,000.
Yeah, it was funny.
I'm sure it'll turn into some fucking shirt for us.
Hell yeah.
Is anyone going to Rage Against the Machine?
I is.
I is
nice.
not.
Yes.
Okay.
I won't be
I
there.
am not. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
The ticket price scared me.
I
Well,
lucked out.
that was the wonderful bit about it. It's like, how do you Rage Against the Machine with $150 after fee
Right.
nosebleeds on Ticketmaster? And
Where are they playing? The United Center?
UC.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you see.
Oh my
last
God.
night.
Yeah.
2 nights.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
in
right.
Chicago?
They
It's 2 now.
set up a second night.
Yeah.
Run the Jewels is opening for them?
Not on the
No,
Chicago
not
days.
Chicago.
Only Chicago, they're not.
Yeah.
Oh,
which sucks.
Yeah.
that's kind of lame.
Yeah, that-
yeah,
Yeah,
Who
I
else is
don't-
on that?
I don't know why.
I don't think anybody.
yeah, that's weird.
I
But
think
it
it
was-
might be
Why
touring
either?
on their album or something. I don't know.
Yeah. It
Or
was
that's
a-
maybe too close to
It could
like
be
Riot
Radius Claus
Fest
shit,
or
too.
Lala.
Yeah,
They're
they
playing
could-
some shit, you know.
They could be
maybe.
Run the Jewels could be doing Ride Fest, and if that's the case, it'll be Radius Claus shit.
And
But when
then
is
it's-
Rage?
May.
Yeah,
20?
it's close enough.
May
close enough,
20.
probably.
Yeah, but it's like at that point, it's like,
20-something,
is
yeah.
it really going to affect Rage Against the Machine's
No.
draw if
No.
they do? Yeah,
No. They did fine.
Or Riot Fest.
Because
Yeah.
more people are not going to go to this show because it was fucking expensive.
Right,
So-
Yeah.
Nonsense. I was.
And the United Center. Is,
I was kind of disappointed Run the Jewels wasn't opening.
Me
on that
too.
show. All things
Me
considered,
too.
having seen them already too, but either way.
But having Zach on that track.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Like,
Yeah,
it would have
perfect.
been perfect.
Oh,
like, it would have been
goddamn.
stupid.
Yeah, I didn't even
but-
think of that, man.
Yeah, sorry, I ruined it even more.
It's fine.
Giving a sound effect for that.
damn.
Buzzkill.
That's what I'm here for.
Putting my hood up.
Yeah, as soon as that got announced, like all the summer like metal tours got announced. Like that Megadeth
really?
Lamb of God one was
Yeah.
announced the same day,
Yep.
and some other one too. There's like a couple of them. I can't remember them, but like I
But it was
can't.
like one right after another, though.
Yeah.
As soon as that dropped, it was just like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, that Deftones tour got announced with Gojira.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
That looks fun. Yeah.
That does look fun. If I'm home, I'm going to try and go to
Yeah, that
that.
sounds
Yeah.
fun too.
Yeah.
Having never seen Deftones.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
No,
never saw
me either.
Deftones.
Damn.
Never
I've
saw
seen-
Rage.
I've seen
actually,
them
either.
once, and I'm not the biggest. I'm like a late bloomer with
Sure.
Deftones.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I like them now as a 28-year-old.
Oh, I've loved Deftones for a long time.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and I've seen them a lot of times, and they're pretty hit or miss live. Like, one time I've
Yeah.
seen them when they're just, like, complete shit.
Oh.
And I'm a huge fan of theirs, like, but there's some times where they're just, like, so fucking on point where you're just like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Fingers
it just-
crossed.
Was the
Fantastic.
venue a factor in that?
The worst one I saw of them was like they played Taste of Chaos when it was like, it was like
I don't even
forgot
know
where
what
the
that
fuck
is.
it was.
I remember
It was
Taste
like
of
the-
Chaos.
it was
That
like
was
that-
like Atreyu, the Used
Yeah.
shit.
I was
Yeah,
like,
that
is
line.
weird.
Story
Is
of
it
the
bad? I
Year
know.
was playing. Yeah,
That was like,
Was Good Charlotte also playing?
probably it might have
yeah,
been.
if Deftones was on that tour, they were like the cred band on
Oh,
that
100%.
tour. Yeah, they were
I
like
think
the
they were
cool
the
band.
headliner or some shit or whatever,
Yeah.
but it was like one of the worst performances of any band I've seen.
So,
It was fucking
They,
awful.
they are like notorious for that. Like,
But I saw them in
especially
Minneapolis. And
Was that with Glassjaw?
Glassjaw opened up for them, and they played
Oh,
for
that's
2.5 hours, and every song was just like
Killer.
Oh my god, they
That's
murdered it. So you know, it's hit or miss. You just
Right.
gotta go with it.
I saw them at the whatever the fuck they're calling the Tinley Park amphitheater now.
I don't know, man. It changes
Yeah.
the name every fucking week. Like, I don't even know.
Hollywood Casino. That was the last name. That's what it was called when I saw them, I think.
it has since changed, right?
It's changed again?
Yeah,
I think
I think it's changed again.
Well then, okay,
It's
I'm
so
out of the
weird.
loop.
Every 6
Like,
months.
there's
sounds
always like
shit.
the one person like drops the name, like it's common knowledge, and you're like, where the fuck is that? And they're like, that's where the old Hollywood Casino. I was like, oh, okay. Why don't you just fucking say that?
Yeah.
And, like,
I still call it the Tweeter.
right.
Tweeter Center.
I went to that show with my ex because it was
Gross.
it was Deftones and Incubus, and she Incubus was like one of her favorite bands.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I'll go, and I kind of like the Deftones. Like I hadn't really gotten headlong into them, but I was like, oh, it'd be cool to see them. And Chino comes out, or not Chino, Stephen Carpenter comes out wearing like Stephen Carpenter?
Stephen
Carpenter.
Yeah.
He's wearing a Meshuggah shirt, and I was like, oh my God. Like, I can't tell. I was like, he's wearing a Meshuggah shirt. And she like didn't
You were
care.
like the one that called out the Meshuggah
Yeah,
shirt.
I was so fucking hyped on that. But they also
awesome.
didn't. I mean, they played fine, but that venue just sounds like poo poo.
well,
It's garbage.
Half it's the
Outdoor
venue, half it's like
season.
Chino if he's on point because like he could be like
He was good.
It depends like what era you saw him. Like, is he on drugs now or not? Like, so that's like
is
a
there
factor
cocaine in
it.
his system? Or
Oh
is it
yeah,
not? Yeah.
Is it yayo there? Like, you don't know.
I think
At that point, he was clean. I think when you saw him with Incubus.
Yeah, I think he's been clean for a while.
Yeah.
So
it was on the newest record.
'Cause he's gaining
that
weight
just
again.
came out.
oh the
You can
Flamingo
gauge it on
record
that.
That's how you
before?
gauge it. Yeah, depending on how much
Gore.
weight he has. Yeah.
Yeah,
What
exactly.
year was that? I don't know.
This is
that long
probably
ago.
like 4 or 5 years ago
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Probably
15,
5 or
16.
6 actually.
Okay.
Now that I'm thinking about it, but it was cool. They were cool. Incubus was really cool. I don't even really like that band that much, but I enjoyed their show.
Yeah, they
So,
usually put on
By
a good
proxy
show.
with you, that's now one band I've seen probably more than any period.
Incubus?
Yeah.
I love
Damn.
Incubus.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
you've seen Incubus so much?
With her.
we just all saw them together.
yeah, we all went together.
We did. We went to the Make Yourself tour.
Oh, sick.
fuck yeah! Really? Where was
Yeah.
that at?
Aragon.
Aragon.
Nice.
It was good though. It was.
Yeah.
Damn,
They
that's
killed
cool.
it.
Like one of my favorite
They
albums.
fucking
20th
killed it. Mine too,
anniversary.
That's why we
I
had
think
to go.
it was the 20th anniversary
Yeah.
tour.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
we're now reaching that wonderful apex
my back
where every
hurt when you said that.
where every band that we liked is doing
Hitting their
like
20.
like the 15th year anniversary tour, the 20th anniversary tour of the seminal album tour. So it's just really like a nostalgia ride.
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah,
much
see,
every
my,
6 months.
My
now.
favorite bands are doing the 10-year anniversary.
Well, there we go. I was
You're
kind
a
of.
child.
I was gonna say I was leaving you in a separate little area there, but 10 years are good too.
Yeah.
What did you saw? Circa Survives 10
I was
year?
going to say it was
I was gonna go to that, but I wasn't here.
Jaturno.
I worked that fucking night.
I was in Dallas for that fucking. I had to go to Dallas for some bullshit. And I just like
That was a fun one.
I had tickets. I just gave them away.
Yeah. So Circa's
Damn.
first album.
Yeah, it
we
was
saw their 10.
Circa. I've seen
what the
Circa,
fuck, yeah.
that album live, top to bottom, which was amazing. And then Worshipman Tribute at Riot Fest
Yeah.
by Glass
Oh,
Drop,
hell yeah. Yeah.
which was, again, amazing.
That was your
They
best
did that?
concert story, period.
I could have gotten hit by a bus walking out of there and been like,
Yeah,
I'm
like,
good. It doesn't matter.
I got a severe hookup for Riot Fest. I got production passes.
Oh shit!
nice.
Because I
sick.
knew a
From
CPD
your
dude.
friend, right?
Yeah, it's a CPD guy that was overseeing the security on it.
Nice.
And
cool.
I hook him up with
So
shit.
not like Danny's dumbass fucking.
You think Danny could do that for
No,
us?
hell no.
if he was in the district, maybe he can get
No,
like
no,
a
it's
plus
not
one
district.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So that part sucked. But yeah, the guy hooked us up. I couldn't go because I got sick. So you ended up going. You were meeting up with other people anyway, but you ended up being like side stage watching the whole fucking.
What?
Yeah.
Like,
Really?
So-
Bro.
go ahead.
If I can go on a little bit of a tangent.
Go on.
I got there, checked out where the stage was, and I was like, how do I get back there? And I just kept walking around going, am I good? Am I good? Because I wasn't sure.
Like Wayne's World with the passes.
Yeah, you weren't
Yeah.
sure, but you're totally not being a dick about it. Hey, is this the right thing?
But
I'm in here, bitch. Let's go.
exactly, I was like,
Am
I
I
will
cool enough?
strong arm my way back there. But also, because I was by myself, nobody really questioned it. And I remember,
Oh, okay.
Damn.
I don't know if I read it or I heard it somewhere, but they said, if you act like you belong, no one's going to question you.
Yeah, duh.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I belong here. And I just kind of kept walking. And I was like, we're going to
that
figure it
doesn't
out.
work. That doesn't work for everybody though. If I went back there, I would have a one-way ticket to Guantanamo. That ain't happening with a guy named Artan. Okay.
They never asked my name.
No, the trick is you
No
just
one
gotta.
questioned
Because
it.
you're a girl.
Congrats.
Yeah, if somebody like who looked like me walked
Yeah,
there,
you would do fine.
I don't
like
think so.
You look
I've,
like a band dude. You
accidentally-
all look like
yeah.
band dudes.
I've
Like,
accidentally.
you
I
look
gotten
don't
like
though.
into
I look
shows
like the IT
because
guy.
I look
That's
like this.
is he an IT guy? We don't know. Like what the fuck is he look at this guy? He's way out of place. He don't look like a band dude. Definitely not a chick. Maybe the IT guy who's got a fucked up iPad. Not
Okay.
me. You're out of here, boy.
2 comments. Shave that beard. Grow your hair long. Look a little more feminine.
Yeah,
Go
I
through
mean,
a phase.
That could be it.
I'm kidding.
Serve looks.
I'm
Artan.
kidding.
That could be
But
it.
I like saw at the park, you're backstage and it's like one fence, all the trailers I could see were to my right or my left. So camera, right.
Very good.
And I was like,
Nice.
hey, how do I get back there? I'm like, can I go back there? Like, I was like, let's find out.
Yeah.
So I just sort of was walking, acting like I knew where I was going. And I saw 4 dudes dressed in black t-shirts, black jeans, head to toe.
All right.
The uniform.
There was one security guard, like, blocking, like, a cut through to get to the trailers. And they all got through. So I walked up to the guy and I was like, am I good? And he was like, I'm not supposed to let you. And then he was like, and I just was like, well, how do I get back there then? And he was like, you can just, all right. Like, he just, and I was like, cool, thanks. So
yeah, fuck it.
I was like, and then like,
What's the worst she could
the
do?
fangirl in me was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So I was like, play it cool. Compose myself for a second. I walked about 6 trailers and there's Justin Beck playing guitar, just like sitting there.
That's awesome.
And I was like, but I was like, be cool. I'm like, don't ruin it
Gotta
for
keep
yourself.
the poker face
Yeah.
going,
I
man.
know.
Tame the tiger,
Which
you know.
I don't know if you've noticed, I can't do. So I was like, I'm in trouble. So I just keep walking. And I was going to just walk past him to see, like, if he even looked up and just do, like, a side eye, like, is he paying attention? And then he immediately, like, I'm, like, 1 trailer away. And he stands up, doesn't look around, but he just stands up and starts to go in. So I, like, walk a little faster with my tiny little legs. I was like, here we go. And I was like, hey, Beck. And I just yelled it out. And,
Oh my God.
And he looks at me and he goes, hey. And I was like, hi. And then I was like, no. I was like, I'm just going to keep talking. So I was like, I don't know if you remember me. I'm like, we met once before. And he goes, yeah, at Riot Fest, right? Last time we were here. And I was like, yeah. And he goes, through the fence. And I'm like, yes.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Fence memory?
That's
You have
cool.
a fence
Memory.
memory with Beck?
Yeah.
My fence memory turned into like a whole bad joke.
To be fair, that is 1,000% true. And we are sorry to this day about it.
Amsterdam.
But yeah, so I was like, how's it going? He's like, good. How are you? You know, we had like a couple minute conversation. They had to run through some stuff before the show. And I was like, I'll let you be. I'm like,
Yeah.
walked away. And then
Nice.
halfway through the set, I was like, I'm going back there. And then I just like walked up on the side of the stage and I was just like,
Chilling on the side stage. Yeah, that's insane. Fuck.
That's awesome.
I mean, yeah, like literally I could have been hit by a bus seconds after and been like, whatever, I've lived to my fullest.
Yeah.
You fucking
I've
always
peaked.
have cool concert stories. Always.
Yeah, I have none.
Only with Glassjaw.
Which is okay.
That's still
Yeah,
pretty
that's-
fucking
yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
that's like your favorite
yes.
fucking band.
Yes, it
Who
is.
gives a shit about everyone else?
But hashtag chronic illness, you know, like that's the only reason I have cool stories.
Yeah,
I paid the price
fair enough.
in my day-to-day life.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Still.
there you go.
Because fun fact for the listeners, I have Crohn's disease. So, yeah,
Oh, new fact for me.
yeah.
As does Daryl from Glassjaw. That's the connection.
Yes, which is the connection.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And the first,
So they go to the weekly
their
meetings
first
together.
album.
Oh,
What?
I said you guys go to the meetings together.
We do.
The Crohn's meetings.
Yes. Yeah. It's a secret club.
It's like AA.
Secret club,
Yeah, it's like AA. So sorry, Daryl, but it was.
There
Try
goes that
listening to this
A,
at home
yeah.
like, yeah, get her.
It's supposed to be anonymous.
Yeah, oh, my bad. My bad.
We'll bleep out his name.
Yeah, you could just like or whatever sound effect you guys do.
But every time I think I'm gonna have like a cool concert moment, it's always just some dumb shit happens, or it's just like not cool.
What's your coolest concert moment?
I don't know, man, because you kind of like you go to so many shows and it's just like a day job,
Right.
After a certain point,
I was gonna
and
say
just
you're
kinda-
you're more likely to become somebody's cool concert moment.
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe
True.
like
Yeah, I
that's
think so.
cool.
Unless you open for your hero bands and shit, like at that point, like
Yeah.
you've got a different perspective.
Probably when I ran into Eric Rutan and got him fired up about
That was pretty cool.
JCM 800 amps. That was probably
good
that's
moment.
one that was cool.
That's
but
cool.
like I remember when we played with Black Dahlia at Concord on that Summer Slaughter,
Yeah, yeah.
and like
Oh,
we were
shit.
chilling and like because at Concord like they have people that carry your gear for you,
Whoa.
which is like unheard of shit. That's
Yeah,
never
I was
happened to me
about to say,
before.
like-
We like pulled up our van and they're like, "Yeah, we got it," and I was like, "Like what?" Like they came out with all these carts and I was like, "Oh my
had
god!"
carts?
Yeah,
Holy shit.
yeah. They had carts. They had an out like a freight elevator for everything, and I was just like, "Oh
Fucking
my god!"
elevator? You're not lugging them up some
working
A
fucking
little, they had a little section reserved for me to set up my drum kit. I was like, "You guys,
Bro.
what is going
What is
on
a
here?"
much classier
I might
establishment?
start another
than most.
band just for that.
Dude, it was,
A
and
plus
that
effort.
like that was Summer Slaughter, so that's like 14 bands that you know what I mean.
Wow.
There's like a lot of gear.
They had to keep a
going on
tight
that
ship
day.
there too. So
yeah,
probably-
exactly.
Logistically, it probably made sense for them to have to do it that
That's
way.
awesome
anyway,
though.
so.
Seeing a tight run ship like that. Holy fuck.
And so we were just like hanging out in the park, like in the parking lot, like, well, shit, we just got to wait for them to load our gear, like, and we'll just kill time. And I saw Brian from Black Dahlia walking. I was like, oh my god, that's Brian. And like I was like, yo, what's up, man? Like, I like your band or something stupid like that. And like, he just was like, I didn't see, but he was on his phone and he just went like, and then walked away. And I was like, well.
Did you make
That's
eye
something.
contact?
Not really. I looked at him, but he was like not really looking at me all the way.
Yeah.
He's probably wheeling and dealing.
And then I met
I mean-
at Concord again. I went to that Dark Funeral Belphegor show. So these are like scary bands now, where like they wear up makeup and shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
but
So
I
like
like
black
that
metal and stuff,
Yeah,
yeah.
I like some of that stuff.
Yeah.
And Belphegor's from Austria, and those guys just like look very scary
Nice.
without makeup on. But like I saw one of them because my friend's band was opening that tour, so I was hanging out with them in the green room for a second, and then I saw that their singer come by, and I was like, "Yo, what's up, dude?" Like really quickly, and he's like,
Did you
he's,
yell
"What's
at
up?"
him?
No, but he's got like a super. He's like super. They're from Austria, so they have thick ass accents, and he's like, "Look," and I was like, nothing,
And you were
dude. Yeah, I didn't know. At that point, I was like, ugh, like I don't want you to like crush me. He had these huge boots, not like Wicker Park Doc Martin boots, but like big
legit
motherfucking
boots. Yeah.
not
Wicker
like,
Docs.
yeah, dude. They were like fucking. It was cool, and they were like so good live, and I was like, hell yeah, this
That's
is
awesome.
the shit.
Nice.
But
That's awesome.
yeah,
Very
it was
cool.
definitely weird. So yeah, but that's not like meeting.
That's a cool like
Shouting out to
concert
Beck,
moment,
you know,
though, for sure,
like
yeah.
I didn't get to do that. He wasn't like, "Hey, how's it going?" He was just like, looked like he wanted to kill me.
I was legitimately surprised he remembered me.
That's
crazy.
cool.
That is
yeah.
I was
Actually,
I was
pretty
like,
awesome.
oh, I was like,
Through
yes.
a fence.
You know what I mean? Like
You
Daryl,
remember
yeah.
defense as well.
Like, yeah, I was like,
That's crazy.
What a crazy
Yeah.
detail.
How long? So how? Those were both Riot Fests. What was the time span between those years, if you remember?
So 2019 was the second one where I had the pass.
Okay.
Like this most recent
Yeah.
one. And then the other one was 2016.
Damn.
Damn, was
Oh,
it that
shit.
far? Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Even
Yeah.
that's even crazier if it was that long.
Yeah, 3 years. That's a pretty big gap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Holy
like, oh
shit.
wow, I must
That's
have come
cool.
off like a total creep where he was like, oh, you again. You know, like this bitch. And I was like,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, you've run into them a few times at shows and like talked to them before, right? Like,
Daryl, yes.
yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Back-
Daryl will see her in the crowd and just like point
like,
her out, be like, "Yo, what's
That's
up?"
awesome.
Yeah.
Every
That's
time,
so
every
cool.
fucking show.
We first met at a Head Automatica show.
Yeah,
So
that's
cool.
is that where we all
name
met him?
drop. I'm sorry.
Is that the day that we all met him?
It was the Q101.
Was it the old bottom lounge one or
Oh God.
No. It was the. I don't know what the name of the venue is now. That's.
I don't know. I don't think I went to that.
By the lake.
Oh, the one, the outside
Like
one?
near
McCormick Place?
No,
that's not a venue.
it's like near Meg's Field.
Northerly Island?
Northerly
Yeah.
Island.
Yeah.
Thank you. I had a brain fart. Yes.
Saw a massive
So
Okay.
I went with my friend. We went super early, and I was like, he's got to be walking around. Like, we're just going to find him.
Yeah.
So she and I didn't stalk him because we didn't see him, but we were just like walking around. And then we saw guys with like lanyards, and we were like, well, they have to be somebody. So,
They have lanyards.
well,
Yeah,
who's
not
walking
everybody's
around that
walking
area
those
with a
passes.
lanyard? Not
Maybe
me.
some guys working at Foot Locker. You don't know. Or Old Navy. They're on their lunch break. I don't know. You never
Yeah,
know.
but they don't
man.
have like tour pass again. Like,
Yeah, no,
lanyards,
this was
do
like
they?
this was legit.
So
I
you
could,
could- you could eye
you
it.
could tell
Could
it
you
was
see the tour
something.
dates on it?
So I was like, I don't want to say anything. Like I was like 19 and like super nervous, you know. And my friend Susie, if you want to use her name, I'm sure she won't be mad. But if you want to bleep it, go ahead. I can keep referring to her as my friend. So she goes up to them and she was like, "Hi, my friend here has Crohn's and she's looking to meet Daryl."
Whoa.
Wow.
And I was like,
Name drop.
hi. I don't know what to do now. So we talked to the guy who turned out to be their tour manager.
Oh, okay, perfect.
And
Shit.
his
Destiny.
name might have been Keith. I don't remember his name.
That's okay.
It was Dikembe Mutombo.
It was Joakim Noah before he signed with the Bulls.
Not today.
So I was just like,
Swat
okay, whatever. So I said, is he around? Like, this is just, I don't want to take up much of your time.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a bother. And he was like, he's sleeping right now. And he
Wake
had
his
been
ass
going
up.
through a flare. So I was like, okay, let him have his
shit.
sleep.
Yeah.
Because I know how important that is.
You wouldn't have been like, yo, I can talk him out of it.
No, because that
Let me go rub
fatigue
his
is
belly.
like you've been hit by a bus every day, no
Damn,
matter
a lot
the
of hit
amount
by
of
bus
sleep.
talking.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. There's a theme.
He was on the bus.
That's going to be the name of this episode.
Yeah.
By a bus.
Hit by a bus. You're welcome. So we did that, and then
Okay.
I said, is there a chance that I could talk to him at some point, possibly? Like trying to be polite. And he goes, "They're doing a meet and greet after their set," and I was like, "No way." So I was like, "All right." I was like, "Well, I'll meet him later."
Nice.
Yeah.
So we watch the set, and then we get in line. We're like maybe the 20th people in line.
Okay.
And I'm last out of all of the people that I'm with. And it's, like a
should've been
long
first.
table. Oh, no, it was better that I was last because I was just like, I need a minute to like compose myself because I'm a freak out. So Daryl was the last person at the table also. So I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to say? So I get up
Hi.
there and yes.
That's a good starter.
Yeah.
He was like
Classic.
signing my poster or whatever, and he was like, "Hi," and didn't look up. And I was like, "This is your chance. Like, you say it now or you don't say
Yeah,
it."
exactly.
So I was like, I have Crohn's disease." I just blurted it out, and he looked up, and right hand to God, he went, "Me too." Like he nudged the guy next to him, like, "Get a load of her." And I didn't let it faze me. I just was like, "Well, your album is great, and like I really relate to this song in particular." And I just kind of rambled a little bit, and you could tell that he was like, "Oh, she's not
Kidding.
Fucking around,
lying."
right?
Yeah.
So I said, I know there are a bunch of people behind me. I don't want to take up a lot of your time because I'm sure you're on a time crunch. I said, but is there any chance we could maybe talk after? And he goes, yeah, sit right there. Or if you want to hang around and wait, go ahead. I was like,
That's awesome.
okay.
Shit.
So everybody else went to go watch Taking Back Sunday. And I was like, I'm going to hang here. And
I
then in
would
the
too.
meantime, I called
Yeah.
everybody I knew to be like, and then, I mean, did I not? Like,
No, you did. You
it's
definitely did.
true. Like, you could vouch for me.
Yes.
So
This is true,
I
son.
was like, yeah, like mission accomplished. And then, so I waited, see the end of the line. I see Daryl stand up and like look around and not see me and start to walk away. And I'm like,
no.
you're blowing it. So I immediately took off, went around a tent, where they were all
Shoved
going.
over several other
and you're
people.
like, oh,
stepped
good.
on
Because
a
you know how like
child.
Northerly
and-
Island has that like island area of like grass,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
leading kind of toward the seats, and there are different like booths and stuff. Like I don't know, I haven't been there in a long time,
It's
but
the same,
you know.
but yeah.
So I was like, I can walk back there.
Mm-hmm.
So I walked to the back, and I wasn't gonna say anything because I saw them walk by, and the manager saw me, and
Mm-hmm.
he was like, "You," and I was like, you know, and he was like, "Hey." And then he like turns to Daryl and he's like, "Hey." And Daryl was like, "Oh, hey." He's like, "Excuse me." And like immediately came over to talk to me. And I was like, "Oh my God." Like I don't want to on conversation with him.
Damn,
Like,
that's cool.
About Crohn's, about just like life, you know? How is it being a touring musician with like active disease and all that? And yeah. And then ever since then, every time he's ever seen me at a show, he's been like,
It was good.
I mean,
yeah,
I got
yeah.
set
Awesome.
lists. I've gotten high fives.
It's
I got
like
one of these
his
before.
reaction's like,
yeah.
what used to be
like,
cool
hey,
was
buddy.
like what used to be cool was her reaction every time you saw her, but like his reaction now is like the coolest because he gets so excited seeing her, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
That's
That is
awesome.
like mind fuck for
Yeah,
us, you know?
yeah.
That's nuts.
That's
yes,
awesome.
Yeah,
like,
really, really cool.
Yeah.
all the band guys I know are so fucking tired
Right.
all the time.
The ones
Like,
I know are like
the
total jerks.
Closest thing I could think of that experience was like me and one of my best friend in high school went to go see that. You remember Burning the Masses?
Yeah.
They were like the sick death metal band that always toured with deathcore bands that played breakdowns, and me and my friend were like not about. We were like, like those bands don't get the pass, but we were like, this band's sick, so we're gonna go and see them.
Okay.
And we saw them, and like they were just such a sick band at the time. Like their guitar players were like 18 years old, and they were shredding like Steve Vai songs. I was like,
shit.
that's fucking
Super
insane.
talented.
Yeah.
I love
So like
seeing shit like that.
I think I like just went up like because they were working their own merch table and I was just like, you guys are the like I was like instantly I was just like, you guys are so fucking sick.
awesome.
Like, and we hung out with them like the entire show and like didn't watch any other bands.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's fucking
Like
cool.
it was the shit. It was, and they were such cool dudes and they were just like teenagers too, which was
Yeah,
really
they were
weird.
fucking young.
Yeah, and like, yeah, they were just awesome, and they like, you could tell like they like didn't, you know, like they were just like they didn't expect it because they were also like a new band
True,
at the
they're
time.
on
so
their way up.
yeah, they
Yeah,
didn't
so
get
they
it or
don't probably
anything.
get that
but it was
often.
just so cool because we were just all talking about our favorite death metal records. I'm like, oh my god, these guys are so fucking sick.
Plus, being young, they're not like cynical or jaded yet.
Exactly. Yeah.
Emphasis on
'Cause, like,
yet. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm sure you've all seen those like older dudes, like musicians, and you're like, "Yo, what's up?" And they're just like, "Ugh." Like, yeah, they
Yeah,
just walk
dude.
away. You're like, "All right, cool." Like I've seen that like a
I've done
million
it a couple times.
Yeah.
Are you really?
myself. I mean, like when kids like are like, "Oh, did you hear this death metal record?" And I'm like, "No."
I was about to ask. You guys must be getting that at that point too when you guys are touring now too, right?
Sometimes.
We get a couple.
I mean,
right?
we get like people that like our band. It's always cool because they like bring us shit. Like when we played in Portland on our tour in October, we played this like horrible VFW hall. It was a really like not good show, but there was a lot of people there.
Okay.
And somebody like came and saw like 10 minutes of our set and brought us like 2 big ass bags of homemade chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, shit.
Not weed cookies, just like
Yeah.
regular cookies. And we were just like,
I'm so glad you
thanks.
specified.
Yeah, and it was just like it was so cool. Like they were just, and I ate a lot of cookies that night, and it was the best. And like that stuff's always really cool.
What was the backstory to the cookies?
I don't know. I don't know.
just
They were there
baked
when I
them
got
to
there.
give
No,
to
I
them.
just the idea of him like I'm going to a show, but I've made 5 dozen cookies, and I'm just gonna hand them out to my favorites. Like I've got
like-
them in my
One
car.
per
everybody-
band.
I don't know.
member.
People
I don't know.
like
That's like
know.
the dopest shit though on tour when somebody brings like food or
we've gotten it a couple
snacks
times
like that
yeah.
because it's like you gotta remember when we're on the road we're eating like dog shit.
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah,
know, and like
yeah.
so to get like something that's like remotely like home cooked or
Homemade,
baked,
yeah.
like it is like the coolest thing. Like I remember
Yeah.
one time with Soil, this fucking family brought like they like catered to like the show. They brought like it was like beef and mozzarella, like, and they made it all at their house. Like it was
Jeez.
crazy.
Yeah.
And they were super fucking nice. And so like we let them into the show early, and we like all hung out in the green
That's
room, just like
sick.
ate this like amazing home cooked dinner. It was,
Well,
like,
yeah,
it was the
people,
coolest
like,
thing ever.
that's
That's we
dope.
get a
so
lot of
cool.
that shit, like people that make us stuff. But I mean, there's like we could probably say it because like you go to shows now. Like maybe if you went to a show now, it wouldn't be the biggest deal. Like, I mean, if I go to a show and I see there's a bunch of bands hanging out, I'm not really ever going up to them being like, yo, what's up?
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
I just kind of like, all right, I know where they're at, do your thing. And like, I'm just here to watch the show casually.
Yeah,
And like,
on this nostalgia run, I think if a band gets back together that I'm interested in, and if I had that situation, I might geek out a little more.
Yeah, me too.
But at this point, it's like if I'm going anywhere, I'm just like, okay, we're good. I've never really been one to overly like seek anyone out anyway.
Yeah.
It's just never really been my style. Like, you're bold about it. You're phenomenal with it. Well done. You've really worked it. You've actually like built a relationship with
Thank
him
you.
without fucking him, which is incredible. I should note. But
The blonde he was with did give me like a,
Oh yeah.
and I was like, I mean no harm. I'm fat. It doesn't matter.
it's always the blonde.
Like,
Yeah,
nuts
it's
are
always the
eating
blonde, yeah.
themselves. It's fine. We have that in common. Like,
So like but like if it was something that was like a seminal band from like my youth, I can see myself kind of dorking out a little more.
Me too. Yeah.
I remember you had a good moment when we saw Dillinger at
Yeah,
Fireside.
that's my closest
And,
like meeting
damn.
with
you and Greg got to like
talk a
shoot
little
shit
bit
for a minute.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
It
Yeah.
was cool. This
I'm
is
fucking jealous.
This is still to me one of the most hilarious. I've mentioned it before on the show. I think at least when I was hosting. I don't even know if you were here when I brought it
not
up.
heard
If I did, it was like literally like the first show I was on with you. Like the coolest fucking lineup of bands at a show was at Fireside. Which do they even still are they?
No, no.
they're-
No, they don't
they've
do
completely
shows.
shut that down.
They renovated
I think-
it when they did that movie with was it Jennifer Aniston and Vince Vaughn,
well,
The Breakup.
Oh, the
Well,
the
breakup.
breakup,
And
the
then-
worst movie.
Those fucking
And then,
cunts ruined that.
from what I've heard, they've done shows
Okay.
since, but not like
Nothing
the
like
shows
that.
we went to.
Yeah.
No.
So this is going to age me and
A
by
lot,
proxy
yeah.
us by quite a bit.
Man, I missed that place.
the metalcore band Scarlet was the opener, which is whatever. Then the Bronx.
Who were
Whoa.
fuck? This lead singer was annihilated. Like,
Yeah, he
drunk
was
as
fucking
fuck. It was
hilarious.
hysterical.
That's cool.
Yeah. That was the famous. He's like, when somebody was like, "I'm Apollo," he's like, "You're not Apollo, and you never will be." And this next song, and then like goes into it. It was amazing.
So
I never liked that band, but I loved that show.
that dude live,
Yeah.
he was hilarious. So it was those two that opened, and then it was Black Dahlia Murder on the first album.
Whoa.
Yeah, I got kicked in the face by the fucking Santa Mosh asshole from back in the day. Do you remember those
yeah, I
Santa Mosh?
remember
That guy kicked me in the face during that like dun 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 dun.
Die Horror Cosmic.
Like, Horror Cosmic.
I'll never
Die
forget
Horror
that.
Cosmic.
Yeah.
So like that song like gives me like flashbacks.
That was
I
also
love
that,
that song.
shows the
yeah,
shit
it's
because like
that album's still phenomenal.
do you remember there was
Yeah.
like an older couple that were like right behind me, and like in the middle of the set, the singer was just like, "Yeah, I want to thank my mom and my stepdad for being here." And of course it's them, and
Yeah.
some kid turns around and goes, "Is that your son?" And she's like, "Yeah." He goes, "He's fucking awesome." She's like, "Thank you."
So yeah,
It was so
great.
good,
Yeah, so
yeah.
it was Black Dahlia Murder on the first album, which is insane.
Yeah.
Then Every Time I Die, like
It was like
hot-
almost the original lineup. I think there was
Yeah.
like maybe the drummer.
Yeah, they
was the
could not have
second
changed
drummer.
too much. And then it was Hot Damn Era, Every Time I Die. And then it was Dillinger headlining.
Oh my god! what a crazy
right,
lineup!
right before for Dillinger, right before Miss Machine came out. They were
wow.
still doing basically
what the fuck
all.
was I doing with my life?
I don't know, man. Because it was what you, me, and Tom probably that went.
Yeah.
So and like so it was still they basically played all of Calculating Infinity.
Infinity.
That's all they had, and I think they played
damn.
They
one.
played the single.
They played the first single that like this is like hey the
Panasonic
album's
Youth.
actually coming out, so this
Oh,
is Panasonic
shit.
Youth,
Oh, that's
and
great.
everyone lost their
Whoa.
shit.
And yeah, it just went
Yeah,
nuts
so all
in
they
that
had was
place.
still Calculating Infinity and the Mike Patton EP.
Oh.
And
That EP
yeah,
is
yeah.
so sick.
yeah, it's so
good.
fun.
Yeah.
So that was still to this day probably one of the crazier lineups because
Yeah, you
all-
would never see any of
those
bands
top
tour
three
together
bands
ever.
are still
again,
well.
yeah.
Dillinger died finally,
Yeah.
but like the other two have still been like now they're going to be like 25-year bands. Like those guys
Yeah.
are
Yeah,
still
Black Dahlia's
fucking.
putting out a new
Well,
record.
Yeah,
next-
that's like
or
what their
couple
ninth
months.
album, 10th
Yeah.
album,
Well,
some
here's
horseshit.
a
Like,
plug for Pete Grossman of High Priest. They're opening up the Every Time I Die
312 show.
10-year anniversary
I'll
for
be there for
Hot
that.
Damn.
that's the
Yeah.
one I wanted to see too. Yes, that said.
I unfortunately have a fucking show that night.
Damn.
show.
I
With
can't remember.
Bongzilla?
I think so. It's the Bongzilla show. Which
Oh.
you guys want to
I
go to
think
that?
that
Go
show's
for it.
already.
But I think like
that
the Every
312
Time.
show sold out.
Is it really?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Fuck,
sure.
dude.
I'm sure.
That show, like,
It's called
I
Step
want to
Up.
go that so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's another one. It's a 10-year or whatever the fuck
Yeah,
anniversary
yeah.
of the
Yeah.
album that people like from then. So yeah, that lineup lineup was insane. They play the last song. It was probably Sugar Coated Sour or something, or 43% burn. Let's go with 43% burn.
Yeah, that sounds like a closer.
That's their closer. They closed it at Cobra when we went to Cobra too. So it was just,
it was dope.
God, this show was awesome.
Keep stabbing me in the motherfucking heart, guys.
Literally everyone but you guys somehow got to that show.
Yeah, dude. And
crazy.
I legit cried.
Yeah, that capacity was like 300 people for that venue.
The only reason we got tickets to the Cobra show is the one guy in our band who's like technologically illiterate happened
Nate
to
got
get
like
tickets.
6 tickets or
Yeah,
some
Nate
shit.
fluked into it. I thought Ed fluked into it for me. I don't remember how I got mine.
He did get a
right?
bunch of tickets as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
And nobody was selling
Little
tickets
Little
that I
Ed.
could find.
Eddie.
Like, I was trying to buy a ticket for whatever.
Yeah, that
And
thing sold out,
nobody
like-
was selling tickets.
No,
Like,
no.
everyone was
Once
keeping
they
their
bought it,
hands
they
on
kept
it. I
them.
was
Yeah.
like,
that was
I was willing to pay stupid amount of money.
yeah,
for
that was a
show.
keeper thing. So yeah, 43%
Sucks.
burnt. Greg does a little crowd surf thing. Everyone knows bowling alleys. They've all been to them. There's always that like weird like couple stairs to like the actual lanes.
Step down.
So where I was on the cusp of that little grouping when they were crowd surfing them was on those stairs. So
Okay.
he's getting surfed to that side. Everyone's
Yeah.
kind of tilting with him. All of a sudden he falls and everyone over on that side just falls down those stairs. Just on the
Yeah,
ground.
dude.
And like he gets up and he jumps like a little barricade onto where the lanes are. And like the set ends and everyone's like, oh yeah, they're all leaving, whatever. I pop over there real quick and I'm just talking to him. I'm just shooting the shit.
Yeah.
And like I'm getting like this insider info about Miss Machine all of a sudden. Like,
was very candid about it, yeah.
He was super like this show just ended. They're tearing shit down. They probably needed his fucking help. And I was just like, hey, so is that new album 19 probably at the time? Like I was like, is that album coming out anytime soon? What's going on with that? Is it a contractual thing with Relapse? And he's just like he's being like super nice about it and like actually pretty cordial about it. And he looked because Miss Machine was the first album he was on. You know, he was so fucking sick of doing Dimitri and Mike Patton shit.
Yeah.
That he's like,
Yeah.
finally,
Dude,
this
he's
is
so
like my
nice
version
shit.
of this band that
Yeah.
I've been in 4 years now. Like he was by that point he was
Oh,
already
wow.
by that point he was already
Yeah.
in Dillinger longer than Dimitri was.
That's
Oh, yeah.
insane.
So he finally was able to put out Miss Machine, and like that's him now in Dillinger. And so he was super fucking pumped on it. He was willing to talk about it at great length that I was
Yeah.
not expecting. And then any other kind of relevant time I like it was never like a like relevant like her being recognized and being like, oh hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
But like if I would be because that band just always made me bedroom mosh and shit regardless.
Oh, hell
So,
yeah.
like,
Yeah, totally.
like same thing. So at other shows, like I'd see him and he like looked like he would recognize me, but that's as far as it would go. It wouldn't be like, hey man, do you remember me at Fireside Bowl? Nothing like that.
Yeah.
But that's like the closest thing to it for sure on my end, at least story wise.
That's pretty cool though.
I mean, it was like because like that album was going to be something that kind of changed things at the time, and it was such. At that point, it was years before that album came out. In between calculating and the EP and everything, so like people were very interested in that. It was going to be kind of a genre changer for them too. It wasn't just the super techie like metalcore stuff. It was like they were getting a little more esoteric and all the other clean vocal crap, and so it was cool. So yeah, he was super open about it, and that was pretty chill. I bet if I tried that shit now with whatever he's doing now, that slam shut, I doubt he would go that far and be that open about it.
I can't talk about that.
Yeah, like, you know,
I don't even know what he's doing now anymore.
It's
got that project with the dude from Mastodon.
I don't think that's a thing anymore, though.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That was
I
a
have no
little
idea.
rough one.
I think he's still
Ben-
doing that Black Queen band. I don't know if you ever heard that. It was like
The Black Queen? Yeah.
It's like more. I don't know. It's not heavy. It's like more like
I think that's just more his style at this point too.
if you heard like Crosses, like Chino's other band. It's kind of like on that level, kind of like more ambient. Like
I like shit like that, though. Maybe
no,
I'll
it's
check it
dope.
out.
I like
Yeah.
it. Definitely check it out. It's
Is
different.
it
than
just
Dillinger.
him, or is he?
It's
doing
him and a
other
couple
band?
dudes, I guess. But
Yeah.
And no one.
I think they're trying to put out another album of doing that. But who
shit.
knows? Because I know Ben's doing the Suicidal Tendencies now. He's
Yeah,
playing
that's
guitar with them.
insane, dude.
Yeah.
Breaking his
Watching him
back
play
on
with them
monitors.
is so funny because, like, they look like a prison gang band. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he has like
yeah.
little ass in there. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's just like, I'm like, why? But this is so, it's cool.
It's
like,
really
good for
cool,
him,
yeah.
yeah. But, and I know, like, he loves that band. Like, I've read in interviews he loves that band. So that's sick that, like,
Yeah.
Cool, he can do that.
he now gets to play in, like, one of his favorite bands.
Right.
Like, that's so sick.
Yeah, that's got to be a cool like to
Yeah.
be able to play it with a band you loved as like a kid. That's got to be an
like the
amazing
shit,
feeling,
yeah.
especially for someone like him who had worked for what Dillinger was probably around for close to 20 years on its own.
Yeah.
So like that is a long play to be able to do that eventually. Like think of something that you would equate to it. Some band that's been around that long, and you wait 20 years in a band of your own, and then you guys break up by whatever, and then you're able to do that. That would
Playing
be
your favorite band.
Yeah,
totally.
That'd be nuts.
like what a
be
payoff!
wild.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Like, that'd be so cool. So
That's your retirement band? Like,
yeah, exactly.
I mean, I'm
Shit.
gonna play bass for Glassjaw going.
Sick.
There you go.
There you go.
There you
Well, they
go.
rotate
Solid plan.
they rotate through their
The
rhythm
rhythm
section.
section is different.
I'm surprised you
every
already
time.
haven't at this point.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, like a good triangle.
there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Not bad.
You know, guy.
Just like moshing and like
Yeah.
not paying attention at all.
Yeah,
you know?
triangle
Yeah.
mosh.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
be the
10 out of
mighty,
10,
the
yeah.
mighty Bob Stones, like extra member that doesn't play an instrument, just dances.
dances.
Yeah.
I could do that.
You do that, yeah.
Or just be like the whole time. She's like, this is awesome.
Yeah, I saw a glass show. They're awesome, but
Yeah,
there's
you
this
just
girl
be
up there
like-
just like wide eyes all shit. Didn't know what that was all about.
Like the hype
How drunk was
person.
she?
She was holding a bass. She did not play it.
They just
Yeah.
dub
Oh,
the bass
shit.
in and I just kind of fake
Yeah,
it.
how do you think that's like? If my band, our bass player barely plays.
Damn, just gonna call him out like that.
Damn,
I'm
dude.
available.
Well, he does kind
does play.
Of,
No,
but
yeah.
of you guys too, he is the one that would be the dancing guy of the bunch. He's
Oh,
the one
yeah,
around the
absolutely.
most
Yeah,
by
yeah.
far. So
Last
movement.
night he was
Do you go hard?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like so after we played, because Eddie came with Alyssa and Kevin and whoever he was seeing, and they were upstairs
At
eating.
that time.
We were eating this. Yeah, they were
We
eating.
need to put a blank in there so we could put a name in
Well, I didn't-
so we could change it
I'm not
depending on when
trying
this
to- I'm not
episode
saying
airs.
it.
No,
Yeah,
it's fine.
I'm
it's
not
fine.
saying it like that. Oh.
ironically, it was 1990s basketball player Dikembe Mutombo.
Oh, okay. That guy just shows up everywhere.
Charles Barkley is in town this weekend.
I was gonna say it is the All-Star game.
Oh, yeah.
It does make
And,
sense.
Yeah.
Kevin was like, dude, Alex is so funny. I'm like, why? He's like, did you not see? I was like, I don't watch him when I'm playing. Like,
Probably the last
not
person you're
really.
watching,
Yeah, and
yeah.
it's just like, apparently he licked his entire bass from the bottom all the way to the top of the headstock.
Oh, that's
Damn,
Yeah, I said, and I saw him. He was like spitting into the crowd and shit. I'm like, what? You don't
Shit.
do that
That's
shit.
like,
Like that's new for you.
It was like
Like I haven't seen
airhead
that.
Maybe he's
moment. Rex,
evolving.
what are you doing?
I don't know what that goes on in that guy's head. Sometimes it's just like, what do you? Where did you get this?
I have a lot of questions.
Ask away.
Yeah, go ahead. No, he's not autistic, so
That wasn't a question. I was more just gonna go, why?
I don't know.
The spitting?
I mean,
The
I
spitting,
don't
I
think
hate
you've
that.
ever met him. Probably he's been
No,
at some
yeah.
Dave's house functions.
No,
New Year's, you met him.
you would have seen
He's
him.
one of the two gentlemen that are no longer allowed in this house.
Because they were butt fucking upstairs and slap. It was Dylan. It was him. It was him. It was him. And,
I'm sorry.
Hold on, let's be careful here.
it was
that
his,
New
no,
Year's.
it was
Hold
his,
up.
it was his it was his bassist and Dylan that were like slap boxing
Guys that were like
shit
half
upstairs.
naked running around like.
Was I
Danny was
still
also
here?
slap boxing.
butt fucking.
All right.
Was I
Well, she
still
knows
here?
Danny.
I don't know.
You were
He
here.
might have been here. He's big and blonde, and he's got big.
One of the like giant
Yes.
guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
The
He's the-
blonde
Was he the one who passed out on the couch? And I was like,
Yes.
move!
Yeah.
He had my stuff, and I was like,
Yeah.
let's go! And I like pushed him, and I was like, grab my stuff, and
So
I was
you
like,
did
I'm on
meet
this.
him.
Oh, yes, I did.
So now
Okay.
you understand.
That answers a lot of questions.
Well, I will-
However,
He spit on your jacket.
probably.
No, I'm
No,
not.
but I mean-
It's the theme of the spitting on the
Oh,
stairs.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, didn't they roll in with like 440s each and like
Him?
drink all of them? I don't know.
No, I think he just. There was just a lot
his
of beer
brother,
here.
maybe.
His brother had, yeah, they were both doing
Somebody
40s.
had a
Yeah, 'cause they were
40,
like
like, in a
40s. They kept saying it
bag.
like
Oh,
that
yes, they
whole
did bring
night.
40s.
Yeah, they did bring 40s, you're right.
Everybody had
But I will
40s,
say, and he's doing a killer job, Alex is not drinking anymore.
Really?
Completely. He quit
Why?
this year. He just wanted to
doesn't
quit.
feel like it?
Yeah, he was not like, he doesn't
He's not
get
like a
that.
big drinker,
he doesn't
yeah.
do that a lot. that night.
That's the
and I've spent a
rarest,
lot
like,
of time with
moment
this
I've ever
man.
seen with that guy.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
the most
rare
fucked
for
up
a
I've
while.
ever seen.
I was gonna say, no
Yeah.
judgment. I mean,
Dylan, on the other hand, that's weekday
Saturday.
shit.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
Dude, it was last night, too.
well, Dylan is a
Yeah.
different breed.
That's
Exactly.
That's a Tuesday.
You know.
Last night, Alex was like the sober guy. In
Taking care of everybody?
Yeah, and I was just like, this is fucking, like, I smoked a lot because, like,
Twilight Zone.
this dude, my friend Nick, who I want to get on the show eventually, he used to be in that band Of Glaciers. You've heard me talk about a bunch?
We've played with him, right?
No.
I thought we
Roman
did,
Reign
like,
did before
yeah.
I was in the band.
Oh, okay.
And
Oddly enough.
he came out and he brought like a blunt for
Oh, it
all
means
of
a
us
good
to
time for
smoke.
Roman
And
Reign.
like, we were smoking a lot and like, I was pretty high by the end of the show, and but I still like was helping and shit and doing what I needed to do. And,
It's all
like,
legal now. We're good.
Yeah, but Jace was.
I like forgot about that, and a buddy of mine, we were at the bar, just threw like a bag of weed out, and I was like, oh yeah,
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah,
all of a sudden,
weird.
just this tectonic shift. Just like, hey, okay. Anyway, you're
Yeah.
saying.
So Jace was drunk.
Right,
I was
window.
high. Max was sober too, but like it was weird seeing Alex like in the. It's like now he's like the in the zone guy,
That's good.
and it's very like.
More the merrier. Like
Yeah,
that.
it's throwing it throws you off a little bit sometimes in a good way. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, oh shit, at least he's got it like under control somewhat. So it was weird. Like compared to that night, it's just like, what the fuck? Like, who is this dude? But
See, I gave everybody a pass that night because it was New Year's.
Okay,
and I
well,
was
that's
like,
good.
it's amateur hour.
See, a lot of
I don't
people-
know these people. Hi.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, both of them were friendly enough where they were like,
he's
hey,
a friendly guy.
and I was like, hey,
Yeah.
you know, like.
I'll just never forget. Every time I went back upstairs, it just people got progressively more nude, and it was just
Yeah,
more
he-
just man hugging and just like rolling around on the
Jace
floor.
ripped off Alex's shirt. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
that
I
night.
think so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one guy had a tear. I don't remember who. Dylan was flat shirtless, just like
Yeah.
completely, just like walking.
Yeah, that
around
was like a
this shit,
willingly.
yeah,
done thing.
I think he was just like, I'm in a room, and just probably took the thing off.
Yeah.
Didn't somebody crash into the table upstairs too? I feel like I
Oh.
remember seeing that move and being like, I feel like we gotta get out of here. Or like,
The
I'm
glass
not handling
tabletop.
that. Yeah. It's like, this is not my problem.
Like they broke the table.
no,
Didn't
no,
break
no,
it,
no,
but they,
no.
like, bumped into
But
it.
just like,
Like, shoved
I
it
don't
or
know if he
something.
lost his balance or someone was like, "Grr," and like shoved him. But
Yeah.
I remember it just being like into the table, and it was kind of like, okay.
I don't
Pro
remember.
sound
That's
effects.
Yeah,
That was like pro sound effects.
You didn't know what you were getting, and I'm so sorry to everybody listening.
Regular, what's his name?
They're
Michael
good.
Winslow from
Yeah.
the Academy.
I'm fine with the shift.
Oh, yeah.
I'm fine with the shifting into ASMR. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't remember. I mean, I was pretty drunk that night too, but I wasn't
all
doing
were.
any inappropriate shit. So
I housed an entire bottle of champagne that night.
damn.
That was
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was
You
awesome.
did.
I was
Damn.
feeling sassy. It was nice. It was a good time.
Yeah.
And then I think the year before that, I think we kissed you on New Year's. It was a New Year's Eve like 2 years ago.
don't
It was
remember.
2 or 3 years ago, and we were at Jeff and Darlene's, and it was right after New Year's, and we were both on either side of you. And instead of kissing each other at New Year's, we kissed you on the cheek.
Oh,
Both of us
yeah.
together.
That
So-
is- that's
Oh,
right.
like,
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, we didn't like
okay.
make out.
I was
Yeah,
like,
we didn't
I don't remember three-way kissing
like,
with
yeah,
Artan. I was
exposing
like,
to the world we're secret swingers. Yeah, nothing like that. No, it was
fuck, I don't
it was
remember that.
it was
He
cordial.
grabbed his keys.
It was
so,
cordial.
yeah.
Yeah.
it was
Oh, those were in a bowl by then. It was fine.
it
Yeah,
was super cute.
yeah, it was a nice little moment.
Where were you guys at?
Our buddy
Yeah,
Jeff and
Jeff and
Darlene.
Darlene's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the Jeff and Darlene house. Yeah,
was
They're
that
the,
in Lombard or was that when they were?
It was Lombard. Yeah,
Yeah.
they like just moved or
They
something.
just moved into that house. I
Yes.
think.
So yeah, that was like their big thing, and now they have a kid, so it's all over, and everyone's an adult now. And,
He's so negative about it. He's like, everything's done. I'm
Yeah,
like,
once people
"It's
start having kids, it's
not.
fucking over,
Like, you
man.
can still have a life.
No.
Bill, no,
nah.
I'm sorry. No disrespect, but are you a father?
As far as I know.
Yeah, I'm not a dad
no.
either. I don't know what it's
Okay.
like. Like, I would never say life is over. I don't know.
I don't know.
I would
I
be
hang
like,
out
I'm-
with Brian and Rosie once a month, and they're both like dead inside.
I was gonna say
completely.
like so in terms like
just like you look at them and like right in the eyes, and it's like there's just nothing there.
yeah, and I'm
anymore.
not saying that
just
parent,
a fucking shell of a human
yeah,
being.
because they're exhausted all the time, and it,
Jeez.
hey, it's just
Yeah.
well they have two also.
Sorry, Brian and Rosie.
Oh.
We didn't
R.I.P.
mean
Brian.
that.
Yeah, you don't make it seem
I
like
love-
that whenever you talk about it.
No,
You're
it's
like,
awesome.
Oh, bro, he's
I'm
doing
not.
this sick shit.
Well,
I
they're
had
not,
this conversation all weekend because like I was hanging out with all my old like Forest Park friends, and with them like the jokes that I do like that, they laugh.
Yeah.
And I was like, especially Tom, like he's the best with it. And I was telling him, I was like, yeah, I was like, it's funny, like when I hang out with Jason and I'll tell a joke and he does the, oh, like, it's like, dude, you know me, like I'm not going that far. He like takes it so serious. So I was like, fuck, it's nice to hang out with Tom again and be like saying horrible things that he just laughs at. You know?
Well, I don't know, because I don't know them like that. I mean, I
Yeah,
know
that's
them.
true.
Why
I mean,
would I say
just-
something that horrendous?
just
I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know.
this,
Wait.
like,
just assume they're all monsters and go from there. It's what she said. But I'm not saying saying that like new parents or parents in general aren't like fulfilled in life. I'm talking
Oh, no, I know.
exclusively.
Oh, your socially life
you're
kind of goes away for a
fucked.
bit.
Yeah, for at least the
especially
first couple years. Yeah,
for
exactly.
sure. I
Which
mean,
is
there's
understandable.
nothing about
Yeah,
it.
you
Yeah.
watch
You're getting
these
the
fun
rhythm of
kids.
it or whatever. And with Rosie and Brian, like they reset
Rosie.
basically with Rosie specific with Rosie.
Rosie.
Well, like I mean, they reset the whole process too because they had a
Yeah.
second kid. So once you do that, I mean, it's just
All
step
things
one and
considering,
get
Oh, yeah.
I do hang out with them quite frequently. It's like
Yeah,
kind of
which,
crazy.
I mean,
it's
and they make the
awesome,
time for you. That's fantastic. Like the last time I saw him, it was like right when Rosie said she was pregnant at that daughter's show.
Oh, yeah.
So like but I don't exist anyway. But it's just like but that I mean that part of it is just like you've seen Jeff and Darlene. I haven't. It's just like that's what I think has to happen. You all just kind of cocoon up, make sure the thing stays alive and is at least mildly self-sufficient by the first
You
year.
essentially have to adjust to like their schedule, which is a very small window.
Yeah, it's
like
no longer
in
your-
between the naps.
It's like I have
when you can
45 minutes if you want to come over, and
so
then
like
you gotta go.
like I have no life, so I'm like, yeah, I'll come over on like a Saturday for like 2 hours. Like I don't care, it's fine. Hang out.
Yeah,
and
if that's
put
the
kids to
window.
bed
That's the
and then
window.
leave.
Yeah,
Right,
like
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
that's
Totally.
But
that's
yeah,
what,
you can't expect them to be like, oh, let's hang out all day and night. Yeah,
Or
yeah.
like the day of, like, hey, you want to come over later?
Right.
Like, not
yeah, I can't do
happening.
that
No,
anymore.
no.
And
And
it's
to-
like,
and to be
they
fair-
can do it to me. I can't do it to them. Like they'll be like, oh hey, like turns out like our folks are gonna take the kids for the day. Like you want to come over and like hang out? Let's do some shit. I'm like, all right, yeah. Like as long as I'm available.
And
but
to be
yeah.
fair,
Yeah.
Rosie is pretty good with making jokes about being dead inside about having kids
Yes.
too.
Oh,
She
dude,
like
she's the best.
way more
Yeah.
than Brian. Brian's never really, at least with me
Brian-
specifically, it seems like he keeps it under wraps. A
No,
little
he's
more.
pretty good about it.
Yeah.
Like,
Rosie, on the other
pretty
hand, has just
funny.
been like, my whole body's destroyed. Everything's
like
hell.
it's been
This is
over, it's
ridiculous. It's like,
downhill.
yeah, so that's coming from the horse's mouth.
Brian did
so.
say one of the funniest things ever when we were like hanging out, and they just had the second kid, James, and he was like. He goes, so we got the 2 kids now, and we bought the house. So next is death. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's what we're
Let's
looking
wrap it
forward to
up.
now. That's it. Yeah, man, we're done.
That's just- that's
Did
the
you
last-
notice how he looked at me? He was like,
That's the last benchmark. It's marriage, then
Yeah.
kids,
And
then
the kids, marriage, house.
buy the
All
house,
right,
and
boom,
Yeah.
tap
take
out.
note.
Ta-da.
So you're almost there.
I was going to say, Artan took that step. He's engaged now. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome to the club. But yeah, I mean, I think that part of it, those massive life things require the massive adjustments involved. And that's
Oh,
just,
absolutely.
yeah. And what's going to be sacrificed first is the social aspect of anything.
Yeah.
Unless you,
I mean, it makes
unless
sense.
you don't have to work, because that would obviously eat up a
Yeah.
massive portion of a week too. But like if you like somehow are completely self-sufficient money-wise, then yeah, you have a little bit more free time in between. But other than that, it's literally just like that's A, that's B, and there is no C. I will see you later. I'll
Yeah.
see you in a couple of years. Like,
Oh man, that's crushing a little bit.
I mean that's
Who was the? Was
that's
it?
why you have to inherently, I would imagine, not being a father. We're not parents, right? No,
We're cat parents.
we're cat parents, and that doesn't count.
It's like a little bit.
My little angel babies, look at them, they're so cute.
It counts to me.
Well, there you go.
It's real to me.
Definitely doesn't count.
Damn it, those cats are my babies.
I go straight Linda Belcher, like, oh, my babies.
We have our elderly daughter Itty Bitty, and then our fat son Hank.
Yep.
Those are good names.
Fucking
Yeah.
itty bitty and Hank.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Hank was my choice for a name. You inherited the Itty Bitty name and kept her.
I did,
as
which,
that.
fun fact, Eddie, my brother, when I got her,
Little Eddie.
Little Ed.
Little Eddie.
is not a fan of cats because he's allergic.
Right. Yeah.
And I was
Oh.
like,
that'll
okay,
do it.
fine, but I'm still getting a cat, so I don't really care. And then she was a year old with that
Feel the
name,
love.
so I wasn't going to change it.
Yeah, good for you.
You know, I
I
was
hate when
like,
people
whatever,
do that shit.
this
And
is
itty bitty's a sick
fine.
name.
Also,
Yeah.
she's like stunted, so she's
Oh.
like tiny.
She
So
is
she
itty bitty.
literally
She
is itty bitty, and I thought it was super cute. And Ed called me out, and he was like, "It's not a name; it's 2 adjectives." He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like he was so like irritated with me about it.
sounds like
I was just like, okay. And then there was one time where it was
He got so fucking mad about
he
it.
was. I was like, okay.
I've never seen him get mad about anything.
I mean,
ever.
not like really mad, but he
frustrated.
But
was
still,
yeah,
like, he was
just sort of
frustrated. He's like the
Frustrated
most
enough to say
even
that, I
keeled
know.
guy I've ever seen.
He
Like,
wasn't
what's up?
mad. He was disappointed.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
even
yeah.
worse, Dad.
And then he told me I could solve the problem by just opening the door and letting him I was like,
You can make
you're
this problem
terrible.
go away.
I'll never do
damn.
that.
Yeah, what a shitty uncle.
Well, and also, it's like,
Yeah. So we
Worst
just joke
godfather
that
ever.
you know Uncle
Shit.
Ed hates him or hates her. So
you know what?
Yeah.
Especially if you're at that point where you're like about to come at somebody about like a pet's name, it's like you better have a good one ready to go. Like
Yeah, you have to have
naming a
one
cat,
ready in the
like,
holster.
or a dog like real tree camo or something. You know what I mean? Like, you got to think of something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I did change Hank's name.
To
So-
what?
was it
Well,
before?
it was so.
Hank is a great name for a cat.
It's
That's awesome.
the best for him because he's got like a little goatee. It's all perfect. And
Loves propane and propane accessories.
yeah, exactly.
Like,
And now that I got him fat as fuck, it just fits so perfect.
Yeah.
It's
That's
just
cool.
this blob.
Thanks, Blue Buffalo.
Exactly. Yeah. Ding.
Shit.
But so when I fought to adopt him because you pushed off because you were afraid of Itty Bitty being hurt in some capacity because she's so small. He was before he.
She's so itty bitty.
Yeah. When
see
he
what
was
you did there.
when we could have adopted him, he was going by Smudge because the little.
That's a cool
Yeah,
name. though.
because the gray goatee. I
Smudge.
wanted to kind of keep that too, but the gray little goatee thing, they were calling it Smudge because it was under his lips and shit, so he's got a little smudge on his
okay.
face, which is also cute. Then he got adopted, and we gave up for like it was almost a year, I think, give or take. It was a long time that they held on to him and then gave him back. And the end result of this
Yes.
is they gave him back.
Yeah.
They then they did all the work for us. They neutered him. They declawed his fronts, which would have been fine because then he would have fucked with the other cat. So it's
But I
whatever.
don't like that.
Yeah, well, we didn't have to do it. They did.
I wouldn't have done
you
it
don't have
anyway,
that guilt.
probably.
Yeah, I don't have the guilt of
Yeah.
like breaking the
I
law.
agree with you too. I don't like to do it.
have
Yeah,
the internal guilt that he
Right.
just has that, but
Yeah, but
I
we didn't do it. So hooray!
yeah,
And
Blood
so
is not on your hands.
yeah, exactly.
exactly.
So the first owners then changed his name to Romeo, which I thought was super lame.
Yeah, Romeo.
yeah,
Unless
that
it
was
was
like-
Lil Romeo.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Now we're talking.
At the time, it would have been Little and Romeo, so it would have made sense. Now he is gigantic Romeo.
Big Romeo.
Fat Romeo.
Yeah, Big Romeo.
Yeah, now he's heckin' chonker Romeo. So they give him back, and we knew the people that worked at the pet adoption place just by the grace of whatever the fuck, and like just through friends. Actually, the Jeff and Darlene, the sister Sam. You know
Sam.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
There. Nice.
So yeah, they're out in Cicero, whatever. So they find out through checking his what do they do that
tag
the
or
chip
whatever?
the chip.
Yeah, the chip.
Oh, yeah.
Like this might be the same cat that you guys were interested before. Like we get a call from them or whatever, and it's like, oh shit, really? And I was like, that's we sort of have to do this now because he's like back and we have the option.
Yeah.
So yeah, picked him up. They dropped him off, and the cats hated each other or whatever. As they're hating each other, I was like, all right, we got to figure out a name. Like, there's no way I'm giving him back now. He's in the house. It's done. It's over.
Yeah.
And then yeah, instead of going back to Smudge, I went to Hank just because that looked like a dude goatee. He looked like a fucking Southside Irish plumber guy. I was just like, it's like a cat. So I was
Fucking perfect.
yeah, so I was just like, all right, man, it's just like a weird, like, monosyllabic dude name, just like fucking Hank or Chuck or Steak, like something stupid. And just like, yeah, exactly, just meat names.
Dude, that'd be a great name for
Yeah.
a cat. Hey, that's meat.
yeah.
There's my son, Meat Bruton.
That's meat, beef, and, yeah.
beef.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Well,
beef is good.
yeah. Apparently that's my nickname now. People call me Beef at like work and shit.
Why?
I don't, because I'm fat now. I don't know. Just like Hank, I ballooned
You
up
turned
as
into
the
your
cat
cat.
did. Yeah. So
Yeah.
now, like when the two of us sit together on the couch, it's like, oh, that's okay. Yeah, spirit animal shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
the twins.
But yeah, so it just worked with that name change, and I went with it. But Smudge would have been, yeah, that would have been fine too. I would have probably stuck with that guy
Not
too.
bad
Yeah.
one.
He's a
Yeah.
good little guy. My big fat son. So my morbidly obese son. Our morbidly obese son. Of course, excuse
I'm
me.
here, and I'm here to defend
Jack, he's right
myself.
there.
Oh my God.
You're not even sitting next to Artan. It's not even like you forgot.
But I feel like I am.
I mean,
That's really where the ring is
Right.
from.
it is from Jack.
It's his and his. Is that a tungsten ring? I have to.
No, it's white gold.
White gold. Ooh, classy, classy.
Damn,
so,
dude.
so you can resize that if you.
Yeah.
Okay, good, good.
But I
good.
just have like, because it fit when I bought it, and then the next week it was like way too big. So
Yeah.
I went on Amazon and got these like little.
Oh yeah, the
Oh,
little
like a
divot
little like
things.
spacer.
So I can
Yeah,
take them
yeah.
off, like, because I know it's gonna expand. During
Yeah,
the
I
summer,
should
so-
do that with this, but I just because it's tungsten, you can't change the size on this.
Oh yeah.
So if I get real porky, like it's over. I got to figure something else out
Yeah.
and get a whole new thing. So this will not. You can't resize it. It will not. I
No.
don't want it done your
Jesus,
table.
man.
It's fine. Pretty good. Again, the joke is guys have done coke off this. The little thing is gonna do shit.
Let's-
Leave that out.
I think
Leave
this
that
is
out.
a good segue into right after we got married and you went bowling.
Yeah, where I lost this thing almost right away.
Oh,
Have you had
I
a?
thought the
really?
coke was like the key word there. I was
No,
like,
no,
what?
yeah,
I was
this
like,
is-
Jeff,
what are you gonna talk about?
I mean, like flying off his hand. that.
You hide your coke in this ring, don't you?
Yeah.
Coke ring.
Yeah,
Yes.
that
You know, your
was.
average coke ring.
Stuck your chick at the yayo.
No. I'll
Is
tell
it a
this.
thing to hide coke in a ring?
No.
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 I don't
Usually
think
like
you
a
could.
necklace.
Not to my knowledge.
Like you get
Okay.
like a little necklace sometimes.
Patent pending though.
A Polly Pocket locket.
I was gonna say maybe girls have that. I don't know.
Coke rings?
That's
mean,
true. Actually, yeah.
you know,
do
like
have
a-
a
like
ring that's got a little
pops
thing that
off.
pops open.
Yeah.
I've seen that before.
What is it?
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
inside?
Coke.
Some MacGyver shit.
Oh.
And then you get,
Or like if you're really cool, it's like the stuff in pixie sticks,
That is cool.
which
That's
I've
way
known
cooler
more
than
people
Coke.
snort that than cocaine at this point. Still.
Whoa.
Yeah.
that's pretty
Statistically?
impressive.
No, I'm just joking.
Oh.
I just remember
I was
when
gonna
in,
say,
Wait,
what?
I was like,
Legal
wait a
duh,
minute. I'm gonna
culturally.
do that
I just
tomorrow.
looked it up
No,
on-
just kidding.
I just remember in grade school they used to like, you're doing good. Everybody have candy. And so many people snorted pixie sticks that the teacher had to take them out of like the variety pack and like just take them home. She's like, you guys can't have pixie sticks anymore.
What does it do? Does it do anything?
Just gets you fucking jacked up, baby.
I've never
Looking
done
back,
it.
looking back, it's funny because like kids are like, "Oh man, like when you do it, like drips to the back of your throat." And I was like, "Yeah," and then you learn later, it's like, "Yeah, it's the drip."
Yeah,
like
that's the Coke drip,
there you
yeah.
go.
Okay, so real talk, Bill. Did you ever snort a pixie stick?
No, I didn't. I was never a
I
rebellious
never
kid.
have either.
Yeah.
I kind of want
I
to
was a
try
fat
it now.
kid, so I just like
I mean, let's get
Shoot
some
that
pixie
shit,
sticks
yeah.
up in here.
Injected it straight in my veins.
I'd say be careful because there could be cocaine on the table now.
It's cut in.
We could be playing Russian roulette on
pixie
here.
sticks.
Yeah.
So you haven't had any issue where it's almost slid off while you've been working or anything?
That's
or-
that's
That's
why I got
terrifying.
this thing.
Okay, 'cause
because
it
it's
did-
like
Who is
on my
doing
last
cocaine on this
day-
table?
I'm not gonna say it while we're recording this.
We'll
Jesus.
say it. We'll say it.
I feel like this
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
conversation
You know.
needs to be. We need to like timestamp it.
no, we're
like,
fine.
No, it's
okay,
fine.
sorry.
Joking.
I've alluded to
This
no
it
whole
one's
before.
episode
ever
is-
done coke on this table.
This
whole
was
episode
a
is not gonna
satirical
air.
moment of
I think
cocaine.
we've talked about it more on the. We've talked.
We've talked about it before.
Yeah,
I probably know what it is. I'm just not.
We'll tell you
Yeah.
off mic. Yeah, so the story of that.
Everybody.
It's
I was gonna
imperative.
say it was me.
The biggest offender.
I remember now.
Yeah.
What were we
Plot
gonna-
twist.
Moving along.
Yes.
Anyway,
Let's stop
the
poking the
All-Star
dead
game.
body. Come on.
So no, Artan's ring. That's where we were.
Yes.
No, his ring.
Just
He's
rings
got
in
some
general.
story.
You went bowling.
The
Yes.
bowling
Oh,
story.
yeah.
Do you know this story?
No, I don't know
Okay.
the story.
Terrifying. So now, like having this on for what, like a week now, 2 weeks, give or
Yes.
take. So the first couple weeks you have it on, the weight of it is
Yeah.
kind of substantial. Like
Yeah,
it's a
it
different
throws you
thing
off.
because I don't wear jewelry.
Neither do I.
Regularly.
So this is like super weird.
Yeah,
for
so,
me.
like, right
especially
now-
rings. I never have
Bingo.
worn a ring
Like,
ever.
and when I pretended to be a faux goth back in the new metal days, I sort of would do that shit. But otherwise, like, no jewelry to speak of. Like,
No,
not even
I had a
piercings,
ball
nothing.
chain. That's about it.
Yeah, exactly. Choker shit and all
Yeah.
that stuff. So having this on, like, you can tell, like, at least for the first like month, maybe.
Really dating
Right.
those
Oh,
references.
totally.
Oh yeah.
Big time.
As I
Anybody that gets it is just like, I got one more gray hair from that one.
Yeah,
exactly.
ball chains
I don't
and
know if I don't need any more
What's a
from
ball
that.
chain?
Thank you.
ball chains and jinkos.
What is a ball chain?
The necklace.
I'll pull it up.
Like little, like
Yeah, it was like
a
these
little
giant
ball,
balls that I would have.
You
and I'd
tell
be
the
like-
story. I'll pull it
Oh,
up.
like it's like a necklace made of balls.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's kind of cool.
Keep talking. I'll pull it up.
Another
That's what
login.
we thought, you know?
Yeah.
Now a guy's logging into Chrome on my fuck. All right. I'm getting hacked on my
hell's
cable right
breaking loose.
now. Anyway, so yeah, so the first like month or so that you've got this on, it's very substantial. You could definitely
You,
feel
like,
a difference
notice it
on
all
the
the
hand.
Yeah.
So when it's not there, it was weird
Because it's heavier.
because it is heavier and just like the foreign object being that's a ball chain.
Oh, a chain of balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
Got it.
Yeah. Truth in advertising. That big clip is the
Got it.
big key. That was you had that in the back and you
Yeah.
just and it was done.
Really?
Yeah.
Never wore one.
Classic.
Okay, it looks like a pop tab.
Yeah,
Let's
can get you
'em,
one.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's all get on.
Matching, yeah.
that'd be sick.
Like a blood oath, but like
Ball chain.
a ball chain oath.
Dude, band name right there.
I'll do vocals.
Ball chain.
Don't commit to it. You're like, but no.
It's like the
I
moto
need more
grader.
project. Oh my god.
But it's
Did I
a
tell you I
ball
saw them
Ball chain.
live?
moto grader.
Like recently.
Oh, they're still
Yeah.
a band?
Still a
Oh,
fucking
wow.
band after
That's
like
sick.
27 some odd member changes or whatever.
Jesus. Did he have anyone original anymore?
No, I don't think so. Just the
Yeah, the
motor
motor
grader.
grader.
Just the moto grader itself.
Yeah,
That's the original moto
Dumb
grader.
piece of shit equipment. Anyway, the rig story.
Yeah, so the ring story. Yeah, so
Focus.
Like, so
This is basically the whole
Own it in,
podcast.
own it
It's
in,
like,
yeah.
I was trying to still say one story for like 2.5 hours.
That's what
And I'm
three of
sure
us
there's
do.
somebody that's like, when is he going to tell the fucking ring story? He set it up
Just
20
leave it
minutes
hanging.
ago.
So fast
Bowling.
forward, like on your thing. You know how you
2
can
minutes.
fast forward like 30
no, you
seconds?
can't do it. It's illegal.
Just sit through it.
Yeah,
man.
no. Strap in. Yeah, so it was
Strap on, strap in.
it was a couple
Oh boy.
like maybe 2-3 weeks after our wedding. So this is all still fresh and new. And you weren't with us, but it was like the Jeff and Darlene, like that whole sect of humanity. I somehow coerced all of them to go to a wrestling show at The Wire. And
yeah.
it was that wrestling show that I wanted to take you on when I was
but they
hosting.
canceled like last
They
minute,
shut
right?
down as an operation. Yeah.
Do we need to we still need to set that up, like another one.
They're
like,
sort
it'd
of
be nice to
they're
go.
sort of back up and running again, and they're doing it at a bar in Cubbyland, like right by the stadium, I guess.
Okay, we'll go back to that. Back
Yes.
to the ring story.
So we go to
Sorry.
the so we
Thank
go
you, Jess.
so I get this
No problem.
so I get this group of like 10 people to go to a wrestling show. Fun, everyone's getting drunk, whatever. It's in Berwyn, obviously.
I thought
It's The
this was a
Wire.
bowling story.
It gets there. After the show, we go to the bowling alley that's like a couple blocks down in Berwyn. I don't remember what the name of it was.
Strikers.
Strikers.
It's Strikers.
Yeah, so we
Yeah.
go to Strikers late. This is like now 10:30, 11 o'clock by the time that show's out and the bar's closing down, whatever the fuck at The Wire. And so we head over there. Same girl, Sam, the lady who gave me the cat, like does league bowling there or some shit.
Oh, that's
It's
cool.
like, they're like Berwyn royalty, so they can do shit for free there. It's like the Chicago handshake shit, just like you
I
can do
wish I
whatever
was
you want.
Berwyn royalty.
I kind of
man.
do too.
Yeah, dude.
It seems like a pretty sick gig. Particularly her boyfriend has like crazy fucking connections. It's
Yeah.
nonsense. He's a
Yeah.
silly person.
He knows a lot. People.
He knows a
He's a
lot of
silly
shit.
person.
But so
That's one way to describe it.
so we go to Strikers and like people are bowling, doing whatever. There's karaoke at the bar. Like half the group's doing that, and then we got like the last 2 lanes or whatever. And like we're all just bopping back and forth, doing whatever, and we're all still drinking the whole night, whatever,
Fucking bopping.
and bopping, just having a great time. And I'm left-handed for everything. So
Okay.
whether it's writing, high-fiving, doing whatever the fuck, I'm left-handed for everything. And if
Waving.
and if I bowled, and if I bowled with my right hand, it would look like I'm like I have palsy or something. Like it would be
Just
treacherous.
a
Like
straight gutter ball.
yeah, it would not work. So every time it was my turn to go, I was
look at
taking the
that.
ring and I was switching it just loosely, like on this knuckle, like
Oh,
that.
Yeah, I was doing that for
Like
like
not-
a couple days too, because
Yeah.
I didn't want to.
Because you're just going back and forth. Like I take it off to wash my hands and shit. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Does that thing come with a case?
No. Well, maybe somewhere. I don't remember.
Yo, you should get a case for that.
Probably. I haven't found it. If it's probably we packed it and I've never seen it since.
To be fair.
You should get a ball chain for it.
Yeah, for real, dude.
There you
Hook
go.
it on.
I'll wear mine on the ball chain too.
Yeah.
So-
All right.
But the old ball.
That's a
I'm
good
ordering
idea.
5
Yeah.
ball chains on Amazon
Thank
right
you.
now.
It'll probably be here by the
I'll
time the
Venmo you
episode.
by the time this is done.
So yeah, I'm switching back and forth doing whatever, and so it's on this knuckle still, and it's loose, and I bowl a spare or a strike, do something decent in bowling, and I turn to our buddy Justin, and Justin's like, "Hey man, nice shot." I go and I high
That's
five him.
exactly what he sounds like.
Yeah,
too.
it's accurate. And so I go and I just turn and I do this little like side five. The one time I high five with the right hand, and I slap hands, and this just is gone.
How?
Because it's
shot right off.
Because
It
the
was
sheer,
loose,
because like
yeah.
it's loose. It's on. It's not all the way
Physics,
down.
Jason.
It's right here on the loose knuckle, and the force of me hitting his hand,
Hey, just
and
launch
the fact,
it.
and the fact that my hand stopped mid movement, like it just
Launch.
fucking
Yeah, one, an object
Just-
emotion
Did you
remains
see
emotion.
it? Like, no, so
I
you didn't see shit.
No, all I
Plus, it's a dark colored ring.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
It's
that's
fucking
what I was
probably
just gonna
dark
say. Like that's
ball.
like easy. Was
Yeah.
it like neon, like this type of bowl?
Was it cosmic
like cosmic bowling?
No.
No.
That's the best kind of bowling.
is the
Yes,
best
go
kind
on.
of
I agree.
So yeah, no, I did not see it leave. All I did was feel it because again, that weight was significant because it was new.
It's a picture
Yeah.
like
So
fuck. Like
Because now you notice it when you don't have it on, like you really
yes.
feel it.
So like it goes and I like my fucking asshole falls out because Kyle here will kill me if I
Right.
lose this ring 2 weeks
I had
later.
to take him
It's a
back to
lot
the hospital. It was got to put back in.
Yeah, like it would have been
she
No,
punched a
no,
bunch
not
of
really.
drywall.
Like I was
just
so
holes all
I
over
was
the house.
I was so like it was just a pure shock terror because it was just this
Yeah.
new thing.
How'd you
And
find it?
Stop talking about it, man.
So
I can't tell anything.
immediately I look around and I look at my hand, I look at my other hand, and I just look at everybody and they can see I'm like gaunt in the
Like,
face.
right,
like,
yeah.
something-
Panic mode,
Yeah, and
yeah, yeah.
I just fucking yell like, fucking scatter and look. I'm doomed.
Jesus.
Motherfuckers, let's go.
So it's just a pack of
shit.
fucking drunk assholes just meandering around the lanes of the fucking bowling alley.
At like 2 a.m.
And like,
Right,
this is like
yeah.
1 in the morning, 2 in the
Oh,
morning at this point.
man.
And the alley's still pretty good. There's like a Mexican family 2 lanes
sure there's
down.
still, like, a ton of
There's
people
like a
in there, yeah.
6-year-old Mexican kid bowling at 1 a.m. next to us.
Crushing
And-
it?
Yeah,
God
crushing
bless-
it.
God
guys.
bless
And
America,
So like
dude.
they're
That's what I'm talking
yeah,
about.
so they're
Hell yeah.
like they're killing it. But then like people in
What a time to be alive.
Exactly. God, it would have been awesome. I wish I was a 6-year-old Mexican kid that bowled at 1
That's
a.m.
called freedom, motherfuckers. Right
It's Marga.
there. Man, the free home of the brave.
But like people in our friend group are like interrupting this family thing to be like, we're looking for something, excuse us. And they're just like all looking around doing whatever the fuck. And again, going back to like the fireside thing, like there's those 2 steps to get to like the common area where you're doing whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
So like we got a couple people going in the common area and they're looking all around, whatever. They go a few lanes down and I'm just like, this is gone. It's literally like, well, not needle in a haystack, but very close.
Yeah.
Effectively.
Pretty much,
Yeah,
yeah.
Like I was like, we're fucked. And like there's no way to gauge the distance in this room, but like let's take like if we were outside right now and we were at like one end of their driveway and it's from the end of the driveway where the cars are and let's say like all the way down where the garage is at the end of the driveway.
Okay.
There's some guy working at the bowling alley that's just sweeping shit up. We're talking the equivalent of like maybe 6 to 8 lanes down.
Yeah.
Like it fucking flew.
Oh,
And he
wow.
found it?
And this guy's just sweeping up, and he was a little slow on the uptick, but he didn't think to just throw this thing out. He just picked it up. I couldn't see him. He's that far away. We had no clue. Guy was sweeping, picked it up, walked it over to us, and he was like, "Are you guys looking for this?" Like, literally sounded like whatever. And he's got it in my hand. I damn near fucking kissed that guy on the
I would have, dude. I would have paid that guy like 20 bucks.
I just went like, "How? Where were you?" He was halfway. Like this thing
So
flew.
it fucking
It must have hit and
launched.
rolled.
Yeah,
too.
that
Yeah.
So, like,
motherfucker's got some
it
force to
went
it.
up
Yeah.
into the common area and went like 8 lanes down, like where the shoe shit was. It was that far down, and that
Damn.
guy just
You
by
got
the-
so lucky
I
that
got
he just picked
so
that up
fucking
because he could
lucky.
have swept that with like
Right.
nothing.
yeah,
He would
no,
just, not
like
give a
I
fuck.
mean, especially it's dark carpet, like. It's got
Oh,
puke on it, whatever.
yeah.
This is black. It looks like a fucking washer. Like it doesn't look like anything if
Yeah.
you're just like picking it up.
Yeah.
Chaos. And the guy just.
I mean,
I waited how long to tell you this?
it was like
Several months.
Fuck, what was it?
Several
it was a
months.
couple
Yeah.
months.
Yes.
And then it was like, it's a funny story.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, what?
So about my rig.
What was your reaction? Did you get mad right away or no?
There'd been enough time between the incident.
And he still had it, so it's like you can't
and
get that mad, you know.
Now, if he would have come home and I would have woke up the next morning and he was like, it's gone, I would have been like, you're dead. And that's the only reason that Jack is sitting here today.
Yeah.
So
Truly. Fair enough.
kudos to that guy because I would have smothered
Well, yeah,
him
and
in
like,
his
he
sleep.
gave such a shit about it. Like,
Yeah. It was. I can't.
that's endearing in a
Yeah,
way, right?
absolutely. I'd say so. That
yeah.
should have got some more.
But like he would have.
I mean, hearing the
I would
story,
have locked the doors and been like, "Go buy another one before you can come back."
You should have been more mad at our friends for keeping it a secret too, because I told them like, "Shut the fuck up. This does not leave this building."
but that's bro code though. You can't
well,
break
I was
bro
gonna say.
code.
I mean, I'm not
Well, there-
mad about that.
There were
You
ladies
can't.
present.
Oh,
There were ladies present.
Damn.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm not mad
Yeah,
about
but
that.
the ladies are sometimes bros.
Yeah. To
You
be
know.
fair.
To be fair, I think I'm a bro.
Well, yeah, you're a bro.
Yeah, bro.
Like I would assume you would have bro code with me for sure.
You're Kyle.
Yeah.
Like if you
For
didn't have
sure.
bro, I'd be very, very shocked if you like broke bro code with me.
Wow.
I'd be like, damn, that's fucked up.
Think about
There's
that.
a lot of pressure on that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Don't fuck
I
it
mean,
up.
Bro code is like very fucking serious.
Official bro status, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, not to segue, but I won our fantasy football league this year.
Oh, congratulations.
That
Thank
broke
you,
bro code
thank
though.
you.
Yeah, that broke, bro.
That broke it.
Well, but what I,
Girls
what I-
can't win in sports things, man.
It broke my heart. Just a little bit. I was proud for you.
Are we talking NFL? Are we talking
NFL.
XFL?
NFL.
Dude,
shit.
that'd be fun.
NFL. We'll
I haven't
pivot
even-
back to XFL in a sec.
Has XFL started yet?
Oh, hell yeah, it has.
yeah,
too,
it
baby.
has.
Oh, really?
You're
So
not doing
I was in
fantasy league?
I
Yeah,
did
you were-
not know I was
you
in
were
Europe.
indisposed, yeah.
Is
I
it
was out.
still all convicts and like
I
D
wish.
squad?
Have you watched it? Like what's it
I haven't watched shit. I work on the
Nate's
weekends.
been
Yeah.
watching it. He'll tell you after
Really?
the show.
It's
Yeah.
hilarious. It's
I'm trying to
hilarious.
get into it too because I want to like a sport nobody cares about.
Yeah.
perfect.
Well, that's
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah, no one's gonna give a
wheelhouse.
fuck. You'll have
I
like
think
one
that's
season,
the
2
slogan
max.
for it.
Yeah, that's-
Want to get into a sport nobody cares about? Check it out. XFL's
It's
for
Yeah.
XFL,
you.
man.
The original,
comeback,
the
yeah.
original version of the XFL was so charming and endearing. I love
I was
that
a
shit.
child when it came out, but
Yeah.
I remember my
I
dad.
actually loved it when it came out. I was like, this is fucking fucking crazy.
Did you-
This
Yeah,
is going
dude, it
on-
was
this is gonna go
crazy.
on forever.
My
And
dad's like, I remember.
It lasted, what, 6 months?
Yeah.
not even. Like, they had like,
Yeah.
did they even finish the season? I don't
they
know.
did.
I think they finished the first season,
Yeah,
and
and that's it, right?
I remember my dad, like, my dad has like a crew of friends that they call the Monday Night Football Gang because they would always
Nice.
get together for Monday Night Football, and I guess they tried XFL once, and I just remember
Sick.
I was like a kid,
Yeah.
and I remember my dad was like, Jason, this game is fucking insane, like saying some shit like that, like
Yeah.
these players beat the shit out of each other.
Yes, they
He
do.
was like, you could even get the cheerleaders' phone numbers if you're there in the audience, and I was like, what? I don't know if that was true or not,
Wow,
but I just
you're-
remember
yeah.
remembering that. I'm like, wow, and now like as an adult who still doesn't really like sports, I'm thinking like, is that really like a big thing? Like, is that a big,
Getting a cheerleader's number?
yeah.
I mean,
Well, when I was
yeah.
younger, I would be like, "That's so fucking out of the box."
they got fucking boobs, bro.
Like, because you have to look at like the Bears. They didn't even have cheerleaders.
Yeah, they're not allowed.
Like they're not allowed because
Oh.
like
Their
the
owners
owner didn't
approved.
want to be like, okay, I don't want to be like a cheerleader home wreck in like one of the players' houses. So like that's why the Chicago Bears don't
How
have cheerleaders.
fucking honorable.
I just saw
Yeah,
a
for
thing
real.
where like a dude was I don't know if she still is or was, but like he was dating a chick that was a cheerleader for the Lakers.
Oh, yeah.
And he asked him about that. He goes, "Oh, is she ever like dating the players?" He's like, "No." He's like, they have an extremely strict
Yes.
policy with it where it's like if you talk to them, you're fucking gone.
Yeah, they go out of
Yeah.
their way
It's
to avoid that.
yeah, it's
actually.
crazy.
Is that just the
apparently.
Lakers or is that
That's-
NBA?
I- it's a-
I would imagine
I think
it's
it's
all of them.
primarily
yeah.
most
cheerleaders
professional.
Yeah.
across the board.
I'm gonna go with across the
Probably
board.
across
at
the
this point.
board.
Yeah, I would say
think
across
so.
the board because who really wants to open that shit up?
It would be an
for you?
HR
Yeah.
nightmare.
Yeah.
on
I
top
mean,
of it.
yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, but
No.
see, the XFL fucking did that
Yeah,
shit, man.
they would finger
They don't-
bang at halftime. My
This is the sickest thing ever.
Oh my god! Wow, that's how you do that.
Honestly, when I was in Europe,
HPV shots for everybody.
hearing about the halftime show in Europe, that's what I thought happened. I thought there was a finger bang happening because everyone's like reaction was like, "Oh my god, this is supposed to be a family event,"
Yeah.
and there's Shakira's talking Spanish.
Oh
like I
my
don't know.
God.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, people
I was
lost.
like,
Wasn't that like a
I
big
didn't know
deal?
what was going on. Yeah, well, it was coming on the
something
news there, and
Right.
it's just like
No,
I'm like, what the
at
fuck is
the
going on?
Super
Like,
Bowl
why is everyone so mad?
the
It's
Super
just
Bowl.
Shakira and J Lo. They don't like Latinas. Like,
No,
what's up?
They weren't speaking English in America.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Artan, this is Marco.
Goddamn America, you ain't speaking English. Get the fuck out.
You can get out.
Get out. Yeah.
English only in here.
Yeah, two middle-aged Latina moms were dancing,
Yeah.
and people lost their
Yeah.
fucking minds.
That's what it looked like.
I thought
It
you
was
were
like
gonna say
embarrassing.
something.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, J Lo's like 50 pole dancing. I was like, this is more endearing than sexy. Like, it's
Yeah.
not like
I
it's.
still think she's.
I mean, she's great. Like,
Gorgeous.
yeah, like
Yeah.
I wanna marry
way
her
to
one
keep the
day.
fuck up. Yeah, like
Yeah.
Shakira just showing up was hilarious. But going back to the XFL, my favorite part about the XFL, an incredibly underrated part of the XFL, was instead of the coin toss, they would
Yeah, what did they do?
they would take the football, they'd throw it at the 50-yard line, they'd have two players stand like 15 yards away, and then you just went go, and they just ran to the ball, and the first asshole that fucking picked the ball up, that team got the ball first.
Sick.
And the
Wow.
very
That's fair.
Yeah, and the very first game, the
Did someone
guy
break their collarbone or
Yes,
something?
the guy dove, got the ball, broke his collarbone,
Yeah.
did not play all season.
Yeah.
And I was like, if that isn't a harbinger of things to come to
Right.
this league.
What
And now
an
they're back
omen.
like 20-something years later.
Yeah, fuck yeah,
just
they are.
killing it. Go Defenders.
And it's all new teams.
Yeah, all new
All new
everything.
teams.
I like
All new
I like
everything.
the Miami Vipers or Tampa Bay Vipers.
Chicago doesn't have a team, right?
Not
They do
anymore.
not. They
Yeah.
did in the
They
original.
did in their original.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Defenders.
Yep.
I had a Birmingham Thunderbolts shirt.
Fucking
Oh,
hell
shit.
yes.
Yeah, when I was like
Bust
7
that
or
bitch out.
6.
Awesome.
Dude, so
But
as a,
see, I was into like Pokemon and shit. Like
That's
I didn't,
okay.
and my dad was like,
the
"You could
same
get the
thing.
cheerleaders' numbers." I was like, "I don't care." Like,
Do they have a Pokedex?
Check out my Raichu, Dad.
Here.
yeah, that's exactly what it was like. Yeah,
I just got the Thunderstone to evolve into a Raichu.
yeah, duh.
Far more
Yeah,
important.
which was way.
Priorities, dude.
Yeah, that was way sicker at that time in my life.
Yeah.
Are you
That's fair.
are you playing the new Pokemon game?
Yeah,
Sword and
I
Shield?
am. Well, okay, I could tell you what I'm actually
Have you
doing,
scored
which
any
is not
cheerleaders?
playing the
I'm not
game.
playing it.
I'm doing
I'm imagining playing
I'm
it.
experiencing.
I got the games
Yeah.
because like all of my friends with Switches were like, you gotta get Pokemon, you gotta get Pokemon.
Yeah.
And like, I still think the games are solid. And this game is really good.
I love Let's Go Eevee. That was a great,
It's awesome.
That
Do you
series
have a Switch?
I do have a Switch.
Are we
yes.
friends on Switch?
No, I'm friends with no one on Switch. I don't really game
okay.
online with a bunch of people. I only started playing Call of Duty excessively with people at work on Xbox.
dude,
on Xbox.
On Xbox,
Yeah.
and it's become a massive problem. You poor thing.
Dude, I'm on Call of Duty like it's crack right now on PS4.
Everybody
Yeah.
likes that
Oh,
new
dude.
one, man. I'm
Yeah,
too scared to
it's
play
sick.
it. I played
Oh,
Battlefront
dude.
2, though. I like that.
Yeah, those. I
Yeah.
mean, the only time I ever played them was when we
Yeah,
would
at
practice
my
with
place,
Capsized, and it was just in your basement, and we were just playing like the original Modern Warfare. So I remember,
Okay.
and they rebooted some of the maps.
Yeah, I've
cool.
heard that.
So
Yeah.
like they just did season 2 just came out, so they just redid Rust. If you remember the
Yeah,
Rust
I've
map.
been playing Rust like now
Yeah,
they
somebody
have
was just talking
the
about that at
bracket
work.
now,
Yeah,
which is crazy.
they're gonna
like-
do Battle Royale like Fortnite soon.
Yeah.
they're gonna update
They-
it for
they
that.
did that with
God.
the previous one, didn't they?
I
don't
don't
know.
remember, but
This is the
the-
first Call of Duty I played since like Modern
okay.
Warfare.
all right,
Yeah, the
we're gonna have to
previous one
add
had
each other
Battle
then
Royale.
because I did not.
Well,
know.
we could play against each other
Yeah,
even
it's-
though you have
it's
an
cross-
Xbox.
yeah, it's
it's
cross-platform.
which is
Oh, that's
cool.
sick.
It's
They did that.
disgusting.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, but the new Pokemon games, dude, like all of my, I stopped because I wanted to play Luigi's Mansion instead.
Okay.
Nice.
And I'm glad I made that choice.
Sure, yeah.
But like now all my friends are like, all right, we got to link up online. But I'm like not even beaten like halfway through the game. And I'm like, you guys are just going to kick my ass. Like,
Yeah. No, it becomes a real
what?
problem then.
Yeah. And then I feel like I'm behind all of it. But that being said, I do think the game is sick. And if I had more time, I would.
That seems,
play it
and that's
more.
the problem too. It seems
Yeah.
like it's more in depth. You got me one for Christmas. Thank you.
A Pokemon game?
Yeah, it's Sword or
Yes.
Shield. I forgot which one.
Oh,
She got me it for
okay.
Christmas.
Whichever one you wanted, I don't remember. I was
both
gonna buy
basically the
I was
same.
gonna buy both of them, and you were like, "Nah, just get this one."
I got
was
both
like,
of
"Okay."
them.
Yeah.
I pre-ordered like the double thing.
actually, Jessica, they're basically the same.
I know. I was like, "What the fuck ever? This is the one you got here. See you in 2 years."
Yeah, I figured like I only need the one.
it's
and
insane, dude.
yeah, it's too in depth almost. And
Yeah.
my knowledge of that game goes no further past the original 151, which is why I like Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu so much,
Yeah.
because they stuck to that, and it was
Yeah.
effectively like the base of like Yellow and Blue and Red, like those games. Like it's the same story mode effectively with the little shortcuts here and there. It's a shortened, condensed version, but it's the original 151. Everything beyond that, like my
Yeah.
eyes cross, I don't know fucking shit
Oh,
about
man.
dick.
Well, if you need help, I can try.
I might need to.
Yeah.
Because now like somebody at work is like, yeah, there's like 450 of them in there. I was like, that is
Holy shit.
way-
That's there's more than in existence. There's like 800 Pokemon or something.
and I'm like, that is excessive. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? And like, I couldn't keep up with that. So that part is a little more difficult for me to dive
and they're
into.
just running out of ideas, dude. There's like an ice cream cone.
Yes.
Pokemon. And I'm like, this is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, you have me.
There's a teacup one.
Jess is in.
There's a teacup one, and to evolve it into a tea kettle, you have to find a tea kettle and like
Clank them together or something.
some
to
shit
let
like
it
that. I'm
fuck
like,
it.
I don't fucking.
Yeah, so, like,
you know what I mean? It's
They
like,
gotta
that's not
start.
sick.
Either they need to start doing less drugs or more drugs.
Yeah,
like
dude.
that's one of the two. Like, whatever they're doing, it's like
Yeah,
that's
I
not
think
happening.
more.
Yeah, I'm thinking more.
So-
Yeah, me too. Because these are
heavier
not
shit.
cool
Yeah,
ideas.
so,
No.
so suddenly
it's
Yeah.
just like
No.
weird shit.
Hire me. I'll come up with some ideas. Yeah.
this game that was initially should have been just like shark jumping from the beginning is now finally jumped the shark, because it's literally you have to find a tea kettle with a teacup to make a tea kettle with
Wait,
Yeah, it's
what does the
insane.
ice cream cone turn into?
a larger ice cream cone.
Yeah, bigger ice cream.
vending
cone.
You had a
machine
split.
thing.
I don't remember. There's
It gets
a
hot fudge.
chandelier Pokemon too. That one's kind of sick though.
What was it?
There's a chandelier Pokemon, but he's ghost and fire type, and it's
man?
like
Ooh,
actually really
bougie
sick.
as fuck,
Yeah,
dude.
it's a dope combo.
I was gonna say that's a very
What
strong
is
Yeah.
it? Does it turn
Again, you
into a
have-
bigger chandelier?
It starts as like a candle, then it turns into like a lantern, like a old school Benjamin Franklin gas lantern thing, and then it turns into the chandelier.
Wow.
Yeah.
Then if you get the expansion pack, it turns into recess lighting.
It turns into
Modern look.
it turns into a house with an open floor.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, so like that.
it's modern.
Yeah, so that I'm a little fearful to dive in on, but I am pumped to actually give it
Yeah,
a
I mean,
shot,
and it's
so.
honestly like there's so many. If I don't know it, which I never fucking do, I just
Yeah.
Google the Pokemon's name and you find all the information like instantly.
Yeah, exactly.
And then if you have a decent enough team, you're like, oh, I could beat it.
There is nothing more thorough than
Yeah.
that universe. Just
Exactly.
like Wikipedia on any of those. It's like
I'm
probably
sure.
terrifying. Just eons of information.
But
Just
I
like,
have friends that like get into like stats battling and shit, and they're like, "Oh, you got to do it." I'm like, "Dude, what
That-
the fuck? That's like a second, like that's like a part-time job."
Yeah.
like I can't do that
no,
shit.
that's
Yeah,
that's
that's too much.
Yeah, I couldn't find the time for that. So
Yeah.
that's way too immersive.
Yeah, I just-
One thing I did download to my Switch that I intend on playing again though, through a second time because I had it on Xbox. Those goddamn South Park RPGs.
Oh fuck yeah!
Oh yeah.
Stick of
Okay,
Truth.
I've never played them.
Stick of Truth and Fractured Butthole.
Yeah.
I re-downloaded the port on Switch for Stick of Truth because it was
Is
like
it cool?
Because it was like $10. I still haven't started it yet, but I beat it on Xbox, so I know
That
what
was
I'm getting
cool.
into. And like
Yeah.
those talk about immersive ass games because you just feel like you're. Have you played it?
Yeah, I played the first
so
one.
you can vouch for it. You've seen me lose hours playing those. Like you'd be like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Like yelling downstairs, and I'm like, "I'm fine. Don't worry, I'll be up in an hour."
I'm
And then, like,
living in South Park right
yeah, and
now.
like 3 hours. Yeah, so like
Well-
you feel like you're kind of living in an episode.
Yeah,
and you're
it's
just
like playing an episode.
Yeah, and you're just watching the shit, but you're also it's also like turn-based RPG stuff. So it's like those
Kinda like
classic.
so
It's like
weird.
Final Fantasy, like the old school
Yeah.
Final
Oh,
Fantasy.
yeah,
I
like
see.
it's a mashup of that. So like you still build like your little group of like, and I didn't even play a bunch of fucking RPGs as a kid. I never fucked
Oh,
with Final
really?
Fantasy.
Yeah.
But like you build your little group of dudes,
Mm-hmm.
you level them up. They have all their little special powers. Like with Stick of Truth, it's fucking
Lord of the Rings theme
yeah,
shit.
thank you. Yeah, Lord of the Rings
Oh,
thing. So
cool.
like you have like a little wizard. Like I think Cartman's a wizard, and like they all have their
Okay.
little like thing.
The rogue and the
Yeah,
all
like
that,
like Kyle's the rogue, and there's an elfling. Like all like literally the whole
Mm-hmm.
little pockets they like slot the kids in, and it's adorable. But like. But they still do the full blown MA like South Park shit. So like
Yeah.
some of the like there's like a fart cannon as like one of the special moves. Like they
Nice.
super level up and like they just like
Sick.
they like boomerang farts. Like the guy like
Oh,
farts
shit.
in his hand and like throws it and like comes back and hits everybody that you face it.
What?
Like all sorts of shit. So like I haven't started it on Switch, but I intend to when we're on vacation and I'm alone for a day. It's gonna be sick. So it's just literally just gonna be me in the room like I'm playing Switch. I'm not doing a goddamn thing. Vacation's awesome. So
Nice.
yeah, it'll be good. But those are fucking fun, man. God damn, I love those.
Damn. Yeah, I hear a lot of people say good things about those games.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's
I've never
actually
played
like a
them.
They're so
decent,
good.
Yeah.
well, not decent, but a really good RPG.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
and
about
then
to
it
get that
has the
Final
South
Fantasy
Park.
VII remake, dude.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah,
sick.
I've been eyeing that for sure.
Dude, yeah. That's like
I'm in.
that and Animal Crossing dropping next month, dude. As soon as that
Ooh.
comes out,
Big things about
I
it, man.
fucking
That shit's too hardcore for me.
Animal Crossing?
Yeah, I
Oh
can't do
my
it.
god, dude.
I don't
I've
even
spent
know
wasted so
what
it's like The
that's all
Sims,
about.
but even like
That's why
Even
it's that
sitting
shit's
here-
like
More
a
immature.
deep, like you'll just like sink hours in doing fucking nothing. Like with
I
Sims,
love
it's
that,
like-
though. That's
but
like
I
my
can't do
life.
that. Like I need to be like murdering terrorists or some shit.
there
Like,
you
that's
go.
the only thing. 'Cause that construction job I work every day, just like I gotta get this. Out.
see that's why I
Deal
like
with
the
a
chill
fucking
games.
Eastern
'cause I'm just
European
like,
dad every day. It's just like, oh my god, I need to shoot something now,
Yeah.
virtual or not.
That's
Like,
fair.
If I don't level up this M4 right
Yeah,
now,
right now.
We should do a rage room where you just get to break stuff.
I would love
Done.
to do that.
I'm ready
Be
for
so
that.
much fun. Like
That's
put
gonna be
me
me
in by
tomorrow.
myself.
Yeah, right.
Everything.
That's gonna be me tomorrow. I gotta do a lot of demo tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
If you ever need help,
Come on by.
I gotta find a tube TV to crush with a bat.
Oh, there
That'd
you
be
go.
sweet.
That would be the only thing I would want to do in a rage room. Like screw like any of the other stuff you'd break. I want
What
to
do you
find
normally break in a rage room?
whatever
I've never
garbage
done
they
that. I
throw
don't
in there.
know.
I think.
Yeah.
I think they just take fucking trash, throw it in there. That's
Yeah.
still like not functioning, but like
A vase?
probably.
Plates.
There's probably like old vases
Anything
and shit.
that's
I'm sure.
Yeah.
breakable.
Yeah, just
Like,
take that, throw it at a wall.
Glasses.
Does it cost a lot of money
I don't know. I haven't
to
researched
break
it.
a
Yeah,
bunch of
I've
useless
never-
shit?
Like if there's a rage room on Groupon, I'm probably gonna fucking do it.
I know I really want to do it.
Yeah.
yeah, it would-
You know,
Like
All
a
of our
lot.
phones have
All
heard
right.
it now, so we'll probably start getting advertisements
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
it.
I've got a
so.
Groupon email as we
Rage
speak.
I'd like
room.
to do a rage room. Oh, I do that to my phone. Like if it's pissing me off, I'm like, enough out of you. Like I'll just like yell into it. Yeah.
Does it work?
I don't know.
No, it just queues
I
up.
like it works up here.
Oh,
So
okay.
yes.
No, it just queues up ads for Monster. It's just raging.
Monster Energy drink?
Here you go, Kyle.
No.
I should probably mention in the group chat between the three of us, we mentioned that you would slam the door 3 times and we were calling you Kyle. Because Kyle's the guy that drinks Monster and slams the bedroom door and
Do you
says, "Fuck
slam
you,
doors
Dave."
a lot?
breaks a lot of
No,
drywall.
no, we just make jokes.
Only
that she's
when really
rage-filled.
angry.
Yeah.
And it's
Oh.
not a joke. I am rage filled.
Well, there we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Noted.
But it's like a calm, like what?
Yeah, call
Oh,
it
that
like
kind
a
of
bang.
You know what I
like
mean? Yeah.
controlled
The old
anger
Uh-huh.
rage.
silent
Yeah.
rage.
Where I'm like,
yeah.
did I stutter?
Which,
Yeah,
believe me,
damn.
is far more terrifying.
Right.
Serious.
Yeah, I'd be scared. I don't know
Yeah.
what to say when people are mad at me.
Well,
hey,
That's probably no.
I,
Definitely not that.
I also
Sorry.
operate under the guise of crazy beats tall. And
Crazy
since
beats
I'm
tall.
5'3", most likely you're
Yeah,
taller
you
than
can
me.
still beat someone's
so I'm
ass
like,
at
I will
5'3".
kill you.
yeah. I agree.
You know?
Yeah, I do know.
Saying.
Why are you looking at him so hard?
I know, dude. It's like we're all friends here.
You're gonna leap over the table and just kill him right now.
Well, I'm a
anything.
deadpan to the camera, so I'm just like not fucking around. America.
Just zoom in on this.
Yeah.
You know what? It's like when Alex tries to punch anybody or fight or like do anything, he always does like, he's like a video game boss where he always like clenches his like mouth before he does it. And it's like, oh, I tell him, I'm like, dude, you can't do that.
That's his tell,
He's like,
yeah.
why? I'm like, cause that's like everybody's in, dude. Like that's where I just boop, you know?
Yeah.
And then,
I'm going to punch you
yeah, but
now.
it's sick when he does it though, because it's like he's very self-aware of it, but that's what makes it more funny. So it's just like fun to watch.
I would think either of them could just demolish a dude too. Like once they get that, like,
I mean,
I could take him.
They're both like, I don't know. His older brother
Max
Max,
is
who's like
pay-per-view
taller.
gigantic.
Like I've never seen him get into any confrontation, but I've seen him angry and I've seen him run, and that's really scary. Seeing him run is like. My heart drops. I'm just like, dude, you can't be doing that shit.
Because you can't stop.
juggernaut.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, well,
Going through
like,
fucking walls
unless he's
and
like
stuff.
it's like a good time run, but like we're not.
time run.
Yeah, we're not really doing that.
Like a jog? Like
Yeah.
a jog?
I haven't had a
Maybe
good.
it's a
brisk
soft
jog.
trip.
I've never had a good time run.
If you're running at our age,
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
not
no.
a good thing.
Yeah.
I'm tired immediately.
I have a wheeze after half a block run.
Yeah, that's fair.
I need a nap just fucking talking about it. Like, fuck that.
Right?
I mean, Adrian likes to do foot races and stuff on tour sometimes, so
What the hell's wrong with you guys?
I don't do it.
Yeah, but you're
don't
still
fucking
part of
Super
that crew.
quick. I don't.
Yeah, I would never foot
Damn you,
race
man.
anybody. Yeah, no, I would lose.
I'd about that life.
Oh man.
But like sometimes Max and Alex are like, yeah, we'll go, and then like it's scary watching them run because they're big guys. And Alex, no, but like Max, yeah.
Yeah, imagine rounding a corner and you see those two titans just like.
Yeah, it's cool because everybody thinks that they're like, oh man, can't fuck with those guys.
Which is nice to have on tour too.
Yeah, it's
Like,
awesome to have on tour, but like little do they know, it's like, man, if anything bad actually ever happened, they would probably leave.
Right, they'd
Like,
be like,
run away.
out.
We had a good story about this is what was that New Year's Eve when we were at Danny's and Eric, my friend Eric, one of my really good friends, came and he got tanked. He got super drunk. He was like puking in the toilet. Like we had to like put him in the bathtub, me and Adrian.
Yeah.
Adrian was living at Danny's apartment at the time.
and we had to set
And
him
like
up so that he
he's a
doesn't.
big guy.
you
He's
know,
like
doesn't
he's over
choke on his own
choke on
vomit.
yeah,
himself.
he's
Yeah.
over 6
No.
feet tall
Yeah,
too.
he is a big
And
dude.
like I was like, you know, I'm short. I'm 5'8" on a good day. And I needed help like lifting him. And like I was like, oh, Max and Alex. I was like, guys, help me. And then they like he smells like puke and like he's like you know, like gagging and shit. And they
Yeah.
both like drop him and like run away. I'm like, you guys, what? And they're like, no, can't handle it. Can't
No,
handle
I
it.
can't do it,
I'm
I
just
can't do
like,
it.
Fuck.
Like, because they were going to throw up too.
Probably, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm one of those.
All I'm
Yeah.
saying is, let's say you're on tour and you're outside of, I don't know, Foo Bar or something in St. Louis, because that seems to be where everyone gets their shit jacked.
Yeah,
one of
it
those
is.
guys. Is,
We've never gotten jacked there.
one of
but-
those guys is sleeping in the van, and one of those assholes comes up at like the van, tries to break into it, and wakes
yeah.
up those dudes. Holy fuck! Like first initial thought would be like, "Fuck this shit,
Yeah.
man. We're getting the
Yeah.
fuck out."
They left a bear in there.
yeah,
Get out.
Yeah, which would be. Well, and I would think that's pretty.
The funny thing is,
valuable to have.
they never sleep in the van. If anybody does, it's Adrian, and he's always like scared. We had to buy a bed. It is kind of freaky though. We were in Canada in like, not Quebec. I think it was Windsor, Canada, and like he slept in the van, and we all slept inside some guy's like apartment. And Adrian was like calling us because like I guess there was some really old creepy dude like trying to open all the cars that were parked on the
Fuck,
street to
man.
like rob
What
them.
the
And like
fuck?
Adrian was so freaked out that like Max went in the van and slept with him. And the next day I was like, we gave Adrian like a pen and paper where like draw him. And it was like the scariest looking like old dude that I
Jesus.
Yeah,
So we
fuck
had
that.
we bought like a
Terrifying.
steel bat at a Canadian Walmart.
There you go.
Can't buy a gun there, just only steal guns.
Yeah, so we bought that and we were just like, yeah, I stole. And I'm like, well, what are we gonna do with that? I think Adrian
somebody.
still keeps it. He has it in his apartment.
Really?
I
Yeah.
would love to own a
crazy.
steel bat.
It's
Yeah.
his tour bad.
Yeah, we bring it on tour now.
Yeah,
Is-
of
is
course.
like
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah,
gotta
like-
have something there too.
exactly. But
Mine would be like my road rage bat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't
I'm
need
Getting the
that.
bat.
Yeah, you don't
Here I
need that.
come.
You cut me off. Here we go.
No, to
Yeah.
be fair, my road rage is much better now.
Has
good.
it been?
It used to be really bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spoiler
We're
alert,
really, we're
it's
really
not.
good about St. Louis though, because if we're playing there, we don't even stay overnight. We go somewhere
Every
Get
else.
the fuck out.
every
Yeah.
every time
You would think every band would do that.
anytime I pop on Lamb Goat and look at like the news section,
Yeah, someone got robbed.
and it's like band X gets shit stolen from van, I feel like 85% of the time it's outside of Foo Bar.
It was,
Yeah.
yeah. Foo
Like,
Bar's closed apparently.
Okay.
Is it
I
really?
just
Like-
read that they were closing or something like that.
Yeah.
And I think it's gotten to the point now where in like 2020 that's not happening because most bands know better now.
I don't know. That band 88 Fingers Louie, is that the one? From
Oh, they
Chicago?
just got robbed?
They just got robbed.
In
Yeah.
St. Louis?
I don't know if it was in St. Louis, but they
Wow.
did just get robbed recently.
People are getting shit jacked in like Logan Square now too, quite a bit.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's been a
They've
thing.
now warned us at Burlington. They're like, hey, just so you know, people have been breaking into vans and shit. So if you got like equipment in there or anything
Yeah.
important, don't leave it in the
Yeah,
van.
that's been a
What
big
the
uptick
fuck?
because there's at Logan Square Auditorium there's a couple local indie wrestling
Yeah,
things that
wrestling
I kind
things.
of-
I've seen some.
They do
I
a
haven't been there.
Yeah,
but
they do
I-
a bunch of like one very large one that's almost nationally known is called AAW and not AEW, the one that I go to all those, but whatever. But there's a couple that run out of Logan Square Auditorium, and there was one wrestler in particular that like had the federations like championship belt stolen out of the car by just
man?
some dipshit that was just getting into cars and
Right.
took like all the gear, all that dude's merch. Like same thing as a band. They all
that
those
sucks.
independent wrestlers all travel with their own merch and shit.
Yeah, right, yeah,
and
yeah.
like it's not like whoever runs the company's like carrying those belts with them. It's
Yeah.
like the guy who is the champion like travels with the belt, gets that thing checked in his bag and all the other
Right.
horse shit. So like all that shit got ganked out of the dude's car. So like
That
that. So
sucks.
and like for that little indie fed, like those belts are expensive
Well,
to
they're very
fucking
expensive,
make.
probably,
They're
yeah.
several hundreds of dollars, if not more. And so like to have that gone, that's like pretty fucking crippling for business if that your world title is gone. But like it's all happening like right in that area too. Like Logan Square all of a sudden's kicking up where it's just
Yeah,
a
for
massive
whatever
issue,
reason, yeah.
which blows. But okay,
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not the only one hearing these stories. So.
I have a St. Louis question. Is it like,
It's not that cool, but go on.
well, no. No, in relation to like the theft at this particular
Yeah.
place, is it like located in a like
Yeah.
weird part of town or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely a shitty neighborhood. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I don't want to say you have to expect it, but
You
also
should expect it. Yeah, no,
like
I mean,
you might want to be a little
honestly,
more careful. It's
yeah.
not like you're in like a rich neighborhood.
Yeah, no.
Or-
Even if you're
or
in
a
a
rich
rich
part of town.
neighborhood, it could happen.
Well,
you know?
yeah,
like,
but what I'm saying is like all these, it's so prevalent.
shitty
It's like
neighborhood,
okay, it makes it like it kind of trends.
yeah, oh,
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah,
I'm
I
just
know
trying to
people.
understand because I don't know. So
We,
I'm just
like-
curious.
Jack is right though. Like it's gotten to the point where it's like almost a joke that bands get robbed in St. Louis. It's just like, oh, were they in
like,
St. Louis? And
yeah,
usually it's
at
like
this
nine
point, you
times
should know better.
out of 10. Yeah, we got robbed in San
terrible.
Francisco because we were in a really bad part of San Francisco.
Okay.
And that's the other thing,
So-
because sometimes you might not even know that you're in a bad area.
Oh,
just
that's
because you're not familiar with it.
Well,
you
no,
know?
we didn't know. That was also
You
the
didn't
dumb
know.
thing is because on the day sheet,
Well, like,
the promoter was just like,
oh, it said
"This
it
is a
on
really
there.
bad." Yeah, so this is good. Like, we were staying at a friend's house. We were renting a van. We didn't even own one yet. So like, we rented one through Enterprise because Max has like a hookup with his job
yeah.
through them, and we were staying at a friend's house the night before, and we were going to stay there again the same night. So most of us just left our shit at Ron Casey's house.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
most of us just left our shit there. Max left his suitcase in the van, I guess, and like I didn't even know it was in there. And what ended up happening was we got the day sheet from the promoter. He's like, "This is a bad area of town." It was a very bad area of town. Like just from walking around, it was like, what?
You
Like
could
people
just
were
tell.
doing drugs on. Yeah, like I saw somebody like two people shoot up and shit.
Jesus.
Needles on the ground. It was
God.
beautiful though. San Francisco's so pretty.
Shooting
I
up
was
was beautiful.
I was like, wait a minute.
I think
What?
this guy
spoons.
fucking OD, but I mean, it was pretty
Yeah, I
gorgeous.
mean, but his body was great.
It just looked, it looked great in the light. yeah.
But like anyway, Max left his fucking suitcase in the van, and after our set, and we played like a really solid set, and I was like, I went somewhere to like call my mom, and then I was coming back to the venue, and I saw Max run across the street, and I was like, oh god, and then
something's wrong.
I go up to the van, window smashed in, somebody took his bag. I mean, all it had was like
This was I'm sorry.
two
it was-
XL
I was out of the room.
t-shirts
This was
and
San Francisco?
boxers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I just
It was like all he had in there was the clothes and like prescription sunglasses. So he was like, well, I hope that dude enjoys that
Yeah, what a
shit.
great
So
haul
it
for
wasn't
that
like the end of
guy.
the world.
Damn.
But the
But
thing,
still, it's the principle.
it was
It's
the principle.
it's
And I
not-
called the police and they didn't even show up. They were like, we just do this over the phone because this
Yeah.
happens in that neighborhood all the time.
That's what Chicago does
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I filed it over the
know.
phone, and like the thing that sucked was though we had one more show in Sacramento, and then we had to drive all the way straight back to Chicago, and we couldn't do that with a broken window, and
Shit.
it sucked. So we had to go to the airport and trade out vans, and they gave us a smaller one, and like I had to sit in the back bench with Alex, and Alex likes to pee in bottles a lot because he's got a prostate
got a
that is
little-
sometimes on the fritz.
Got that baby
and
bladder.
so I'm sitting
He's
next
overly
to him.
hydrated.
Yeah,
Is what I'm
so
hearing.
we're sitting next to each other. He's like, "You mind?" And I'm like, "I don't care." Like,
Gotta do it. Yeah.
but it was fun because me and him like on
bonded.
the drive home we were like drinking beers in the back, which we shouldn't have been, but we were like,
whatever.
like
Road sodas, it's fine.
Depends on
Yeah.
the state.
That's true.
it was
yeah.
Illinois, it wasn't legal, so yeah.
Just saying.
But
Some
bummer.
states allow open container. for
yeah,
that
which is
stuff. So
crazy.
it-
but-
yeah,
Yeah,
that
I can't fathom.
breaks my
Yeah.
brain, but whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, Mortal Bird
Yeah.
was in Brooklyn and like just outside of it when they got their whole van stolen, which was crazy. And they stripped the van completely to the point that it was like just enough that it could still drive. And I think the only thing left was like a merch bin, right?
Yeah.
And like a sleeping bag or something.
The price of those T-shirts just went
Yeah, right.
way.
So all
That's
their
fucked,
gear,
yeah.
and, like, I think
Oh my
some of their
God,
luggage
that's
was like all
awful.
gone. Yeah.
I forget where they found it, in Texas or like Florida or some shit.
I thought it was still in the East Coast because I know John wasn't it in Philly or something like that because John had to drive out
He did have to drive
and
out
like
and pick and like
not
identify
pick it up, but
or
identify it
something.
or,
Yeah.
do,
For insurance claims.
and then grab the shit out of there.
Yeah.
Speaking of, more importantly, did that Enterprise van have insurance?
Yeah, we had insurance on it. Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
so
They're like
you didn't
Yankee
have
did
to
insurance
like.
plan. No, we were all covered.
Because I was
so.
like, oh my god,
Yeah, no.
that was all I was thinking
they
while you were
said,
telling
like-
the story. Was like,
mean,
oh my god.
we didn't have a trailer on that tour, and we're 5 fat dudes. Well, like most of us, and like we had a big enough van that was just enough for like what we needed and like us as people. And they said they had the same size at the Sacramento airport, and they didn't at all. And then we were like so bummed on how small the new van was that we try to ask them to get we're like, can we have the old one back? And they're like, but the window. And we're like, well, we'll just
Yeah,
like
legally,
cardboard it
they
up.
can't do
Like,
it.
but yeah, they couldn't do it because
okay.
it was, yeah.
Yeah.
It's too much of a liability.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, it happened,
was fun.
it
We made
happened
it
to us
work.
on a
Learning
soiled run.
curve.
Like I forgot where we were, but somebody had the bright idea like, oh, let's go to the strip club. So we're like, all right. And this dude that was driving the bus, it was his first time ever touring, and he'd never driven before, but like he obviously drives. He had like a CDL at one point, I guess, but comes on tour and he's a huge fan of the band. And the way the bus is, there's these doors that open out because it used to be a short bus. So like in the back, there's like emergency doors or whatever.
Yeah.
And we do use those to get into some stuff to like for the electrical. And somebody literally just popped it open, reached in and grabbed whatever bag they could get because you can kind of reach into the top bunk on that side.
Yeah.
And just happen to grab like his bag of luggage.
Wow.
And it was crazy because like they just they closed it back up. We had no idea. We get back on the bus and Chuck was just like, where's my bag? And we're like, what? He's like, where's my bag at? And like we're looking around and like, yeah, we figured out somebody just like reached in, grabbed it, and got the fuck out. And I was like, fuck.
That's got to feel even more than
It's
the gear,
terrible,
like your
like,
personal effects. That has to feel so
It's, like,
violating.
gone.
Yeah, dude, if
That
we're ever in a
sucks.
shit neighborhood and we know it's shitty, we take, like, because we'll keep our bags in the very back of the van. We'll take them out and we'll put everything in the trailer and lock it.
You almost have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah.
but I've seen even the trailers
Trailers
get
get-
busted into
yeah,
and
that
shit.
happens.
Like,
Yeah,
that
I
stuff
mean,
gets ripped down to the studs.
it
It's like,
does
what
happen.
The fuck?
The easiest thing is to just bust the window and grab whatever's like closest.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what
But if
happens
there's
the
nothing in
most.
there, it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
What are you gonna grab?
for grab and dash. Otherwise, you clearly like those guys that break into the trailers must be like a whole team of fleet dudes that are just
Right.
know what
Well,
the
I think it was like a couple of years ago. They found like it turned out that there was this like whole like insane like black market ring of like musical equipment.
yeah.
that was like part of like these like thefts.
Yeah.
So they mentioned they were like,
Yeah,
if
'cause
you're
those-
a band that's been on tour that had shit stolen, you know, you can like contact them and tell them like what you're missing, and you could potentially get your shit back.
holy shit.
Damn.
Yeah,
Could you
so-
imagine like 2 years later or some shit?
Yeah,
Like,
we're talking years and years
Yeah,
of like
for
stolen
sure.
gear.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Harm's Way. Remember, they got their whole trailer jacked at the same venue we
Yeah.
played in Vegas.
Yeah, it was
So we
crazy.
bought a boot for our trailer.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
Yeah, but it wasn't because we fucked up.
putting the boot
Adrian,
on.
no, we put the boot on.
We
and
couldn't get the boot off.
we were, so this is what
like
happened.
Homer Simpson.
trailer
like,
is
leaving
still
New York,
there.
just ripping
Like
it.
our singer Adrian doesn't really drive a lot, but like he likes to relieve us sometimes. So he's like, I'm gonna fucking help you guys out, and like We were playing.
So he has a license, he can drive, but he barely does.
Yeah, we were playing in Memphis.
Because the Bill doing the jerk off motion.
He likes to relieve us. Yeah. He doesn't really drive a lot, but he'll
gonna
relieve
lie, I
us.
was like-
Yeah.
He loves going skiing.
yeah,
It's like
the
the
drive-
define
good
relief.
Sweet relief.
We were
I get
playing
it.
this
Yeah.
shitty, like sketchy area in Memphis, Tennessee, and like we had the boot on, and it was such like that was one of the nights where like we thought the turnout was not going to be good, but it ended up being awesome.
Nice.
We found a place to stay for us and the other band we were on tour with, and it was this huge house. So we were all like stoked because we were going to like party a little that night. We were going to a water park the next day.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you were.
Awesome, yeah. And Adrian was just like, you know what, guys? I'm going to go get the van. I'll pull it around in a second. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'll start bringing shit out. And then like 20 minutes goes by and I start to notice, I'm like, none of this shit is moving. And I'm like, I wonder, where's Adrian with the van? So I walk to the back because we were parked in the back of the building. And I see like he drove with the boot still on.
Okay, yes. That's where I hoped that was going. I was hoping you would just see him go like,
Yeah, it's just sparks flying out and rubber
And like
burning.
I see him like I see
never told me this.
I never told you about that. I swear to God I did.
don't think I heard
my
this
God.
story.
And
that's
Max
so
is, I
good.
see Max there with like Adrian's holding his like phone flashlight. And Max is like trying to like, and I'm just like, fuck. Like my heart sank, and I was like, God damn it, dude. And like
that played out exactly like I hoped it
the
would.
boot like bent.
Sure.
Yeah, yeah.
So we had to like jack up the trailer, remove the tire. I had to like use a drumstick to let me and Ron Casey deflated the tire
Yeah, yeah.
and used one of
Oh
like.
my! So you had a MacGyver the fucking
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
So wait, you
Fuck.
didn't use the steel bat?
No, we didn't have it yet. This is pre-steel.
Okay,
Pretty
just
bad.
This is a
wondering
bad
because I was like, that seems like you could just knock that
clubbing
bad
this
boy
dude
off.
Loud.
Yeah.
Clang, clang.
No, we.
You know, at that point,
Yeah,
the only way to
pre-that
go is
era.
up. So
Yeah. So like I remember Ron was like standing on it, and like Ron's a big dude like me, so and it was so sick how he helped, and like all those guys
awesome.
were helping us out, and we were just like we had no idea what to do. And Scorpion Sticks had sent me a bunch of like
Nice.
drumsticks that I hated.
Right.
Because,
Yeah,
like,
that's the best part.
and they were just
Shut
like
free.
they were trying to get me to like they were like, we'll sponsor you and you could pay $15 a pair of sticks, and I'm like, what?
I can pay for a sponsor. Fuck that shit.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah,
and then I was just like, oh, I got the
loads of
perfect
them.
thing. So I like
Right.
took out the Scorpion Sticks and I was like trying to jam it loose.
I
We
mean,
got
if-
it off.
I was going to
but-
say, if that's not a,
That should have been your testimony.
yeah, that's a good
Right.
advertisement.
Like they fucking suck
the
as
boot off,
drumsticks,
yeah.
but if
Yeah.
you get a motherfucking boot off,
Yeah, true. There you
Right
go.
here.
Your stick.
Yeah, and like, because they're no, and Scorpion's thing is like they're not supposed to break. Both of them broke when I was trying to.
Like immediately.
Yeah.
yeah, it didn't really work to get the whole. We had to deflate the entire
That's fucking
wheel to
nuts.
get it off the tire to get it off the wheel.
Damn, that's
Slide it
crazy.
off.
And yeah,
Whatever.
that's. I mean, it was like
Wow.
it's just one of those shitty situations where it's like this is not the end of the world because we had a spare tire,
That's
and
good.
like all that blew off was the fender, and that's like a cheap replacement. But it was just like
So, not to throw him under the bus, but did he think like if he drove on it, the boot would just fall off on its own, and then you just kind of pick it back up and you just throw it in the like? What was the?
he
he
forgot
just
that it was
forgot it
on
was
there.
on.
Okay,
He didn't
okay.
even. He wasn't
Yeah.
even paying attention.
Okay.
Like if you
Okay.
knew the guy, he just does stuff
Sure,
like
yeah,
that
yeah.
sometimes, and it's just like big head smack moves. And it's like, come on, like fuck, because it's such a simple. Easy mistake, and then I was just like, "Who's letting this motherfucker pull the van around?" Like that's what I was like, what? And then like when I realized like it took this long, I was just like, "No," and it's we could have gotten to that house like 2 hours earlier.
I was
going to
say that had to have been
Yeah.
a multi-hour process
Yeah,
to
it
deflate
sucked.
it, reinflate it, all the
Yeah, well, we reinflated
Yeah.
it. We just got like a
Later.
different,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the next day we just got it fixed. But
Jesus.
yeah,
wow.
we still went to that water park though.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was
Moral of the
awesome.
story.
Yeah, that was so
What
sick.
was the best part of the water park?
It was decided that I'm the best swimmer in the band.
Okay.
Sick.
That was a good like self-esteem boost for me.
Okay.
But I really like the lazy river because we were all connecting on it, and
Adorable.
like that was a lot of fun.
Love it.
Wish there was a camera.
And there was like teenagers making fun of us. Like some kid was like, "Save some pussy for the rest of us," and I was like, "Wait a minute, dude! Like, are any of us doing that makes it look like any women would ever like us?"
I think
it was
it was-
just
I don't
so
know either.
I
weird.
think
yeah.
that was the joke.
we're all like fat hairy
was the
dudes.
Was this like a 12-year-old who like
He was probably in high school,
Who
so
has
he's like
no
15
idea
or
what the
16.
fuck pussy's about.
I was like,
Yeah.
what? I was like, man, this is not how you do it though. Like, why are you making fun of me?
If anything,
Like,
this is the exact opposite. of
yeah,
how
that was
would
the
work.
weird part about it. But
This might
You know what I've been through. I'll end you.
Yeah, it was that was fun though. And Max got sun poisoning.
Oh,
Yeah, because he's got such sensitive skin.
That's like my biggest fear.
It sucks so
you
bad, and
poor white people.
he could barely like have his guitar strap on for like the next like 4 days.
Sure.
Yeah, it was bad.
Oh,
but I had a lot of
fucked
fun,
up.
and we went to this. It was in Oklahoma, so like everything is so cheap there because
Sure.
like
It's
it's
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma,
Yeah.
and they have this chain of ice cream, and it's kind of like Culver's. It's called Brahms,
Okay.
Braums. It was
Yeah.
like such good ice cream, and it was so fucking cheap. It's like, you know, you go to Oberweis and you want to get that fat ass cone. And you get those 4 scoops on that motherfucker.
And it's
And they're like-
$47.
Yeah, they're like $18.95.
And you're like,
it's
here's my firstborn.
Yeah, exactly. This was like, you got that and they were like $2. And I was like, are you shitting me?
Like, I'll take
Like, are you
6.
kidding me?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
How
it
are
was
you? How can you
so
stay
sick.
open? What are you fucking
That's
doing?
what I'm saying. And then I
What is
started,
your overhead here?
But it's
like
like you drive
$1 a
through
month.
Oakland-
Like,
Yeah.
Someone get this motherfucker in economics
Right.
book real quick.
and you drive through Oklahoma and then you're just like, oh, I get it. It sucks.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, well,
Yeah.
you're in Oklahoma.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Oklahoma. Like, I'm 95% sure it was because
What's the
story I
giveaway?
can't tell.
That's fine.
Yeah, but
Off the record.
It had $2 ice cream. That's the key.
yeah, strip club story I shouldn't tell.
That's fine.
Have you guys been doing the strip clubs at all lately, or have you?
I don't
is
fuck
to get
with them
out
at
of your
all.
system?
I doubt it for the other guys.
Okay.
For me,
Because
it
I
was
thought that
never
was
in my
funny. Like it
system.
turned into like a thing where you're like, oh, we gotta go to the strip clubs.
Yeah.
All right.
Same. No, I'm kidding.
Well,
Yeah.
we know you're
Oh, that's where
strip
you're at the
club.
weekend.
I learned a thing just now.
no,
That's where you were.
I'm not a fan of it, but
Remember
I'm
when
sure
I
we
said
will
I had
be
to work?
going. Like, we're already
Nice.
planning. Like we have another
It's-
tour booked, and like I've heard people be like, "Oh, we got to find this on this day," and I'm
Right.
like, "Oh, god damn it!"
I don't know. It always leads to some interesting moments for sure. So why not do it?
Because it's usually dumb, and people spend too much money, and then
Yeah.
I'm bored, and I want to play my Nintendo. I walk in there with my Nintendo Switch, and I'm like,
just
"Yo,
play.
That's
Shit.
sick. Save some pussy for
Yeah,
the rest
dude.
of them, man.
I do literally."
You took the kid's
She
advice.
is, yeah.
Yeah, I did. I did
Yeah.
take his advice.
Yeah.
My thing about strip clubs is I go in there and I'm like, I'm not buying anything, and like
I respect you
I have
all.
like I'll have a really nice heart to heart with the stripper,
That's
and then I'm
funny.
just like, man, and I'm like
Sure,
we'll
you want to be doing this?
Yeah, I keep telling him, I'm like, yo, I don't have any money, and like I'm just here to support
and
my
they still talk.
friends.
See, that's funny because
Yeah.
I was just telling a story about a strip club we went to in St. Thomas, and that I
Where's
can't
that?
really.
Sorry.
What's up?
Is that in Indiana?
Virgin Islands.
Virgin Islands. St.
Saint
Thomas.
Thomas.
Yeah, the Virgin Islands of Indiana. Though.
Yeah,
St.
yeah.
Thomas
Virgin Islands
also
of
sounds
St.
like a
Thomas,
town in
Indiana.
Indiana.
Right outside of La Porte or whatever, yeah.
I can't really tell the whole story on here, but we ended up at a strip club down there, and yeah, same thing. Like I don't want to spend money on this shit. I don't care.
No, because you can
And,
get horny for free. I don't fucking get it, dude. It's just like you have a
it's
phone.
fun. It's the view's enjoyable for sure, but like we get in there and like every one of them has the same spiel of like coming up to you like, oh hey, what's going on? Where are you from? Do you want to dance? And I'm just no. And as soon as you say no to them they're like, all right, you're fucking dead to me, and they will never even look you in the eye the rest of the night.
Yeah,
Like, they
'cause it's
just walk
business,
away.
and that's
Exactly.
fine.
And we were
Which
one
is
of
great.
like 6 people in that club, which was funny.
Yeah.
And there was like 14, 15 girls in there.
Yeah, that
and
sucks.
within 30 minutes, none of them were looking my way, and it was awesome.
Perfect.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
Zach, this, yeah.
I don't know. And one of my other favorite moments was with your brother Eddie for a bachelor party that we went to.
Lil Ed.
And yeah, Lil Ed. And it was hysterical because I remember this lady comes over and she had the most smoky, raspiest voice I have ever heard in my life. And she's like, hey, darling. Hey, how you doing over here? And I look over and he's just like, I'm sorry. No, like trying to talk his way out of it. And she would not leave him alone.
Eddie?
It was so funny. Yeah.
Man, I
yeah,
want to go to
yeah.
a strip club with him.
All right, ask him.
I would. I will.
He's right upstairs.
He's right upstairs. Ask him.
I probably will.
Take a break.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
That might have been the last time
I'm
he
just
went.
kidding.
We're taking this podcast on the fucking road. Let's go.
Let's go.
20
Take
feet.
the
Can you
mics
imagine
off.
we walk up to the club? We're like, "Do you mind if we videotape this? We do a podcast. Get the fuck out!" Like, all right.
Just recording it.
Can we just record the audio?
Would any of the dancers like to come to the van and record?
I want to do an interview. Yeah.
We have questions.
So how long have you been in the game, Diamond?
So, did you start out going to college?
Yeah.
Or did you
Are
just
you currently in
yeah.
college?
Oh man.
What's the plan
Yeah,
here?
what's the end game?
I
What's
met
your
some
5-year
beautiful
plan?
strippers though, for real, where I'm just like, oh my god, like I could fall in love with you right now.
Every once in a while, they got some lookers. Yeah, it
Yeah.
depends on when you go and where you're at, and then sometimes you get the opposite, where it's like, oh, I walked in on the set of Total Recall. This is great. You know? Brutal. Yeah. I remember like eating lunch or dinner in a strip club is always like really funny because it's just such a weird. Yeah, it's just because you're like
The buffet. It's just like
no, I would never do a buffet. Fuck, that's on coronavirus. Like, so it's like I'm a little bit classier.
Coronavirus is from bats.
I've heard strip club food is
It is,
supposed to be like baller though. Like the wings.
It's not
Yeah.
bad. Yeah, like we went to one like the dudes already knew about it. They were like, yeah, we got to go to that strip club just because the food's really good.
Sick.
And the venue didn't
Said
have
no
food.
one ever.
Yeah, right. Because it's literally nothing around there. It's like a mining town or something. So it's just like
It's actually-
the venue,
yeah.
strip club, off-track betting, gas station, and then like I think something else. I don't even remember.
It
what it was.
doubles
Some
as a
other
local
store.
diner, but it just
Yeah.
happens to have strippers.
So
all the
like we
time.
How
walk
far
in,
away from the highway was it?
not far at all,
Okay.
I think, and.
Perfect.
But I just remember, we went in there to like to get food. Like that's all we wanted. And none of the guys really gave a shit about the strippers. And it was like middle of the day, and they're no matter what, they're doing their thing. And there was like one dude that was just like clearly keeping the fucking lights on, just like, yeah, this was great. And I'm like, really, dude? It's a fucking Thursday. What are you doing?
It's 11:30 in the morning.
And it's just like a little awkward to be like, I think I got a grilled cheese. And I was just like, yeah, this grilled cheese is pretty good. And like a pair of boobs just like walk in front of me. And the girl was like, yeah, my boobs are out. And I was like, yeah, it's true. This is a strip club, isn't it? She's like, yeah, well, welcome. We're like, cool. Have a good one.
Nice.
Can I get another Diet Coke? Thank you.
Waitress.
I'm not a fucking server. I'm a stripper. You fuck. Yeah.
I can't tell you're not wearing a uniform right now.
Where's your name tag, man?
You get to see it's $20. I'm good.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
good times.
Yeah.
I've never even been.
Good for you, man. You're not
Dude.
missing out on shit, dude.
You're not. I had a boss that would take me on my monthly performance review to Polecats every month.
Really?
Polecats, bitch.
I swear to God.
Polecats
That's
with a
awesome.
K and a
How do you
Z.
conduct business like that? Because they're
Oh,
fucking
dude,
you
rich
working
in those
at?
places.
Best Buy.
You working at Best Buy?
Yeah. So I was a sales
Left too
manager in
early.
Crestwood. It was like me and like
We
they
met
had, like-
working at Best Buy.
Yeah, that's how we met.
I remember that. I
Yeah,
remember that
we
when
went
you
over
were
that
on,
story.
yeah.
Yeah, and then it was like I was a sales manager. It was like 2 sales managers in the store, and as soon as I started there, like we flipped that store around. We were making so much money. Like
Yeah.
my GM was making before his bonuses, he was making like 130 grand a year.
Damn.
But like the way I started running that shit, like he was making like 10, 15, $20,000 bonuses a month. So he's like,
Wow.
hey, I'm going to thank you guys by just taking us a trip. So what he would do is like we would
Polecats.
sit down. We would know like we would have to be in full
Stack of
suits.
singles for
We
you.
would have to be in full suits.
Gentlemen. Yeah.
Like we knew, like we were going. It was like, okay, it's our one-on-one for the month. It's like, okay, where are we going? Like probably Polecats again. Again, yeah. So we would be in
Was
full
it for
suits.
the food?
Yes.
I mean, I don't remember a lot of
Polecats
what
have food?
went on
I
that.
can't-
I,
sure
don't, I
they
have
do,
no
but-
idea.
It's like
I've
we would
never
get there,
been
and then he would tell he would bring some ridiculously hot waitress over, and he would be like, okay. Like he would bring like my drink of choice was like Jack and Coke at the time, and he would be drinking like Captain and Cokes, whatever. But he would be like, I want whatever their drink is, like a Jack and Coke and a shot of tequila, a Patron. Every time our drinks were empty, like they would just automatically bring them. So
Motherfucker.
so he would spend like $1,000, $1,500
I'm sure
on us all
easily.
month.
yeah, but not make a dent, obviously.
No, he wouldn't give a
Right.
fuck because we're making
you're
him
making
20
so much
grand and
money.
bonuses
Yeah.
a month.
Yeah.
I mean, he was making stupid money with us.
Jesus Christ.
He'd come in just like dances, whatever, private shows. He was just throwing money,
Yeah.
just throwing
That's
money.
awesome.
Better him than you. So
And then like he would get us like fucking limos to bring us to our houses because like we would just get so fucked up. Like,
That's awesome.
yeah. I mean, if it's somebody else's money, go
Yeah,
for
go
it.
Yeah, and I was just like, I don't
Yeah.
know. And the
Yeah.
first time I was just
Fuck.
like, I don't know. Like, first of all, I'm like I don't really like strip clubs in the first
Understandably
place.
so,
but-
yeah.
But when you're fucking shit faced and like your boss is just like making it rain and just like what
Or
what
not
movie
to.
am I in right now?
Yeah, for
Like,
real.
More
it was just
importantly,
insane.
tequila.
Yeah, it would just we would get demolished because it'd be like 10, 15 rounds and like
Fuck.
we would just get fucking wrecked. And then,
I don't.
okay, one of us has to open the store in like 3 hours, and we're like fucking trash.
Christ.
Yeah, and it'd just be like
That's
Best Buy
awesome.
fashion. I gotta do one whole episode of Best Buy stories. Like,
Hell yeah, that would be
That's a
sick.
bonus
holy
episode.
fucking shit.
I was
yeah.
gonna say mine was stunted. I only worked there like the year or two, maybe, but yeah, just
Yeah, I met you and Kent the same time, and you guys were so fucking miserable.
yeah.
I was like, oh, it's like me coming in. It's like, because I worked at Old Navy before that, so I was like, okay, I finally got into Best Buy. I've been wanting to work here.
I was
like,
a senior in high school, I think. Maybe
Yeah,
I got
I
that
was
job
still
as like
in
a
high school.
junior or something. Like just
Yeah.
because as a kid. I would walk to the fucking Best Buy in North. I lived in Riverside growing up, so I would just walk to
Okay.
the North Riverside Best Buy all the
Always.
time. That's where I got my fucking CDs, and I
Yeah.
did that whole fucking thing because CDs mattered then. And I was like,
I went to
that's-
Morton West, so like I would hit that every day after school.
So it was just like it wasn't the cool place to get CDs. It was just the most convenient
Yeah.
one.
and
but
they
it was
had the
like
biggest fucking selection at the time.
There,
like,
there was.
Yeah.
God, remember that day? God,
Yeah.
shit. It was like
It was literally in the center of the store.
yeah, and
Yeah,
it was
it
like
was
40 aisles of just
tons,
CDs,
yeah.
all alphabetized. It was just like, this is so damn near pornographic for somebody
Yeah.
that gives a shit about music.
Yeah, I remember that. I used to buy CDs at Best Buy all the time.
Yeah, what did you just buy shit blind? That's how I discovered Behemoth.
Shit.
She was sick.
Sometimes I did shit blind. I bought
I would do shit off like one song though. I don't know.
Sure.
I wouldn't.
Oh,
be
I definitely
blind,
did
but
that
I'd be like,
too.
oh,
Yeah,
one
yeah.
song. I'll just
Yeah,
grab
yeah,
the whole
yeah.
album. Not like now. You'd be like, okay, fucking, you could just listen to it whenever,
Yeah,
or
no,
however you want.
A buddy of
Yeah.
mine, when we would have been, I don't remember what year. It was Thelema 6 specifically. the
Oh,
Behemoth album.
yeah.
So that's
So
like
that's
that's some older shit.
Yeah.
We maybe were in middle school or like freshmen,
yeah.
and like just walked in, and I was like,
Fucking
and
pro.
and I was just like, that's. Like literally, we just walked by and I was like, "That's." It's like when you look at like a book that looked cool as a kid
Yeah.
or something, and you're like, "I'm gonna buy that book."
That's sick.
And it was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, that album art is brutal. I'm just gonna buy
Dude,
the album
yes,
and
yes.
just find out what's going on." And my buddy bought what? I burped. What's so funny?
Oh, dude.
I can't wait to like watch that. I gotta like timestamp that so I can see that in the
make that into
video.
a GIF.
It's so good. That might be the preview clip.
Yes.
You
Fucking
could
beautiful.
do a montage of my facial expressions.
Oh yeah.
Because the entire time I've been like,
Thelema burp 6.
Check out this first time around.
yeah.
But yeah, it's like that album was just obscene, and that was like when we were just getting into like fucking Slipknot and shit. Like this was
okay.
like this was when like the self-titled Slipknot album came out. So that's going like 0 to a fucking 100
Yeah.
real quick.
Yep.
And
Yeah, it is.
like
wow.
whoa.
Yeah.
And so my buddy fucking hated it, and he was just like, "Go
Oh,
ahead,
really?
here's Behemoth." And I was like, "Oh, okay, this is a whole different world. That's sick."
Yeah.
And it was like right around there when I got Calculating Infinity and everything just kind of took off. Like it was just like, okay,
Oh, yeah.
like new metal's lame. Like I'm
Yeah.
now.
I didn't appreciate Calculating Infinity the first time I heard it. Like
Oh,
I
neither did
hated
I.
Dillinger the
thought it was
first time I heard
terrible.
it. Then when I went back to it after Miss Machine, I was like,
Yep, same thing. I was like, I get
And
it.
now I love Calculating
Yeah, you
Infinity.
gotta get
It's
back
just like,
into it,
you just got to mature a little bit.
Yeah, I
sometimes
did
to
that,
get into it.
You remember Coconuts?
Yes.
Hell
Oh, yeah. of
I went to
course.
Coconuts. Me and my friend Eric, we went to Coconuts, and like,
Yeah, I had to travel out to Coconuts. So it
yeah,
was just
We
we
had to
lived.
rent a
We lived in.
plaza
We went to
there.
high school in Oak Park and middle school in Oak Park. So we went to that one that was on Lake Street.
Yes,
and-
yes, 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 yes,
yeah.
So we hit that one, and we saw like the self-titled Suffocation album had just come out.
Oh fuck
And
yes.
it was like, we were like, oh, all right, we both heard this band name before, and the album cover's sick, and we both like, it was like $17, and we didn't have that kind of money, so we like pit, and we were like, all right, we'll just like
share the album.
throw it in
yeah.
together, and we did, and like, because he didn't have a computer, but I had a computer,
So you could
and,
rip
like,
it and-
exactly.
yeah.
We both had iPods, and he would just bring music over to my house, and like, I remember we got that CD, and then we watched the music video for, I forget what the single was on that record. It's like, I don't think it's
Something
Cycles
brutal.
of Suffering. I don't think it's that. Yeah, but it's just like, I remember watching it and being like, oh my God, that's so sad. Like Frank Mullen, ignorant, bald dude just yelling at you.
Yeah,
Like,
just
yeah, it's
insane.
just fucking awesome.
Yeah, and that breaks your brain because that's
Yeah.
such an acceleration of what you would have been into at the time. It's
Yeah,
like
definitely.
I feel like you don't get that feeling anymore. It's just because you just get
Well, we're
so
just dead
bombarded.
inside.
no. If anything,
You know what I mean?
There's
Like,
still
you
some bands where I still
Yeah.
get that feeling
Oh,
where I'm
see,
just like,
I don't
oh
know.
shit.
I don't get it anymore.
If anything, I have purposely regressed.
Yeah.
I listen to trash now.
Yeah.
and,
Really?
and love it. What
You went up to it, which is nice.
Yeah, I kind of always have. Whenever I
Yeah.
listen to shit, I'm always like, because I
I
can't.
like that you always preface it too. You're like, this is terrible. This is
I,
dog shit.
Yeah, and
but I
I
love
don't
it.
mind. What's the? I keep playing that fucking song "Hope Diggy" by Apex Theory over and over and over again.
I've heard enough.
You have heard enough because I've played all the. I'll like pull my car out of the garage, and like I'm just sitting there, and she can't hear anything yet, and she opens the door and just dig it up, and just like
Because it's not just the song; it's the fact that he'll just yell it at me. like I get home by like 3:30 every day, so he gets home by like 5:30, 6, and he'll just be like, "Oh, dig it up!" I am like winding down for bed.
Yeah,
like I can't.
It's not even like
my day is over.
Enough out of here.
It's
I'm
not-
like, I will be so nice. I'll be like, please stop. And then like 2 minutes later, hop, dig it! And I'm like, what the fuck? And then I got madder and madder, and it's like, what?
yeah.
And it's like, are you kidding me? You really don't know?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I
You
never,
don't love this?
Yeah, no,
Like,
hand to God. Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
I get it.
It's
Yeah.
like,
I'm leaving.
That's cool,
yeah,
man.
I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah, truly, part of it, this is some inside baseball in our relationship. I don't understand why you don't universally love the exact same things I do at all times.
Same.
There we go.
Man, yeah. You got okay? Can I ask you guys a question as a couple?
Yeah.
And you too,
Yeah.
because you're engaged.
Because he's
So
been
like,
a part of this couple.
Yeah.
do you guys think that like
This is a throuple.
we've had a
Fifth
throuple for a
man,
while.
yeah.
I'm a single man,
Sure.
proud single man, you know,
I was once one too.
but I always get this a lot whenever I like, because I'm actively dating. I consider myself an active dater.
Tinder, Hinge,
Oh, both. Yeah.
Bumble, all just
Not Bumble.
Okay.
Any, it's mostly Tinder and Hinge are the ones I go back and forth on.
just spraying golf fields. Yeah.
Yeah, and I both. That's an app conversation, another
Yeah, yeah,
conversation.
yeah.
But like, I've started to notice a pattern, and like, I'll meet people that might not. Whenever I date people, they're not usually like other musicians or anything like that.
Sure,
and
yeah,
like
yeah. That would be a
it's-
rarity,
it-
yeah.
It's like the obvious thing with me. So and I'm fine with like never talking about music on a first date ever.
Yeah.
Like I would totally be fine with
Yeah, that would be, yeah.
but I feel like certain people feel a pressure, and I don't know if it's just because I play music, so it's like more of a big deal to them or whatever it might be, but it's like they want to always have this type of connection where it's like, I want to connect to you on like with some form of art. You know what I mean? Maybe
Sure.
movies, maybe a TV show, but usually, I mean, from my experience, it's always been music.
Yeah.
And I always try to tell people, I'm like I don't. Can anybody read what this says? I can barely read what this says.
I used to speak this font.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But my basic point is
Delusional
that like,
parasitosis.
yeah, that's actually it.
Holy
Delusional
fucking
paras-
shit.
Yeah.
Still got
I
it.
was way off. I was like,
Yeah,
that
dude.
Get this
letter's an
motherfucker
F,
to the
not a
US.
P.
Get this motherfucker
Let's
to
go.
the
Yeah,
I don't
US.
expect anybody to like that. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I don't care. But I feel like and I don't want to be like, you know, now I wear these shirts and I still like these bands, but I think I listen to more pop and hip hop than anything else.
Oh, yeah.
So like, but it's just like,
I got Bieber's new album downloaded. I'm
Oh,
a
do
fucking
you?
asshole.
Do you like it?
It's I like the song Yummy. I haven't heard
I like the
anything
song
else.
Yummy too.
That song's a bop.
Yeah, it is pretty good. But
Anyway, continue.
And like I feel like there's always this pressure to be like, we have to like the same things, like we have to like the same music, and I want to be like, listen, like your connection to music and
Yeah.
songs you like, it should be your own thing. Like
Sure.
it's great if you have a connection
Yeah.
with somebody like that, and that's always cool. But it's not like I feel like it's not a necessity to like have a nice relationship with a person.
No, I think Jack's
No.
right. It should be
I would-
100%.
All the
And
time.
Jesse, what the hell?
Thank you, Bill. So
You know, maybe.
No,
it's
let's
time
let
to
Jack
just-
talk.
I've actually never dated anyone that liked the same kind of music as me.
Yeah, I don't think I
Never.
ever have either.
It's
I've-
almost like opposites attract with me. Like I want
Yeah,
I want
same.
something different.
Me too.
a little
I
bit, you know.
I dated one girl that did, and it was
Gross.
a disaster from the jump. You remember her? But it was
Sure.
It was a like that
Yeah,
was that was
totally.
just that was rough for external reasons outside of like, oh yeah, we share a lot of
Sure,
common taste.
yeah,
With her and I specifically, not to speak for you also, you can chime in when you want.
No.
Not around here.
Shut it.
You are also your own person. You can chime in here too.
I'm
Like,
also a bro.
bruh.
Bruh.
Yeah, Kyle. So for us, like when we first met, it was due to me being in Capsize and Eddie being in Wasted Fortune, and she went to shows where we were commonly playing when we were like children.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
So like our commonality thing was at least like you're at least mildly interested in some metal. I'm clearly interested in some metal. It didn't really, and our relationship really evolved, like us specifically, really evolved over a course of several years. We were very good friends before anything.
Sure.
So,
Yeah.
and I have no context of like just diving in headlong on an app at all. We started dating.
Yeah,
we
it's
started
not fun.
dating.
It's
We
a
were-
nightmare.
to date us.
It's a
Yeah, we're
fucking nightmare.
pre-apps.
It's a fucking nightmare.
We're
I hated it.
pre-app, so like I don't know
Yeah.
dick about shit.
You're so fucking
like if
lucky.
we ran, like if I like not if you died, well you had to have to die because I would still be alive. If I
Hope it doesn't happen.
like
anytime
if I had to dive back into that and that was the method I would have to do it, I would be fucking lost. I've talked about that with you before. Back in the day.
I'll
I-
Sherpa
like-
you if that ever happened.
Well,
but
thank
it's
you.
not going to
I
happen.
was
But if it does, it's good
Yeah.
to know we'll be in good hands.
But also rest in peace.
because I
You
was
will be
Thank you.
missed.
yeah, exactly. Because I was pretty good at like the bar, just like approaching somebody.
Yeah.
and
See, I'm
hitting
so
off.
bad at that.
Yeah, I'm terrible at that too. I'm terrible at almost everything.
He saw it. I was good at
You
it. I
have
was okay with it.
the Kavorka.
I made a charming first impression. So like I had that ability, but I don't think if I was like, oh yeah, we matched. We matched. So like this has to work, right? Like the
Oh, it
idea
does
that
not.
yeah, exactly. That's the thing. So like inherently, like what I would go into would be like, well, we've already matched just on a physical attractive thing because I saw you, you saw me.
Sure.
So
and
we swiped
neither one
whatever.
of you read a profile. So
Yeah.
no,
So
that's
like
right.
whatever. And,
Yeah,
like,
right.
the
Yeah, we didn't
profiles
have like
are-
a bio or social media to like stalk.
Right.
Yeah, there was,
You know?
Yeah.
or like proto MySpace, but like we didn't follow each other. There was no top 8 bullshit. But like, so there was this like,
I'm just living in the MySpace reference, like weird poll, but okay.
I mean, that was probably
Dating it more and more. I love it.
We're holding out. We're both gonna be 33 next week.
Gross.
Yeah, ancient.
I know,
Happy
right?
birthday, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
2 days apart. 2 days apart. Same age. Born in the same hospital.
It's
Damn.
insane.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's called destiny.
Yeah, and I was a C-section.
to think
I'm the
so.
older of the
Yeah.
two. I'm the 22nd. She's the 24th.
Yeah.
And I was a C-section baby, so I was definitely still kicking around in the hospital when she was born too.
Damn.
So there had to have been some overlap in that.
Damn.
Yeah, in that
You
unit.
might have waved at her.
Probably. I probably hit on her in the diaper. I made that joke
I
before.
joke that I'm like, see you later, like, as a little baby when he like got to go
I'll
home
be
first.
back.
Like, Dad and I go, I'll find you.
Literally, like, so, like,
Yeah.
indirectly down since day one. But so, like,
Yeah.
I would not, like, I would feel the pressure in the opposite way. Would be like, we've already matched in this aspect. There's no way we wouldn't be able to match in other aspects. Whether we even like the same pop culture shit aside, like just the idea of like, well, obviously if there's like some just like you're hot, I'm hot, the personalities will match somewhere where it's doable.
Sure.
And everything I hear story-wise is it's just a goddamn fucking disaster. I got like 20 minutes into that episode you guys did with Megan.
Oh, by the way, she's coming back.
Sick.
For round 2.
I and like that's a 3-hour episode. I still can't get through it because hearing any semblance of her stories with it, I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my
It's horrendous.
Yeah,
man.
dude.
oh my god. I
Yeah.
like
Try living that shit.
yeah,
now.
I curl up fetal. I'm like, that's fucking crazy.
I still run into people that like have heard that episode and are like, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
Like, hearing those stories,
and
I was like,
I mean,
yeah.
again,
that's a small portion.
Yeah, and
of
that's
those.
a gender,
Right.
and that's a gender difference too, because
Oh, yeah,
obviously,
yeah,
like
sure.
my experience would not be the same. I'm the one
Yeah.
throwing the random dick shit at her, not the other way around.
Which,
so,
Fucking
like,
which
shitty
reminds
dicks
me,
for everybody.
so many shitty dicks.
we were gonna get another guest with Megan on that I thought was like mostly complain about online dating. It turns out she's never done online dating. What she said was she's like, oh no, I've dated a lot of musicians. It's like even better.
Yeah.
And so she had some great stories, and like
That's
one
that's
bullet
unfortunate.
point that stuck out was she told a dude she was dating that Jim Morrison fucking sucked. And he's like, get the fuck out of my car. I was like, you have to come on the show. You have to come on the show. It's
that
gonna
guy
be
was
great.
not
Yeah.
the one for her.
No.
I would have been like,
She had
like, yeah,
I was
I
like, good
agree.
for you.
Yeah,
That's
I was gonna say,
amazing.
what a
Yeah.
shit take on that guy,
Yeah.
Jim Morrison.
Yeah, for
Right.
real.
Yeah. I think he also covered like a Doors song or something. She's like, why would you do this? It's not that good. And, like, and he was like, get the fuck out. Like, yeah. I was like, good for you, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So
like-
that'll be a fun episode.
Another thing I've noticed
That'd be
too
so
is-
refreshing though for someone just to tell
To call you out like that? Be like, thank you.
100%.
Yeah.
Now just
Yeah.
to be like, I like metal too,
Right. It's
and
like,
the Doors are God. I mean, just tell me
Yeah,
what's
right.
up.
Tell me it
Exactly.
sucks.
And
I would
it's
love
so-
that.
yeah.
I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck if I like the Doors. Just
I
say
would
you're
find-
just being
I-
real, you know?
Yeah, I'd find
Yeah,
that
dude,
charming.
it's weird when people are like, they want to pretend like they like your
Yeah.
band, and I'm like, yo, you're not gonna fucking like this shit.
Yeah.
There's-
at all.
I'm
And it
looking-
doesn't.
No.
It's fine. It
Yeah.
doesn't
Which is-
matter. Like,
yeah.
I'm looking
Yeah.
right at you. There's no way you have ever listened to Implosive Disgorgence.
yeah, you know what I mean. It's just like,
Right.
come on, like.
Yeah.
And like I always love it when somebody's like they share me a song and I could tell that it means something to them and I
Totally.
never like I want to be like, hey, listen, like this might not be my thing, but I think it's so cool that you're at least able to feel that way about a piece of music or
See, that's
whatever.
awesome.
it
Yeah.
happens to
It's the
be.
people that don't that like worry
Yeah.
me.
The people,
Exactly.
the people that just hate music.
Yeah,
or like
that's
are
just
not
weird.
Yeah,
into it.
sociopaths.
Just not into,
Not
yeah.
into it. Like, what do you mean you're
Sociopaths.
not into it? Like, you
Yeah,
gotta,
that's one of those
Yeah.
things where it's like, what
Like,
are you
you have to
play
be into
board
something.
games
I don't
or
give a
some
fuck
shit?
if it's like Nickelback.
Yeah.
Like you're
Right.
into something.
Like,
Like,
how do you not like get some sort of emotion out of this?
Yeah, I don't
Like, really?
understand
It's like,
that.
what the
Yeah.
fuck?
To
Yeah.
have not been
Yeah,
at
that's
least
weird.
moved by a piece of
something,
music
anything,
somewhere.
Yeah.
anything.
Even from like a movie soundtrack as like a child. Like,
Right.
like, you mean to tell me that like if you saw, like even if like you're a big movie buff, like a musical cue in a movie has never been like,
Totally.
holy shit, this has moved me.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
you've never
The
saw
Jurassic Park theme song.
Oh, totally.
Like, come on.
Imperial March and Star
I was
like
gonna say
Yeah.
like pick
Star
like
Wars.
you know
Yeah.
Oh,
like
yeah.
if those pieces aren't immediately like holy shit, I get it.
Yeah.
And like
Totally.
and they're just like sitting there and it's like, yeah, when does Darth Vader come out? I don't care.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's
Weird.
that's a gap. That's a synapse that I do not connect.
Yeah, I don't
with
get that
at
shit
all.
either. I don't think I've met anybody like that in recent
Oh,
memory.
I've been on dates with chicks like that where it's
Really?
just like, oh yeah, and I'm just like,
I
this
still
is
like
not
music.
gonna work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what were
Holy
they
shit.
into if they weren't into music?
Jesus.
Silence.
Oh,
Jesus.
Jesus.
Oh,
Oh,
right,
yeah,
Jesus.
that was the
Okay.
one that pulled out the Bible. Well, because we talk, you got to bring the religion thing up
Well-
because I'm Muslim, right?
Okay.
So just like you got to bring it up beforehand
Sure.
because like you don't want to spring that on someone and be like they're
Hey,
super
yeah.
afraid of Muslim people.
5 years later, like,
'Cause
by
I'm
the
like,
way.
you don't see, you see me, I'm not brown, I'm not, I'm fucking,
Yeah.
I'm just a regular Eastern European motherfucker. That's
Sure.
what it is. And, we would have that conversation. I'm like, I've never dated a Muslim girl up until, my fiance now.
Okay.
And it's always been like Christian or like atheist or whatever. And
Sure.
that's like what I preferred, to be honest, because I'm not very religious in the first place as it is.
Okay.
So just like, for me, it's like a personal thing. I don't really talk about it. I don't really, unless people ask me, which I like,
Sure.
if
Yeah.
you want to know more about
Try
it.
to get
that's
an
great.
actual dialogue about
Yeah,
it.
totally,
A
totally.
constructive one, God forbid, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care because people are always like really nervous about asking shit. It's just like, I don't care. There's no stupid questions with me. Like,
Yeah.
Because I'd rather you ask me than think of like, oh my God, this guy's going to try to kill
yeah,
himself for
that's true.
72 virgins. I'm like,
Yeah.
shit, some dumb shit they heard
But
on
would
the
you
news.
though? No, I'm kidding.
I mean, yes. But
sounds like a
if it was real,
deal.
sure.
You seen 72 virgins? Shit.
Yeah, show me Santa Claus too, and we'll roll down that fucking. I mean, it's just like that shit's like it's fucking
Yeah.
stupid. So.
Yeah, but okay.
So this girl, like,
Okay.
we were talking about, I'm like, it doesn't bother me, but you just need to know. And she's like, oh, it doesn't bother me either. It's like, and you go through the whole thing. It's like, yeah, Jesus is mentioned a lot more than Muhammad in the Quran and all
Sure.
this. It's just something to connect on. I'm just like, so I don't care if you're really religious as
Yeah.
long as you're trying to not,
Yeah.
like,
and you're not ignorant to it.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's totally
Yeah.
fine because I've dated really religious girls before, like hardcore
Yeah.
Catholic, Italian girl, whatever. And we get to the fucking dinner, and then we're talking. I'm like, so, like, what kind of music are you into? And she's like, oh, I'm not really into music.
Not even like Jesus music though.
No, not even like. 'Cause
Wow.
I don't know what
That is
kind of
so
denomination
crazy.
she was, but
There's
it was
even
like
some-
super like.
There's some Christian music I have on my phone that's catchy.
Dude, there's
as fuck.
Right.
That's
like,
true. I can vouch for that.
yes.
Yeah,
Like, go on.
like gospel
singers?
music.
Lord
oh my
Jacobs.
god.
Yeah.
Like, just sorry, I don't want to.
Well, I'm going to show you a song after this too that like
Perfect.
I just got into that Brendan sent me that reminds me of this gospel
Yeah,
thing
go,
that we're talking about.
It's
but-
not full gospel or anything, but like
Yeah.
genuinely, like Christian pop is
yeah.
effectively the same thinly
Fucking, I
veiled.
love Under Oath. They're fucking, they're a Christian
but, like,
band.
thin-
Like,
so like it's thinly veiled, like it's very generic. It's not like God is totally cool and
Yeah.
that's fine. Yeah, it's like it's not direct.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. I'm sorry. One is.
Yeah.
But it's just catchy as fuck, and it sounds like a goddamn
good music is good
Yeah,
music.
and it sounds like a
Regardless
fucking
of the
like
concept.
Sia or Adele. Like I'll play it for you when we're done. It
right.
sounds like fucking Sia or Adele. It's just this
Yeah.
big booming chorus. It's catchy as fuck, and like that's what I roll with, and it's
Hell
totally
yeah.
fine. That
And
like
she's doing it for Jesus.
yeah, but she
Yeah.
just so happens to be doing it for Jesus, and like that's whatever the fuck. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
Totally.
Music's the music.
Yeah.
You know,
Music,
if you dig it, you dig
totally.
it.
I am a
Totally.
I am a
But yeah,
staunch.
it's weird that you cannot find some bit of music to be
Yeah,
like,
so-
that's what I like.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, right?
crazy.
Even if
Yeah.
it's like
It was
one
insane.
song, like, oh,
Even
this
if it's
is good.
fucking
Well, I thought
Beatles,
she-
like Demolition Man, like at least it's
I thought she
something.
was-
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that
wait,
you're
wait,
like, I'm just not into music.
wait,
like,
fin-
what?
Finish,
Yeah, no, I'm fascinated about
Yeah,
this.
finish this dinner
Okay.
story. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't
So
wanna-
I thought she was kidding, so I just started laughing. I'm just like,
Yeah, good
no, for real though. What are you into?
And she was like, I
Biggie,
gotta
Tupac?
go.
Like, what
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah.
Like, I don't
Yeah.
give a. I'm like into everything. I
Yeah.
love pop.
Yeah.
Like, you want to listen to some Albanian pop? Like, we'll do that. Like,
Hell yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm into it. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. Nothing. we're having dinner or whatever, and then she pulls out the Bible after dinner, and she's like, "Oh, I want to read you my favorite verse." I was like, "Oh."
Wait, pause.
Check, please.
Was it on her phone, or
No,
did she have a
she
full
had a fucking
Bible?
This
in her
bitch was
purse?
like straight up. She had to be close to Amish. I don't know how she had a Tinder, but like.
So like, she's like, I keep that motherfucking thing
You know?
on me. Bam, Bible on the dinner table, dude.
Boom! It looked like it's been in the family for like generations, type of a thing.
Oh, so like an
Was it like
ancient-
a-
And then like
Bible, yeah.
the waiter is like looking at me and looking at her, and just my face is just like red because I'm just like I don't know what to do.
Your hair's on fire.
And I'm just like sweating because I'm like, am I
Laughing
gonna?
nervously.
Yeah, no, I swear to God. And
yeah.
I'm just like, I didn't want to like be like. And then like
you
I'm
don't
like
wanna be
self-consciously
rude either,
thinking
yeah.
like I'm like, do I look like an asshole right now?
this-
'Cause I didn't want to be. I didn't want to come off like a
Was
dick.
this a first date?
Yeah,
It
first
went-
date.
It went 0 to Bible at the dinner table.
Dude, 100%. And like
That's
the
like fourth
conversation
date shit right there,
before-
man. You can't do that on the first date. That's crazy.
You know, and it was one of those
on
that
the
we
way
got into
home
the
at
first
the
date
very
quick.
least.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, let's just go out. Let's go
Okay,
grab.
so you didn't like do
Yeah,
the
a little
feel
bit.
around
Like, it was to the point because it was like, I was getting those where we were like text for like weeks and
I
just
hate
like,
that
and it
shit.
would just like die off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it just
fuck
like,
that. I hate
and that
that
happened
shit.
to, so I'm just like, let's just go out to dinner tonight. Fuck it.
Yeah.
You know, let's just do it.
Yeah.
Unbeknownst to me, I was gonna have a fucking Bible reading.
So
Like
wait,
it was,
I can't believe she didn't leave it in your car.
dude. And I'm like, and she was super nice. Like I'm not trying to say like she was a shit.
I'm sure she was. Yeah,
It wasn't like a
Yeah.
shitty
Hotel
date.
rooms?
Like she wasn't an ass. Super nice,
Yeah.
super
Yeah.
kind. Like just wasn't.
Did
like,
you have
for me.
any
Not
idea
good.
that in the texting leading up to it?
Well, I knew she was religious.
Sure,
You know,
okay.
because I'm like, just want to let you know.
But she didn't
I got
like-
a weird name. I'm Muslim, so just
Yeah.
that where that's all about. She's like, oh, okay, I don't mind.
But she
It's
didn't like copy and
Yeah.
paste Corinthians.
No,
in the
hell
text.
no. We
It's
didn't.
like,
We didn't get to that point. It was like
we're
maybe
going
we
out tonight?
talked for
I'll
like a
bring my
couple
Bible.
hours. You know? And then just
Oh,
like,
I'll
let's just
check
go to
my
dinner.
Bible.
Like,
That's a mood like in the first day.
first day.
That's
yeah.
I've never done that.
Oh,
man.
I'm like, because I was
Oh,
so
maybe
sick
I've
of it.
once.
I
Yeah,
was
I'm
so
sick of
sick
that
of it.
shit
I'm just
too.
like, boom, let's just
yeah,
go.
let's just get the shit over with. Yeah, for
And just
real.
like, I don't want to keep dragging this because that's what it
Dude,
was.
good
Like,
on
I,
you, man.
I was like, fuck this shit. Like, it was just like dragging and dragging. Or you go out and like you have dinner and like chicks just want to get like a free meal. Like,
Yeah.
I would get that a lot too.
Oh, see,
Oh,
that's
it
why
was
I never
fucking
take people
brutal.
out for dinner on the first dates. I'm like, yo, we're getting a drink.
Oh,
dude.
well, I figured that
and
out
you're
later.
getting the cheapest beer
Yeah,
possible.
I mean, like then we started doing like I
hope
started
you
doing
like
drinks or like
PBR.
coffee and it just like
Yeah.
We're about to live that high life, baby. Let's go.
yeah. Dude, that shit was I fucking
That's
hated that. It was
So
the
wait, how
worst.
far into the date did she break out the Bible?
It was after dinner, so maybe like an hour.
Okay, so you'd been on the date.
Yeah, we
it
were, like,
wasn't
talking.
like
It was
sit
like a
down,
fine-
pull up the
Yeah, it was
Bible. Like,
conversation.
I'm just curious.
You know,
like,
maybe she
I-
got like comfortable, and just like
Yeah.
maybe that's what she likes doing. That's her
Yeah.
thing.
Did
I'm
she have a
like,
drink and loosen up?
No, she didn't drink at all.
Okay. Of
course.
And I really
I
don't
was
drink that much anymore either, to be honest. Like it's very rare for me to drink.
Good
at
for
this
you, man.
point, But
Did she?
You know.
Did you ghost her immediately after the date?
no, I
Or
just
did
told
you-
her afterwards. I'm like, listen, you're very nice. I don't think we're like compatible on the same page. She was cool
That's
about
fair.
it. Like
I
it
was
wasn't
gonna say,
nasty or anything,
wow,
but
that's
she's
good.
like,
Good for you,
She,
yeah.
she was like appreciative. Like thanks for at least like saying something, not just ghosting. I was like,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
because that shit happens to me. and
Good
I'm
on
yeah,
done
it
you.
with it.
sucks.
Yeah,
No,
that's not
nip
cool.
it.
It's literally all you need to do on it. It's like
Like,
super
yeah.
fucking easy. Don't be a fucking pervert straight off the bat.
Right.
Like unless she like gives you the pervert like fucking signal, chill.
See,
Like,
I love that. It's like, oh, it's just super easy, but yet there's these morons out there.
Dude,
that just
totally.
like, how do you go out there like
Totally.
that? Like with that approach?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, dude.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
because it's worked once and they
Exactly. It
yeah.
worked either for them.
I'd be
or
like too
somebody they
embarrassed.
know.
Like just start sending dick pics. Like I'm be like,
Yeah,
I was just
Yeah,
like,
what, dude?
don't
I
look
thought-
at it.
Shit.
Don't
I
look
have
at
a
it.
streak of
Look
never
at
doing that, and I'm never fucking doing that my entire
But dick
life.
pic
Yeah, I mean,
thing
I've
is
never
I
doing
mean,
it.
I've sent dick pics to like girlfriends because they were like asking for them.
Sure.
But,
Oh, see,
like,
I wouldn't
I'm
even do
never
that shit.
unsolicited. Like that's fucking weird. Like,
Ugh,
Yeah, I won't even go that
unsolicited
far because it's like you never know where that'll end up.
it's like, I don't even want to look at it. You sure you want this? Like,
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
It's
right.
like
It's
this
like
is
so
ugly shit.
weird.
Like,
This is very
yeah.
unappealing for all
like it's
people.
just like, yeah, I just don't understand it. If you want it, here you go.
I've never found a flattering angle of my dick.
No.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just like nobody.
I've never.
Well,
Yeah,
now
I've
that I have
never-
the wide angle lens on this, maybe like.
Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah.
better.
Let's see. Change the
Yeah.
perspective.
Yeah.
Okay, that's everything. Let's put something that looks to size so
Yeah.
we can see scale. Like,
Fucking Photoshop
Use
that
a
shit.
filter.
So how did you meet your fiance on Tinder?
No. So
Okay.
that's a crazy story too, because I got to a point where like.
I have about 1,000 questions because this. didn't come
Yeah,
up.
because like literally no one really knew.
Yeah.
Like I kind of just dropped it at everyone. I'm just like, hey, I'm in Europe and I'm engaged. So
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I didn't
this
even know
is-
you were going to Europe.
yeah, no one really knew anything. Because like I got to a point because I had like a really rough relationship for 5 years, and it was kind of public because we worked together at Best Buy, and like it got like when we fought, like everybody knew, and like I just after that I was like super private about like anyone I dated or went out with. Like
It's hard to
people now like
with someone
since
you work
then
with.
like people really probably don't know that I've fucking had dates or girlfriends or whatever.
I've known you for years. We've never really had a formal conversation about you specifically dating.
Yeah, no, because I would like there was a time where it was just like the Tinder fucking whatever shit. No, that was just a shit show.
Yeah.
Then random girls like you might want to bleep this out. Like would come into the mix and like you know like
Make
in and
that
out.
Yeah.
You know, and
That would come to the picture.
and there'd be like 3 or 4 girls that'd be like, "Oh, okay, hi, like you're back," you know, like I just broke up with my boyfriend, and just like that whole thing. Oh, I have concert tickets now. Oh, look, you magically broke up with your boyfriend now that I have tickets. You know,
Interesting. Okay.
shit like that. And I was getting sick of it, right? So
Yeah. Good for you.
I was like,
man.
you know what, like. Maybe I'll just start looking for someone like an Albanian girl, you know, because I've never dated an Albanian girl. Because like I was always an outcast, like going back home in Europe, like being the guy, the metalhead from America, like you were in like a very small minority. Like girls didn't look at you because you didn't have Gucci, or like they're very like materialistic. Like most of the women there, like you don't have gold watches, like you drive around a Mercedes, shit like that. Like you think about like Eastern European, like
I deal with
shit
not
like that.
Albanians, but
it's
Eastern
all the same
Europeans.
shit. Anyone from the Balkans, the same fucking thing. Whether you're Serbian, Croatian, everyone's got that kind of like, I need to show you what I got, how much
that
money I
bougie
got.
shit.
Oh, totally. And I was never like that. I was always like, I'm walking around with a fucking Metallica shirt.
Yeah,
you know,
fuck yeah,
you know
dude.
what I mean? That was the only one. So like, girls never really paid attention to me down there. So I was like, it's just not going to happen. I'm not going to even think about it. So, you know, I started going on sites for like Albanian girls specifically, and I like dropped the Tinder stuff. And that was even worse. Like
I was gonna say, is Tinder a world thing? Like, is there?
Yeah, you could go like
Pretty
world, like you
much,
go
yeah.
far, but like it's only based on your location. So I can't go find someone from like my hometown in Europe.
Right. Well,
Or stuff like that. So yeah.
Sorry, continue.
So there's like Albanian personals where you could find people all over. So you know, I was dating like a girl from Canada for a while. And I went to go see her. She came to see me, but it just didn't work out. She like went like 0 to crazy right away.
Okay.
'Cause I was like working for Pottery Barn for a little bit. I was like a manager for them, and they were talking about making me into like a DM because like it's 99% women. They were like the reverse. Like they just need to get more men in the company. So they're like, we're coveting me. Like, dude, like you know what the fuck you're doing business wise, and they're like, we need whatever you want to do. We just need to move you up.
Okay.
So I was like telling her about it. She's like, well, I don't like that. You'll be like traveling, and you know what happens with businessmen? They travel. They just cheat on their wives. I was like,
I travel to you, bitch.
You know, and like at
How
that
did you
point,
think I got here?
Yeah, that's some projection shit.
yeah, and at
Trust
that
issues and
point, like I was just like,
projection shit.
any red flag, I'm out. Like, cause I went 5
that's
years.
like me a year ago, but keep going.
Yeah, I dated a girl for 5 years, and it was like red flag after red flag. She cheated on me, took her back. It was like this really toxic cycle, and I was like, after that, I'm never doing that again. So anything little, I'm just like, nope, done. Pull the ripcord. It's not happening. I had a woman actually send me an application, like how much I made, like yearly.
Oh, I would
Pick one of these 3, like a BMW 6 Series, Mercedes, like whatever. What would you buy me in the first year? Here's the minimum carat diamonds I would have for the engagement ring. I'm like, I swear to God.
Can you,
No, this was like the Albanian site, like the straight up just Albanian site.
Shit.
So I'm going through that, like I'm just
You're
like
getting
over.
a 2004 Jeep Liberty.
Yeah,
You're getting
yeah, dude.
how many carats did you want? I'm just curious.
Oh, it was like something
All the
obnoxious, like 5.5. I was just like, I
Girl, bye.
don't
See you
make
later.
that kind of money, bitch.
Fuck
Like, there's
that.
no
No.
chance.
No.
Like, no.
There's no amount of transfer rate that's gonna make that.
You
work.
know, and it just like, it just wasn't working. So it got to a point where it was just like years and years and years of this going on. So I got to a point where I'm just like, my whole like end game is like, I just want to be a father. Like, I want to raise a kid. So I was like, at the point like last year, I was just like, maybe I'll just adopt a kid. Like, that's what I was like thinking of. Like, be a single dad, you know, whatever. I'll make it work. Parents will help me out, whatever I need, you know, whatever. But maybe do some good, get a kid off like some foster care, that whatever.
Oh yeah.
You know, and that's it. And I have an aunt that lives in Switzerland. She was talking to my mom, and she was just like, "So what's up with Artan? Like, we don't know any girl stuff. Like, what's going on?" He's like, "Well, he's been trying."
Okay, they didn't think you were gay.
No,
They didn't do that. No. That's a common
Dude, that is like a common
No,
thing.
I know,
for sure.
I know.
They were just like,
I know.
they just thought I didn't want to
know,
find
I mean-
anyone.
Okay,
They're just
no.
like, "Oh, he's in a band. Like, he's just gonna be crazy and like
He's living a rock
they're
star
thinking
lifestyle.
like what like a TV like on a movie like what a guy in a band like fucking just doing rails of fucking coke banging hookers. I'm like, yeah, I play for a room of 4 people and then 2 of them were our friends. Like like that's the extent of my rock star
One of
life.
them might have been me.
Yeah.
Probably. the other
So
was
just like
me.
stuff like that. They're just like they didn't think I was gonna do it or like was serious about it, but I was like looking and whatever. So my aunt's like was talking to my cousin, her son, and his wife knew this girl. The girl was my fiance. He's like, listen, this girl would be like perfect for our time.
So it's an extended family member from Switzerland who knows your other extended family in Albania, and that's the connection.
Yeah, so that was a connection. They all knew it. She literally lives in the hometown where I was born.
Holy fucking
That's
shit.
awesome.
So yeah, so which was like once we get to that point, that's a whole nother fucking
Yeah.
roller coaster of emotion there. So my aunt calls me. She's like, "Hey, listen, I talked to my daughter-in-law. She's like, she's got this girl. If you want to like talk to her, but she lives back in the homeland." I was like, I don't know, because like, let's say we hit it off and like it all works out. Like trying to get her here in the Trump era is a fucking nightmare right now.
If you need help with that, hit up my drummer from Something Is Waiting. He's an immigration lawyer.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So if
I
you
literally just paid $200 to meet with someone on Tuesday.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
But I mean, I'll meet with him, and then
if you
I'd
need
rather
somebody
give the
else-
money to somebody
Yeah, for
that
sure.
I know, like than some fucking dude in Oak Park.
Look at that. Full circle.
That's awesome.
Excellent.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and that was my thing. I was like, I don't want to do that because then it's like the long distance thing. Like I've done a lot of long distance, but like not
It's
like
hard.
across the pond long distance,
Yeah.
like 7-hour difference long
I was gonna
distance.
say,
It's like,
what's the time difference? But
yeah, she's 7 hours ahead right
Okay.
now. So,
Holy shit.
so she's
Yeah.
in the future right now, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
She's already hearing this podcast.
yeah, for sure. So like, I'm like, you know what? Just send me the Facebook. Like, send her my Facebook. Have her make sure she looks at me and make sure like, because like Albanian girls, they see me because my profile picture is me on stage, like that Tim took. One of those like, typical profile pictures for a guy that's in a band or
Dude,
used to be in a
hell
band.
yeah. All of mine.
Yeah,
Every
totally.
one
It's
of
just like
mine,
some
yeah.
sick
Pretty much
looking
most of
picture,
his, yeah.
I'm a fucking dork in real life, but this one makes me look like a little bit of a rock star with a
Yeah.
big dick. Like that's the only way. So little, unbeknownst to me, that's the one that's what got her because
Oh,
she's
nice.
like,
Oh, yeah.
she's into music like metal and all this stuff, which is like rare for an Albanian.
Oh
girl.
wow.
But
Really?
she
What's up?
listens into like she's like into Norwegian shit because she's in Europe, so she's like that kind of stuff, like really
man,
like
so
death
she's
metal,
she's
like more shit like
legit.
you're into.
Yeah, she's
like,
like legit.
oh, like way,
That's awesome,
way
yeah.
crazier shit that I'm into, like way crazier.
Get her on this podcast.
soon,
Yeah,
hopefully
dude, for
soon.
real, man. That would be
Please.
cool.
Yeah,
She
that
has
would be
Skype.
dope.
I want to
Yeah.
be there just like in the corner. Like, just watch it.
Yeah. So I had her on Facebook. I sent her a little wave and shit like that. And that's how it started. I'm just like, listen, my Albanian's not the best. So I told her, I was like, some things I might have to say in English. She's like, oh no, I know English fine too. So
I was
we
going
could,
to say
you know-
she's bilingual. She's like fluent.
Oh yeah, she's like
Oh
four.
my
Like when you're
God.
like 4 or 5 languages.
Sure,
So.
yeah.
So, like,
Because they
check.
actually have culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, plus you have like you have like so many countries that are like states.
That's
Like
true.
if
Yeah,
Indiana
it's so
spoke a different
close.
language, you probably want to know that. Like
Yeah.
right now, we should have all like taken Spanish.
I know.
Right, we should.
That would have
all
been
know
like the
Spanish.
smart thing.
I did.
I took French because I wanted to be
So did
romantic.
I.
You know,
I took
like,
Japanese.
That got me nowhere.
I took French,
Yeah.
and all I
Yeah.
can
They
say is
offered
my
Japanese
name is
in your
Justin.
school.
Dude, they
Sent
offered
to OPRF.
Chinese, they offered Italian, they offered German.
Chinese would be great too.
Yeah, well,
Right
I learned
now, yeah.
Japanese and I don't remember any of it, and I've
Yeah.
almost failed out of that.
I took
But
several years of Spanish and just fucking dipshitted my way through.
Yeah,
Anyway, sorry, continue.
3 years of French stint. And I mean, I talked to like a French couple in Old Navy once, and that's the extent of it. And I use it in Switzerland too, because it's like half French there.
Yeah.
But
well, that's cool.
Continue.
I digress.
Yeah, sorry.
So we start talking, and just like almost like right away, it's like it felt like I've been talking to her my whole life, type of a
Wow.
thing. So it was like super weird. Like I've never had that kind of connection with someone before.
Like, are you fucking with me right now?
No,
right.
and I thought it was like straight up catfish.
Right,
like I
right.
didn't know because like all I had like her Facebook was like she's not into like social media a lot at all. So if you like look
There's
at her
not a lot on there.
Facebook, she has like one picture, and then like she's a painter, like an artist and like
cool.
a sculptor. Like that's what she went to
Awesome.
school for. So that's like all that's really she had on there. So we really connected on that because I saw that and I saw she was into photography. I'm like, oh, I love that kind of stuff. And then she's like, yeah, like as soon as I saw you with a guitar, we figured it was like an artist connection, like you were talking about earlier. Like we connected on the whole like creative aspect
That's
of
awesome.
it.
Wow.
And from then it kind of blew up. And then she's like, send me a song that you're listening to. So I sent her a Dillinger song. I'm like, this is going to be your test. Like, I sent her, like, something out of the first album. I'm like, this is what I'm listening to. She's like, wow, this is great. I'm like, great, yeah. Then she sent me some, like, black metal band from Norway. I was like,
hell yeah.
I'm like, this is fucking crazy. Like, that's not...
She says you fucking Burzum. It's
some wild shit. I don't even know.
Dude.
Yeah, like, just crazy shit. So, and then since that day, it would be, like, every day talking.
Wow.
Like,
cool.
she'd be staying up until, like, 2 or 3 in the morning her time, which would be, like, 7
Now?
or 6.
No.
Yeah. No, right now it's like
It's
the
later,
middle
right?
of the fucking night or morning now. But yeah.
Math.
Yeah. So like we were talking, and like the way our culture used to be would be like everything was arranged marriages. Like that's how my parents got together.
Oh,
okay.
Like my dad's parents went to my mom's parents, was like, hey, you have a daughter, I got a son. Let's see if they like each other.
Yeah.
They would meet up for a day, see each other, talk a little bit. Like, oh, is everything good? Okay, you guys are engaged. Switch the rings. You're good to go. That's literally how it goes.
Yeah.
For us, it's a little bit different now. We got more westernized. Like people started dating, doing stuff like that. So that's how we started. We started talking all this time. So we talked for about 3 or 4 months. I was like, I'm just gonna come there. Like I gotta see if this is like real.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
because it would be like nonstop every day. Then we start talking on the phone. Then doing a little bit of video chat, and it's just like I still don't believe it. It just doesn't.
Yeah.
It does.
Like, what's the
What
catch?
is
Yeah.
Like, are you gonna fucking wear my skin? Like, what? I mean, what's going on here? What is the real thing? So,
Are you super short? Like,
or like super tall, or like, it's like got man hands from like Seinfeld. Like what is it?
Lobsters,
Like, what is it?
Yeah, like, there's gotta be something wrong.
There's always a
Something.
catch, right?
wrong
Yeah.
with you?
And I really only had a couple pictures of her, and like we video chatted, but like with the bulk and internet, it's just like it's always grainy. So like I'm like,
They got dial up or something.
dude, it's
real
bad.
blocky
So it's
looking,
just
yeah.
like I'm like, what am I really getting into? Like I'm just like, and for me at that point, it really didn't matter like what she looked like, because I was like, I had such a strong connection with her. I'm like, we gotta just see each other, see if it's real, and then kind of have that conversation of like, where do you want to take this? Because I'm not getting any younger. The way our culture is, it's like you don't really date for a long time. It's like you find that person. It's like you date for as much as you want, and then you kind of just figure it out, get engaged, kind of do that thing. Mm-hmm. So I went out there. I was like looking at flights for a while, and normally it's like $1,800 round trip to go there. So it's fucking expensive. So it's like I'm looking at dates and whatever, and I see a ticket for $500. So I was
wow.
if this is not like a fucking sign, just because my luck has never been that good for
it was
anything.
fake.
No, 100%. And so I booked it. I told her, I'm coming this date. Like, just be ready. I'll be there for a little over 2 weeks, and let's see what happens. So I get there. It's like a 10-hour flight from here to Switzerland. Spend a day in Switzerland. And from there, I go to a town called Oher in North Macedonia, and then I drove to my grandparents' house after that. Had lunch with them, and this is like I haven't been back in my home country for 14 years.
Were you Were you like nervous as fuck?
Yeah, well, it was like
Excited, nervous, I would think.
a lot. It was a lot of things because like you got to think like I was born there. I spent every summer there when I was younger. It was like a real strong connection to my culture that I haven't had in over a decade and a half.
Yeah.
You got to think about that. So it was seeing like that kind of emotion, plus seeing my grandparents I haven't seen in 14 years.
Yeah.
Not seeing people there that I saw 14 years ago that died from cancer and all that stuff. Like,
Jesus, yeah. That's
so you think about that
It's a lot,
roller
yeah.
coaster,
It's
and
not
then
what
you go
you
and then like walk through the town, like the downtown, and like I couldn't recognize it. It was so different. And then
Holy
a decade and a
shit.
half, I'm just like, oh my god! Like,
Yeah,
it's like I feel like a foreigner in my own country, my own hometown. Like that's what I felt like. Like walking in there for the first time. And I've never been there in the winter. It's always been the summer. So it's just like that was wild in itself too. So it's like a whole bunch of stuff. All that plus like I might be meeting the one,
Yeah.
face to face. So
Yeah, I would have been crying, dude. I would have been like,
So and you think like, okay, hopefully she's not taller than me. Hopefully she's like she looks at least somewhat like
Yeah,
a
dude.
picture.
Oh my God.
Hopefully like she's not an asshole. Like she's really like cool and like how she's been. Like
not
all
a-
this stuff like rolls to your mind. And then there's like because there's a river that runs right down the middle of the town. I'll show you pictures like when we're done here.
hell yeah.
Right in the town to a big lake, and like there's like bridges over it. So like it's like meet me in the middle bridge. Like
Whoa.
romantic. It was night. Like
You
the
suggested
moon
that, or she was like,
oh, that
you
was
did?
all me.
Damn.
That
Big
was all me.
pressure.
No, because she would have been like, "What the fuck are you saying?"
You're like, it's romantic in America.
Yeah.
In America,
I'll lock your boobs. That's how you say I like you in
Add
American.
some twang.
Yeah. So we meet at the bridge. Like I see her. Like it was like literally like I was at this edge, she was at this edge. We start walking each other, and we start going faster.
Did
and
you run to
faster.
each other?
We did. So I saw her. I'm just like, holy shit, she is smoking hot. Like
I'll be right back.
I was just like, holy shit. Then at first on in my head, she's like, oh my gosh, I'm way out of my league here. Like completely.
Yeah, I would have been thinking the same
And I'm just
thing,
like,
dude.
she's no way she's gonna be into me. Like 0%. So I'm like, okay, what do you want to do? Let's go to like a cafe, because that's all there is over there, like cafes, bars, whatever. Let's go to a cafe, have a cup of coffee. And like the first like couple hours, we're like super fucking nervous, like we didn't know what to say.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And just like
I would have been shitting my pants.
dude, it was wild, fucking wild. It was like literally the first, like 4 hours after I touched down.
yeah, and you have, and it's like,
Oh my god.
yeah, and it's, you gotta pretend like there's no pressure, but there is literally.
Oh, 100%.
Right, you got
Yeah,
just
yeah.
poker face.
How
Yeah,
far?
yeah.
How do I act cool in the clearly like on
The
top of
hardest setting to be
with
cool.
Dude,
already dealing with just the waves of emotion of being back there? Like I can't
Dude,
fucking.
it was
fathom.
insane. Like you just didn't like everything happened so fast. You almost didn't have time to experience it until like
Yeah.
I left. Like when I left and I was on the plane leaving that, I was just like, it all hit me.
You finally took a
Oh,
breath.
yeah, and I was just like,
Yeah.
holy shit,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
the fuck just happened? Like,
Goddamn.
whatever. So first night, we did that, whatever. Most of the nerves by the end of the night were gone, whatever. Said goodnight. The next night, like it was just like all the nerves were gone. The next day, like we went out for lunch. It's like it felt like I've lived there for like years and years and years. And like we've known each other, and this is like, just another day that we've been hanging out.
She always lived in that hometown, or did she move?
Yeah, well, she lived in Switzerland for a little bit. She was like back and forth because she has a brother that lives in Switzerland.
Okay.
And then she would go and like take care of their kids while they're both working, like her sister-in-law and whatever.
Okay.
But she can only go for 3 months at a time because that's how Swiss like visas work.
Okay. I was gonna say, is there a like massive age difference, or were you guys kicking around in the same hospital?
No, there is a little bit of age. She just turned 29.
Okay.
So a little bit of an age difference.
How are you? How old are you?
33.
Oh, that's not that bad.
No, it's not terrible. No.
Age difference, man.
Because, my aunt would be calling me up. She's like, I've got a girl for you. I was like, what's the age? She's like, 21. I was like, no.
She's 16.
I mean, they were doing some wild shit.
She's 21. While that's sick, because I'm in my 30s, I can't do it.
No, I was just like, there's nothing that we would be able to talk about.
No.
There's no
Right.
chance.
No,
Yeah,
that's not about
tough.
talking.
Yeah.
at that point.
No.
Yeah, she's like, so on
I'm not
TikTok.
looking.
You're like, what's a TikTok?
It's like, bitch, what are you saying?
Yeah, so anyway.
So whatever, it was like day 1, day 2, day 3. We're getting to a point where like, okay, all the feelings are real. This is like a legit thing. And I just straight up told her, because like the way it works with us is like the families need to know and they need to speak to each other. So it's like, it's almost like transactional to a point. Like,
Yeah,
we're like-
I mean, if historically there were arranged things,
Yeah, it's like,
Right.
it's like,
Probably have
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And
there's still probably a very business-like stance on it.
yeah, it's
in
like
terms
almost
of,
like the parents have to be like, okay, we're going to be like combining the families. Are you okay with this? Is your daughter okay with this? Like, but we've already had this conversation before I even came. Like,
Okay,
it's like
yeah.
one of those things where like, okay, if this is real, like,
I'm coming out there for this reason. We might
yeah,
as
so
well.
just like, if this is real, like, I don't want you to think like I'm just kind of playing games with you. I'm like, so if this is like real, we're feeling it, we decide to do it, let's just do it, let's just get engaged, because that's pretty much how it works. Like, you're just going to get engaged.
That's so interesting, dude. Here, I'm talking to a girl for 6 months, and
Yeah.
I'm trying to convince her to be in a relationship.
Yeah, dude. And that's
you
how it was
just want to
here.
be exclusive.
Right.
Yeah, and that's
It's
how it was here. It was
insane, dude.
incredibly frustrating to me. Even Albanian girls here, like, you talk to them, they're like, "Oh, well, I got my career," which is great. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not saying I don't want you to have a career or
Yeah, of
whatever,
course
but
not,
like,
yeah.
you can have a boyfriend,
life, yeah.
and like
Yeah.
have your career. But it's just like, no, I want to do this. I want to go drink with the girls afterwards. I'm like, okay, then why are you on this site? Like, what are you
Right.
doing?
Exactly.
Like, what are
That's
you
weird.
even
Like,
doing it
don't
for?
date.
You're
Like,
wasting your time then.
Don't
Yeah.
waste my time.
It's
I'm
like
telling you
people
like
on
straight
Tinder
up that like I'm looking for something like super serious right now. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not at that point where I'm like, I don't want to fuck around. I'm
Exactly.
not trying to waste
And
your
good
time.
for you, man. Dude,
know?
that's like, I guess I never really realized the cultural differences in like
Totally.
the speed of those things. So that's really interesting.
And it's like I'm a first generation. Like I was born there, I came here, so
Sure.
it's just like I'm in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Like my kids aren't going to experience that really.
Yeah.
Maybe my brother's not going to really experience that.
So the intention is to move her out here with you.
Oh, totally.
But
yeah.
I know you're
Nice.
planning
Does she
on
wanna
moving out
do
of
that?
Illinois anyway, right?
Yeah.
it's
So
like-
the plan is more or less like So we let me just finish. This whole thing.
Yeah, we're going way ahead first.
Yeah.
So you understand how this whole like
Yeah,
ceremony thing
don't plot
works.
your whole life out in front of me.
So so we had the conversation. We're like, okay, so I'm letting you know, no pressure or anything, but I'm good on my end. Like, if you want to do this thing, like, we get the parents involved. Like, it's all on you. Whatever you want to do. She's like, oh no, I'm completely ready.
Did
Like,
she also say I want to do this thing?
Oh yeah, she's like, but in Albanian, yes.
But I mean, that was just so funny. Like, I'm
Maggie
good if you want to
Yeah.
do this
Maggie
thing.
Albanian?
Yes.
There we go.
The more
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
Probably knows her.
probably. She's probably my cousin. Something.
Yeah.
But,
Distant relative.
Yeah, but typically what would happen is like you would have a dinner, right? And then like my side of the family would be there, like my mom, my sister, blah blah blah, my dad, whatever, and then her side of the family, whatever. But she didn't have anyone here. Only her mom was in town because all of her brothers and sisters all live outside of Macedonia or Albania right now. Like she has 2 that live in Texas, 1 in Connecticut, 2 that lives in Switzerland. It's like me. I have family like all over the world.
Sure, yeah.
So, yeah. We just need to get the fuck out of there during the cold communist era. So it's just like everyone just split
Wherever you
family.
could, yeah.
Everyone it was between New Zealand and the United States for us.
Holy shit.
And
wow.
then U.S. papers pulled for us quicker from the lotto. So my dad came here, and then that's a whole different.
The rest is
story.
history.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
That's another podcast.
Yeah, right.
So
awesome,
we
though,
didn't
man.
have any family here, and her dad kind of left when she was young. So the dad's not in the picture. So it's just like you can't do it with like nobody there.
Right.
So just like
You have to sort of get the stamp of approval from somebody.
yeah. So basically, I had my mom talk to her mom and be like, "Hey, this is what they're gonna do. Are you cool with it?" She's like, "As long as they're cool with it, we're cool with it." Like my mom and my parents and her mom are kind of like away from the whole traditional thing. They're just like,
Oh, okay.
let them do whatever the fuck they want, kind
Which
of a
is
thing.
awesome.
So we're
Yeah,
trying to
that's
like,
great.
That's
it was like
great.
almost like a hybrid of it. Like
was
we
gonna
still
say-
want to do
Yeah,
the
yeah.
ceremony. We want to do the thing. Mainly for the pictures for the immigration too, so they see that
Right,
like, we
you
had
gotta have all the
like an
proof.
actual engagement.
Yeah.
And whatever. So I took her to this like really nice restaurant there. We had like a private table, rose petals, the whole fucking. I have pictures of everything.
I think
That's
you
awesome.
posted some.
Yeah, we
things?
posted some of it. Like I have so many.
I'm going to
pictures.
need more.
Because
Yeah.
I want to see
like
it.
because
That's-
truly
that's my jam.
you were just like, I'm flying out. Like in your fucking Instagram, like the only bit I knew or you knew,
Yeah.
your fucking Instagram stories, you put like, I'm flying out for love or something, like
Yeah.
something
It
vague.
was love is in the air, and I put the bridge that we met at.
Yeah, like, and you
That
put,
I was
yeah,
gonna plan on
yeah,
meeting her.
yeah.
Yeah.
But, like,
That's how that answer. That was the bridge.
but like even as you're,
all right,
but like
yeah.
as you're,
I was
as,
wondering.
Because that was my plan.
Yeah, okay.
That was like as soon as I got. That was like right before I was gonna meet her. I took that picture.
Yeah.
That's, like,
And it was-
that's why I said love is in the air.
Okay.
Because like
yeah,
All right,
and
now
there
I'm
was like little
connecting
heart
the dots
emojis
here,
and like,
okay.
Oh my gosh.
or it was
I
even
love
just like,
everything about this.
or it was even just like a black background. It was just
Yeah.
like here we go, and I was just like, what in the?
I was like,
ever-loving
what is going
like,
on?
What
Yeah.
what thinly veiled horse shit is Artan pulling?
Right? I was like,
I mainly did. I mainly
when did you leave the country?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was just like
Yeah.
so. I'm like I don't want anyone to know, especially like family, because I have some nosy ass fucking
Oh, for
family.
sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know how
Yeah.
it goes.
So it's just like one of those things where just like, even on Facebook at first, I was like, oh, I'm in Switzerland. Cause it's like, okay, maybe he's like in Switzerland for whatever. And then I switched it from Switzerland to Zimbabwe. So everyone thought I was legit going to Africa.
That's awesome.
Then I just showed up back in the hometown. They're like, wow, what's going on? You
Yeah.
know? And then like my family's like, okay, you're in the winter back home. Like there's something with a girl. Like there's
Right.
just, you're not going back there for that time.
Yeah.
For that
They put the
reason.
pieces together.
Oh, totally.
Holy shit! Yeah.
So, we did the thing. We exchanged our rings because in our culture, we do engagement rings for each of us. We exchange them at that ceremony. And then, like, during the wedding, the girl gets, like, the big diamond. We do it, Americans do it separate or backwards. You get the big engagement ring, and then you get the bands during the wedding.
yeah.
So that's why you see me wearing a band.
I think the
I'm
other
not
way,
married,
yeah,
I'm
that's
engaged.
cooler, dude.
Yeah.
You got the engaged ring, and then you got to get that big ass
Oh, yeah.
fucking rock on you.
Yeah.
Do you also get a big diamond?
No. I mean, I could get one with, like, small diamonds on it, but it's not really my style. So I'm just going to keep this one.
Oh, I want a big
Sure.
diamond,
Yeah.
dude.
Well,
I
especially
better
if you're
a big
especially if
diamond.
you're working and shit, that would be difficult. But
Yeah,
like,
no. I wanted something simple, and then, like...
the other part I really love is that how close your names are.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
her full first name is Suarta, which means Goldeneye, which was like one of my favorite games growing up.
Yeah.
So I was just like, are you fucking kidding me?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Goldeneye,
Has she
that's
ever
her
played
name.
GoldenEye?
No, she hates video games.
Not
Which
yet.
kinda sucks, but
Yeah, you
know,
gotta show
Not
that
for
game.
much
You gotta
longer.
show her that
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, gotta be like, yo, you don't understand
Yeah.
how sick
But,
you
like,
can
but-
play his odd job
but-
and shit, dude.
No, totally.
But the shortened, it's
But Arta's like, the shortened version.
It's his name without the N.
Yeah, so
Arta.
it's
That's
a
so
girl
funny.
version of my name.
Yeah.
Arto.
Well, that's the first thing we
Yeah.
said is like, this is like, is this like, are we getting punked? Is this kind of like,
Yeah.
we both felt that way because we're just like,
I could see that. It's like our names are similar. Like that's unfathomable. Like the amount of like the weird shit that would have had to have lined for those
for everything to
specifics.
line up.
Yeah.
And like we have similar like ways we grew up, and like we went through shitty relationships, and it's like one of those things where like we know what we want. We had that conversation very explicitly from the beginning. Be like, this is how I envision my life or my life with my significant other. If this is something you're going to be into, cool. Let's keep this going.
Yeah.
And it just
Yeah.
kind of just built over that, and it was like months and months of that. And we're just like, I mean, what are we doing here? Is it cool if I just come and see you? And she's like, yeah, like let's absolutely. And like we kind of had that conversation at that point, and then it was all good. And then like 3 days after we got engaged, it was her birthday. So I found this town called Mavrovo in Macedonia. It was about an hour and a half, 2 hours away. And then there was like this, because Macedonia is like all mountains, like it's all fucking mountains.
Okay.
It's like Colorado and like Illinois had a baby.
Okay.
Type of a thing. Like it's like very like
Weird flat land that leads to
flat land,
gigantic
like
mountains.
dirty
Yeah.
mountains, shit like that. So, I was gonna take her. I told her I was like, I'm gonna take you there for your birthday. It was like basically a hotel presidential suite, like overlooking a cliff into the lake. It just
Damn.
like I went all
Hell
fucking
yeah.
out.
That's
Like I'm just
awesome.
like
Dude, good for you, man.
like I'm just doing
Atta
it.
boy.
Yeah,
Hey, don't you pat his back. I'm like, well done, man. Well
yeah.
done.
So
Knuckles.
So do you
Knuckles.
Yeah.
sick engagement?
What?
bro.
I can't pat his back now?
Well, no, I'm just because
I'm sorry, you're jealous.
a little. I proposed on a balcony in Wisconsin Dells.
That's dope.
pretty
Which
fucking
was perfect.
It's
yeah.
kind of the same thing.
But your proposal was a
Overlooking
surprise, though. Like ours
Boise
really
River.
wasn't. It's like that's the only thing that kind of sucks for us is like
Yeah, but that's
you can't really surprise like the proposal. It's like you have to like
I guess in
talk
that.
it out.
So if neither of you guys are particularly traditional and the families aren't, are you guys? I don't know the logistics on this.
Sure.
Part, so don't. I don't mean to be ignorant.
No,
Do you
I
guys
mean-
have to have like a traditional thing out there to come here, or
No,
is it
so
like,
here's the thing. So
my point. I'm asking this because do you need an officiant? I'm right here.
we might. So, so here's the situation. So it's just like when we talked about it, it's like, what's the quickest way we can get your papers to come to the United States? So the main research was something called a fiance visa. So there's a few different options. There's a fiance visa where you could bring your fiance here, and then you have to get married within 90 days legally.
Yes, I know this because I was offered to do a wedding for somebody who is bringing somebody that delivers product to my work. I usually, when I'm on these podcasts, I don't say what I do for work.
Yeah.
But one of their delivery guys is getting married to a Taiwanese woman.
Yeah.
And they're doing the same thing. It's the 90-day thing. But
Yeah,
he
so we're
asked,
gonna
but
do-
he asked me out of the blue to do. To
Yeah.
officiate
So I
theirs.
mean, I'll need something
Are you
like
gonna?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
because we're gonna do something like just get legally married like right away just for the papers, and then
Right,
we're gonna
and
next year we're gonna do the
ceremony.
actual like.
I was gonna say,
wedding.
motherfucker, I can do that. You just get the license. I can sign that
Yeah.
shit. It's binding. So
That's what I'm
Holy
gonna need
shit,
right
I'd be
away.
So sick.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd be so pleased.
So that's option one.
Okay.
Now pre-Trump, you would get approved in like 2 to 3 months. Like
Right.
it was like super quick. Sometimes you would just pass the whole interview process. Because the whole process is like I have to pull up my criminal record, my birth certificate, blah blah blah, any parking tickets I've had, my credit report, my taxes for last
Parking
5 years.
tickets.
Yeah.
Shit, everything. If
Oh,
I
yeah,
own
no.
if I own anything to local or federal government, she cannot come here.
Yeah, they go roto-rooter on this shit.
Yeah,
they don't
it
fuck
would just,
around.
like,
and now
yeah.
it's even worse. That's the whole.
Gabe is listening to this right now and
Yeah.
just being like, it's all fucked. I know all about
totally.
it. Like,
Well, that's why I went and got the paid for the consultation with the lawyer because I'm looking through this. I'm like, this is way too much. I'm gonna start working soon. I'm just like, I'm gonna need some fucking help. Like,
Yeah.
So whatever. So option one is doing that. Like bring her here. Right now it's gonna be between 6 and 8 months.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
because like now everyone needs to be interviewed, like physical interview. Everyone needs to have every piece of paperwork in line, which is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
But just like it's gonna slow everything down.
Yeah.
Which, you know, it is what it is. I get it.
And with the Trump shit, you specifically have to change your name to like John Smith too.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'll be fine because she's white
Okay.
and coming from like Eastern Europe and
Yeah.
not like one of the shithole countries.
Right. So it's kind of helping.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's still a shithole country, but like not the brown shithole countries. So they don't give a fuck apparently for
There's
that.
a difference.
Right.
White-
Yeah,
white
there
shit-
is in this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
administration.
No, white,
So-
white shithole countries are. Yeah.
So there's that. Or if let's say I go back, we get married there, we do the whole thing. It will take her 2 years to get here.
Okay.
Too long.
Oh,
So I was like,
yeah.
that
So,
ain't gonna work,
yeah,
Chief.
okay.
So that's why we're gonna do that thing because she'll like when her papers come through, she has 30 days to get into the United States.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I'm gonna go out there one more time. We're gonna spend some time traveling through Kosovo, Albania, like see a lot of historical stuff because we're both really into like history.
Yeah.
And then she has already done like the crazy trek through that. I'm like, I've never done that.
That
Like
would be
last
awesome,
time I
yeah.
was there, I was like,
What a cool thing to
fucking
share.
12 years old. You know?
Has she been to the
Yeah.
U.S.?
No, never.
Holy fucking
cool.
shit.
She's never been. She's been all over Europe, you know, stuff like that. She's
Oh,
never
God.
been in the United States.
Okay.
She's gonna be so sick.
She's excited to try. 'Cause she's like,
She's so
I'm like, so what do you
disappointed.
want to do? Like when you
Here's
first get
to
here?
open plates.
She's like, I want to try tacos. I was like, oh, you want to try tacos? We're gonna do a whole fucking week of tacos. Like,
Wow.
I'm like,
Dude,
you're
fuck
gonna
yeah,
blow
man.
your fucking mind with tacos.
I was gonna say that's
She's never had tacos. No Mexican food ever.
Yeah,
in
you
life.
take her ass right to fucking Pilsen. She's
Bro,
gonna. Yeah.
easily
Done.
easily. So
That's incredible. I will.
Awesome.
I will be at that airport. She
Yeah.
can sign that shit the second. I'll be like, "Hi, I'm the first guy you're meeting in America.
Yeah.
I'm making this binding. How you doing?" I will do that for you, man. That's
Be like, what are all
Yeah.
the cheesy things you wanted to do? Let's
Yeah,
go.
what a god damn, what a fucking phenomenal story, man.
yeah, so it's
Yeah,
wild,
that's
right?
awesome.
And then like we spent the last week and a half together. Like our birthday went phenomenal. I bought her this as like one of the first things we started doing. It was we played chess online.
Okay.
Against
cool.
each other. Like we had this like fucking thing on Facebook. We played chess. So like I was thinking, I'm like, what am I gonna get her for her fucking birthday? Like this is not like a girl where like you just get her like a diamond bracelet. Like I gotta think outside of the box. So
Yeah.
I got her this handmade chessboard where it was like everything was handmade, like to the fucking some fucking like a woodworker from Poland made it. So I was
Yeah, yeah.
like,
Damn,
it cost
dude.
me $180. It was fucking huge. I had to get
That's
a
pretty good for
whole
a birthday gift, though.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
and it was like I had to get like a whole new bigger luggage just for this fucking thing. Like, and I'm just like, I'm gonna feel like a fucking idiot if she just doesn't like it. But I'm
Or
just
like you lose the
it's
bag.
like one of those things where I'm just like, okay, it's like one of the first things we started doing. She loves chess, like really, she's a super nerd with chess. I was like, I'm like, I'm taking a gamble here. Let's just do it.
Yeah.
She fucking loved it. We got fucked up. We played chess for like 3 hours.
Oh,
That's
my God.
awesome.
We had, like,
I
a
know
couple bottles of
everything about
wine.
this story.
And then it's just like we had the fire going. I'll show you pictures of that too. We had a fire going. We had like a couple bottles of wine. We're overlooking the fucking cliff into a beautiful lake. It was just like you cannot make this shit up.
That's
Like,
awesome.
Yeah, good for you,
yeah,
man.
thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, it
That's
was just, like,
amazing.
Congrats. Yeah, that's a fucking
Congratulations.
insane
We should
story,
have a
dude.
party.
I feel like a real fucking asshole. Jesus.
I mean,
Anyway.
the gels. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, yeah. You fell for me taking my shirt off at the nightlight, so this does not.
You do what you got yourself into.
Different story for a different
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say like that's how that started. So fuck me, man.
awesome.
That's unbelievable, dude.
Well, that's
Yeah.
sick.
Thank
I'm
you
going
so
on
much.
a date tomorrow.
Hey,
Are you really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Where you go?
Who's the unfortunate girl?
Yeah, it's a good question.
Do you have a homemade chess set?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, now I
Or
have
a
to like
Bible.
think of
Bring a
shit. I'm just like
Yeah.
thinking
make
of
you
shit
one.
to say, and I'm just like, well, here we go.
That's
Like,
how it was for the longest time.
yeah.
I was just like, here we go through this whole fucking thing. What
Yeah.
do you do? What? How am I do construction? It's like, oh, that's unfortunate.
No,
Let's stop talking.
The
to you.
last couple date stories I've
laborer.
had,
Yeah.
the last couple date stories I've had have been like, but interestingly enough, I haven't
Yeah.
told them on this podcast yet. I'm going to probably save them for that episode with Megan and shit.
Okay.
But
Got one you can do.
I mean,
Little teaser for that episode.
yeah, I guess I got one. So
Pick the wildest one.
Yeah.
it's pretty. It's,
No, hold on.
We gotta save it for the big podcast.
Look at you producing the show.
I mean, it's.
Get the fuck out.
That was a blast. If you can't tell.
This one's not like
You picked a good episode to be on.
I know, I'm so
That's
excited.
This one's not like
got
in. It's
love, got dating.
not. How far are we into this? By the
20
way,
minutes.
How far are we actually into this?
3.
All right, I'll tell the story and
So
then.
actually, Jesus Christ, I can't believe we are up to 3. So yeah,
Yeah.
we'll have to start.
I can't believe it's like almost 10:30.
All right, so,
Oh,
okay.
no, we'll have to start
Oh,
winding
stop.
down.
Who won the All-Star game?
America, go.
We all did.
Freedom.
I had met this girl on Tinder. We were talking for a bit. She works in the music industry, blah, blah, blah. We met up and hung out. We went on a date. We went to a bar. It was cool. I wasn't really feeling anything right away, but I did enjoy our conversation. So I was like, you know what? Like, I'll give it another
shot.
try.
Stick it out
Yeah,
a little
totally.
longer,
So,
yeah.
You have the
we-
commonality stuff.
Yeah.
We went to this like just happened. So we went to Pick Me Up Cafe and really, and it's like,
I love the.
I've been there
Yeah,
so
it's
many
great.
fucking
Yeah,
times.
and it's
fun.
like it's an awesome vegan spot too.
Yeah.
So it's like
It's a
the
good date
best-
spot,
It's a
actually.
great date. It's one of my
So,
favorites.
yeah.
So
It wasn't
Smart.
vegan.
we're
when I
there
was-
and we're like we're hanging out and we somehow got on the. It took a really weird turn. We started talking about conspiracy theories, and
yes.
I don't know how we got
That's
into
cool.
it, but we started talking about like because she works in the music business, so we were talking about like Chris Cornell's like suicide and how some people think that was like an industry conspiracy, but it's
Right.
definitely not.
Yeah.
But
I've heard that.
yeah, exactly.
Yes.
But that is a one, right? That is
Yeah.
a conspiracy
Oh, totally.
theory.
Yeah.
So then we got on the subject of like suicide, and that's where shit started to get a little weird because she was just like, she asked me, she was like, have you ever like known anybody that's killed themselves? And I'm like, yes, I have, but not anybody that I've ever been close with. Like no family members, no like nobody in my immediate friend group. Like maybe some people from high school, but those
Yeah.
were people I like never talked to,
Right.
and it happened after high school was over. But I told her about one experience I had recently that had to do with something with suicide. And this is like an inception story. So let's go back like a year, maybe a little more than a year. I matched with this girl, another different girl on Tinder, and we were talking. So this girl that I was, context clue I forgot to mention. The girl that I had been on this date with lives on the South Side. And this girl I matched with on Tinder also lived on the South Side a year ago. She lived on the South Side. We were talking. It was pretty casual. I actually had never met this person. We just kind of talked and nothing. It was one of those like
Yeah,
you
it's
text
just-
for a while and nothing ever fucking happens.
fades out.
Yeah. And we were talking about like, because people on Tinder like to fish about previous relationships. And
Yeah,
I don't
for
mind
sure.
talking about that shit because it's
Sure.
not nearly as taboo as it used to be. But like, she had mentioned to me that according to her ex-boyfriend was living with her and her family in their house. She walked in her garage and found the dude hanging. Like hanging dead.
Jesus.
And I was immediately, I'm just like, holy shit. Like, I'm so sorry. Like that's,
it's
it's traumatizing shit. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, I've never had anything like that happen to me. So I can't imagine what that person was feeling. And that wasn't like a deterrence for me or anything. We just kind of faded out after, like we still talked for a while after that, but nothing ended up happening. We never met, blah, blah, blah. So I kind of told this girl that story. I was like, yeah, like that's kind of the last time I ever heard anything, really about something like that being direct. And
close,
like immediately this girl I'm on a date with, when she was like, holy shit. Cause she was like, was this girl from the South Side? I'm like, yeah, actually. And she was
Stop.
like, if I show you her Instagram, do you think you would recognize her? Because I didn't remember her name. And I was like,
what the
I was like,
fuck?
yeah, I guess I would. I mean, like 5 seconds, and she pulls it up, and I'm like, yeah, that's the girl. And she tells me this insane story. She was like, dude, she was like, okay. She was like, this is like insane shit. She was like, that girl was never dating that dude. She knew the guy
What?
and she knew the girl. The guy was a good friend of hers who was like, he was in the Marines and he came back and he was a drug addict. He was like addicted to
Damn,
pills
he
and
just
shit.
got fucked up.
Right.
Yeah, he got kicked out of his parents' house. He got kicked out of like friends' houses. So basically, this girl, he got dumped. So this dude, the girl I was seeing, her best friend used to date him, and she broke up with him because of all the drug shit.
And she just adopted this story as her own.
No, what ended up happening was this dude did end up living with her because nobody else would take her in.
Okay.
And they were just fucking and doing drugs together. Because apparently this girl that I matched
like a
with
hoot.
was like a drug addict, like does a shit ton of drugs, robs her friends and shit, does all kinds of scummy
What
shit.
the
But they were
fuck?
never officially like dating or anything. And then
Right,
only after like a month, less than a month of him living there, that shit went down.
Holy
So like,
Tinder!
Yeah, immediately I'm just like kind of like I'm
Damn.
like in my head I'm just like, what is going on right now? Like I didn't know what to
Dude,
think.
you dodged a massive
And
bullet.
I was just kind of like,
what the
yeah, like this is
fuck?
fucking weird. And then like I was like, oh, and she was like, yeah, she was like, you don't understand. Like she was like, we do like, she was like, this girl tries to make this story her own so much, and she's like, while she did find him, like she barely knew this dude. Like she just like uses it as a sympathy story for her. And I was like, no wonder she's telling me, a complete stranger who you haven't even met before. Like that's a little bit of something where you're like,
maybe give it a little time.
Maybe give it like 10 dates. Like that's heavy shit.
That's super
and
heavy.
like, so I was just kind of like, oh. You know, like sitting there like, okay. But then immediately the girl that I was on a date with, like, pulled out her phone. She was like, I got to tell my friends you know this person. And I was like, whoa.
Oh, hold on.
You're like, that's also a temptation.
Yeah. And I was like, no way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not seeing that person again because of that. But, like.
What unbelievable polar opposite stories.
Yeah, man.
Going from yours to yours.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah,
right. So, it can only go up.
Yeah,
maybe.
right.
That's
It
wild
can.
as fuck.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
From yours to yours and everything. So,
Yeah.
shit.
What a wild end to the
it was
podcast.
pretty fucking insane. Like to the point where I was just like, I told her, I was like, yo, I never met this person. Like I never met them.
Yeah.
That's fucking.
That's fucking crazy, though.
It was weird though,
Jesus.
right?
That's
Yeah.
so
It's weird.
It is pretty weird.
Yeah. But all right, that's my story.
There you go.
So on that
Cool.
note,
Yeah.
Yeah. On that note,
So on that note, plugs. What is everybody have anything to plug?
If anyone's remembering when I brought up a Christian song that's fun, the song's called Throne Room by Kim Walker-Smith, if you hear it and want to play along.
hell yeah.
Otherwise, I don't have anything to fucking plug. I'm going to the Dells. It's my birthday by the time this episode posts. That's all.
Happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday
Thank
to you both.
which by proxy means it's also
Your
my birthday.
Dell's
So,
weekend.
birthday to
River.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, skirt. Yeah, dude.
indoor lazy river, yeah.
Hell yeah.
The laziest river, maybe. So, yeah.
We're not pimping the Dells. I'm not pimping the Dells. You said anything you want to pimp.
Yeah.
I want to pimp the Free Britney movement.
He said anything he wants to you want to plug.
Plug.
I like
I'm gonna
calling it pimping.
I can't believe you're
You're gonna start pimping
I'm gonna
stuff?
plug the
Fucking-
Free Britney movement.
Are you fucking
Yes, I
over
see
here?
you post a lot about that.
Because it's there's not enough time. We need like our own episode.
I do.
All right.
Now
You
that you
could
brought
pick
that
my
up,
brain
I
and
really
we could talk
regret
about it.
that we
Britney
didn't talk
Spears?
about it.
I wanted to talk about it.
He explained it to me.
I low-key wanted to
briefly.
talk about it,
Fuck,
but I
we
was like,
should've.
there's no good way to be like, hey, let's do
Right.
this.
Yeah.
And
Unless it was like
chances
the whole-
are your listeners aren't going to be interested.
You never know.
You'll find out.
We like to
But-
talk about everything on here.
Yeah.
It's
We're just a
not
bunch
about
of fat shit
her.
cunts anyway.
I
so.
mean, Squiggly Joe thinks so.
Callbacks. Yeah.
Sorry. I like, I'm never going to get over that. So
Squiggly joke.
Old Squiggly Joe.
that's what I called him.
He has since moved on from our show, so I don't know
shame.
whatever
Come
happened to
Well,
that
Joe,
guy.
if you're listening,
End of an era. Go ahead.
Yeah. What do you say?
Brittany. She's in a permanent conservatorship, which means she doesn't get to spend her money. She can't get married without approval
From her father.
from her.
It's like her father and manager too. And
It's
like,
her
like
father
higher
and
ups,
the
right?
business manager.
Okay.
So she's got a financial manager, and then her father had to step down as temporary as the conservator. So she is a temporary conservator. This woman, Jody Montgomery, who's like just abusing conservatorship.
Good music.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, that's the outro.
Are you
Your fade outro.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the ending. I'm sorry.
No, so
Should have left it. It was like
Cliff
actually
Notes
worked.
version
Yeah.
is that her father is an alcoholic, has a bunch of failed businesses from like when she was a kid. He uses her money and buys property and then like sells it back to her. Like in
fuck
her
that.
name. I mean, like shady business
Yeah,
dealings.
So she's
should
like
run
fucked
for
up right
president.
now.
Her father had to step down as
get there.
conservator because he got into a physical altercation with her eldest son, who's like 12 or 13.
What the
So
fuck?
Kevin
That sounds like a-
Federline, of all people, was the one to get the restraining order against her dad, which means she
What a
doesn't
good guy.
get to see her children.
Oh.
She's never gotten to see her children.
So he's not a good guy.
without
Well,
her dad present.
Yeah, that's the.
Since they were like,
okay.
remember the whole like,
She shaved her
she's
head.
crazy,
Yeah,
blah, you know. Was she really crazy or did she just snap?
Yeah, probably
Right.
that.
When you look at the pressure, like to me, the South Park episode where like they play on how, whatever.
She blows her head off and they still prop her
Right,
up
and
to
they
sing.
still use her
Yeah.
for money and
Yeah.
yeah.
They're
to
still
gain.
propping her up. Can someone who can't make decisions about their own well-being, go on world tours, put out albums, do all this
Is
stuff.
she still doing that shit though?
Yeah.
It's
Well,
so-
they
as
pulled her
of
down.
last year, it was April of last year that they put the kibosh on it.
She had just
Yeah.
finished a Vegas residency.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
She
she's doing
finished
that.
it. They were going to basically reboot it at a different hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And like days before it started, they basically made up a
maybe.
story about her dad being sick, so she had to pull out.
Her dad was legit sick,
Oh,
but
There's weird shit.
I'm
with
going
it,
to plug the Britney's Graham podcast because they're the ones who like they have a line where you can call and leave messages, and they had someone call and say, "Hey, I work or used to work for the firm that handles her case."
oh,
And this guy was like, "You're on the money. Like
Yeah.
she's in a facility against her will." The narrative was, "Oh, she checked herself in." The reality of it is she can't.
yeah.
She needs
She
to-
legally
she
cannot.
the conservators need to sign off on anything that
They
happens
need
in
to
her
do
life.
everything. She can't
Alright.
drive. She can't do anything.
How did she get into that? Like legally, how did she get to where she's being controlled by the?
They force signed it when she
So-
shaved her head and shit. Basically.
Oh, really?
It was-
Or they probably drugged.
Do you
her ass
remember
up.
the
Right.
She
the-
still is drugged up. So yeah.
the pictures of her like in 2008, early 2008, where she was like in the back of the ambulance because she wouldn't come out of the house.
No.
And, like, okay.
I don't remember.
I mean, I followed that, so I
Yeah,
remember
sure.
that vividly. And she
Yeah.
looked like she was on something, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, just like smiling and like, you know, wouldn't come out of the bathroom with her son and whatever. So she was under a 5150, which in the state of California, they can only hold you legally in the hospital for 72 hours. She was released in less than 24. At the end of January, so like less than a month later,
This is the longest plug.
I know, I'm so sorry.
no,
I'm
it's fine.
so sorry. Feel free to cut me out in the middle
Oh, no,
somewhere.
it's all good.
They, at the end of the month, they got her in the middle of the night. No sirens. They closed the airspace over her house so no one would know that this was
what
happening.
the fuck?
And they took her to the hospital and in less than 24 hours, she was in the conservatorship, which was supposed to be temporary. It lasted a couple of years before it was made permanent. Now, conservatorships or guardianships are usually for people, elderly people. Like,
Yeah,
you know, if you have
right. Yeah,
dementia,
yeah.
if you can't care
Right.
for yourself, you need someone to make these decisions for
Yeah.
you, not someone in their 30s,
Right.
She only in her
late
30s?
20s.
She's 38 now.
She's like 30.
Okay.
Yeah. So she was like, what, 12 years ago? 26
Yeah.
when they happened to her? I mean, what were you doing at 26?
Yeah,
like,
That was 2 years ago for me. But
mostly this.
Get this motherfucker conservative right
but
now.
imagine not being able to get into your car to drive home. Imagine having
Like, that'd be
someone
crazy,
outside
yeah.
the room or in the corner off camera
Like
watching you
making
and
sure-
hearing what you
yeah.
say.
I mean, yeah.
Her interview questions are like pre-screened. Like her
Oh,
team,
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
you could
Sure,
tell
yeah.
she's just like she's just dying to talk.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Free Britney.
Hashtag.
Free
hashtag.
Britney.
That's fucked up.
10,000%.
I understand how deep that shit was. That's
Yes,
crazy.
I highly recommend reading about
wonder
it.
if
I'm
Alex knows
also
about
on
that.
He does like those kind of
Yeah.
things, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure he does.
Damn.
yeah.
Anyway.
If
But
you-
yeah, so we'll have to have you back on. We can talk about it even more
for
because it is very
sure.
interesting.
I will
for sure.
take notes
I don't know that
and
much
we
about it.
can talk about it more.
Nice.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'll be the only person who listens to it, but it's
I mean, if anything, it'll probably open up somebody's eyes that, like, I'm not that aware of it, and I'm
Yeah,
sure.
no,
I hope so,
it's just
'cause
I mean, I know
it-
about things along those lines,
Yeah.
but I never
It's-
heard about that.
it speaks to a larger problem of conservator abuse in
Yeah.
Right,
general.
yeah, yeah.
That
which
happens
is
to
huge.
be. Yeah.
So
yeah.
there's that. So I'm so sorry for taking so long.
No, no,
So,
no, it's fine.
Artan, your plug.
You pimped very well.
Great pimping.
Great job.
Yeah.
Big pimp. And no kidding.
Thank you, Exhibit. I don't really have anything to plug. I just want to thank you guys for having me on,
Oh, absolutely.
sharing my story. It
Hell
was
yeah,
cool.
man.
It was a great story.
It was
a
amazing.
great
It was
story.
awesome.
Feel-good story.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to extend it. Does it feel cathartic to be talking about it after you kind of kept it under wraps?
Yeah, it does feel good, and it feels good to have it like open.
Finally out
Yeah,
there.
it's
And just
awesome.
be
Yeah.
out there, and like when I just dropped that picture, people were like, "What the fuck?" Like,
Well, I
and then
mean-
trying to like go back and explain this
Right.
whole thing. Like, now I could just be like, listen to the fucking
Oh, there you go.
podcast.
I'll have to I'll make an
Timestamp
edit
from-
for
Yeah.
you and just give you the audio of
Perfect.
that section.
I'm not gonna get into it. Just listen to this.
here's the
That's
full
awesome.
Put it on
That's perfect,
SoundCloud,
yeah.
just send it to
Just make
everybody.
a Dropbox and you just
But
give them
yeah,
the link. Yeah.
I'm only gonna have a couple months probably left here before I move down to Texas. But I'll be floating back and forth for a while. So,
Cool.
but
Where
yeah.
you moving to Texas?
What's that?
Where you moving into Texas?
Dallas Fort Worth area.
Oh shit! Okay, I have a couple friends that live out there.
Yeah,
we
I got
play
friends.
there a
Yeah, I
lot
have
too.
I have a lot of family down there. I have friends that live down
Dude,
there.
you're gonna be by Buc-ee's. Have you ever been to Buc-ee's yet?
No.
That's a shit.
dude.
I just went to
Buc-ee's is-
one. Like I was there for my birthday last year, and I just remember like walking around some bar. My brother-in-law took me to, and just like how aggressive the women are down there. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm just like, I've never had like women to come up to me in my life, but they're just like, oh my god, you look like a little immigrant boy. Yeah, let me get some.
Get on
It's
back
like,
in
holy
the
shit,
front.
you want to make daddy mad, don't you? And it just
You're like, I'm not that guy.
He's like, try to pronounce my name, baby. Let's do it. Like, nah. It was crazy. It was wild. But yeah, I mean, I like it down there. I just have a lot of family down there, which is nice. My sister's down there.
Dope.
So.
Dallas is cool.
And just like, business is going to be booming down there. So.
Hell yeah, man.
Nice.
Just don't get caught with weed down there.
No.
Are you gonna
well,
be a-
my
Yeah.
friend, my cousin's a well-known cop, so we're good.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Dope.
Are you going to be a Cowboys fan?
Fuck no.
Okay.
Bears for life. Baby.
Bears.
There you go.
I'm gonna have that sad existence of a Bears fan for the rest of my life.
Aren't we all?
So
Sweet.
I'm dying with that.
All right.
You, Jason?
But you got to plug. You already had that show last night.
yeah.
So I can't plug that. Nothing else.
We
lined
have
up?
our show.
Yes, we do.
March 4th.
Yeah.
It's a Wednesday. We're playing with Veil of Nath, Gorod, Wolf King. They're all sick
I
bands.
was going to say Gorad's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
we were
Where's
supposed
the-
to play with
where's
them
the
before.
It's at Reggie's.
Reggie's.
Big room at Reggie's.
Okay.
So we're
Nice.
playing in the big room. I'll be eating more wings. Hopefully
Nice.
I'm not sick.
Don't eat the nachos.
And you know what? I'm going to plug the Rough Riders Anthem
Nice.
video by DMX because it's a good music video and you should watch it.
God bless.
Sick.
Yeah, dude.
Bill?
I have something going on with Something Is Waiting. As per usual, I don't know the dates or where. But if you
Gobo
check
plugged
us
them on
out,
the last one.
Yeah, so listen to last week's episode at the end.
Yeah.
Backtrack.
Whatever Gobo said, that's,
In the pimping
that's what I'm
section.
trying. In the pimping
Yeah.
section of our last video. Fuck, we're gonna have to use that from now on. That's good.
Yeah.
But,
You're welcome.
But yeah, that's about it. That's nothing
Cool.
else to
All
plug.
right.
Cool.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you guys so much
Yeah,
for
thank
coming on.
you.
Appreciate
It was a
lot of
it.
fun.
This
Hell
is so
yeah.
much fun. Yeah. So yeah, we'll definitely have
Awesome.
to have you back on for the Britney
Yeah,
talk.
Britney Gang.
Sorry, everybody.
No, it's cool.
Cool.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Thank you guys. We'll see everybody next week.
Yeah.
Bye.
Peace
Bye.
out, bud.
Yeah.
At the end of any YouTube thing.
Hey, guys. No, just
Yeah, lean into
Do it.
Yeah, hit it hard.
Do
if you
it,
want.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
do it as
I'll
dramatic
even give
as
you the
possible.
background music if you want.
only if you fade me out at some point through it. Just like, hey, guys. And then just slowly, like, the music comes on and gets
Yeah.
louder.
Hey,
Perfect.
It's just toxic. By Britney.
I do not think we can get the rights for that.
That will get shut down.
We don't have that
so
kind of
quick.
budget
that's
here.
all the money. So
I'll help you. It's fine. Also, I'm gonna blank because I'm nervous. So
No, it's
you
okay.
gotta.
It's perfect. You just have to tell people to
Just thanks for watching.
subscribe. Yeah, thank them for watching. They should subscribe if they haven't already, and
people botch it anyway. so
like and
it's-
comment.
Can I lean into my facial expressions and
won't
me
see
being?
There's no video at the end. It's
It's
just
all
audio. Yeah.
But if I were to say like, well, if you enjoyed my facial expressions, like and comment,
Yeah,
Perfect.
totally. Yeah.
you know, subscribe. I may be on again, maybe not. If Squiggly Joe has a say.
Go for it.
Actually,
Done.
that's
Is that-
perfect.
Frankly,
Do I need to
Done.
put these back on?
No, you did it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that was perfect.
Great. You're welcome.